I got Chill, I got Marz, I got Swipa with me, and we are going to talk about the greatest NBA playoff series ever. But it's going to be with a little twist to it because we're not just going to talk about, oh, these are our top 10 playoff series. What we're going to do, well, what I'm going to do is give you guys a time machine. And this is the stipulations. You get to make 3 trips in this time machine, and you get to go to any playoff series of all time. And here's the thing about it. It's all inclusive. You don't got to worry about paying nothing. Hey, you're gonna get the best hotel in the city. You're gonna get the finest dining in the city. Swipe, I know you probably want to spend your money on other things, but we have a limited budget. It has to stay on track. But you get courtside seats to every single game in the series. So if it was a 7-game series, you'll be there for all 7 games. If it was a 4-game series, a sweep, you'll be there for all 4 games. If it's one of them series where it was really over in 2 or 3 games, well, you can stay for those 2 or 3 games and then get up out of there. But you get to go wherever you want. Hello, Swiper.
All right, Ron. So practically, if I said I want to go back to 1954 to watch Bob Cousy play, you're telling me that I can stay in any hotel I want in 1954, and I can get courtside.
Swiper already starting the bullshit. He already starting the bullshit, Ron. Like the where you even get going, he already starting the bullshit.
Nah, you can stay whatever one you want to. Good luck.
I can.
Nah, good luck. Yeah.
So this is an unsafe trip, is what I'm hearing.
Exactly. What
If you decide to make it unsafe, yes.
How am I making it unsafe by traveling in 1954? But I want to see Bob Cousy.
You trying to go to the hotels that ain't available to you? That's your problem.
He said any hotel, best hotel in town. The best hotels in town were those hotels, and I want the Penn suite in that hotel in 1954. Plus,
you better start looking like Penn. That's what you better start.
And I want a limo service, and I want courtside seats. It's crazy. All right. Well, I guess the stipulations are that none of this real life stuff exists, and that when Chill was a child, that all that stuff that he went through is vacant in 1953. All right, I got you. Shouts. All right. I want to see Bob Cousy play. What year did Bill Russell get drafted? Was that
57?
56, actually. 56.
Wow. Well, 56, 57 was his rookie year, yeah.
Yeah, so then that would be so should that be 57, 8 years before the voting rights era, and then 64, 7 years before then.
No, let's stick with let's stick with 54. With if I'm not mistaken, Marz, I think the Minneapolis Lakers and George Mikan and company.
George Mikan, yeah.
Like what's the nicest spot in Syracuse? Like where can I get a hotel in Syracuse? A nice spot that's on the nice side of town in Syracuse. First of all, how are we getting up there? Let's start that. How are we getting up there?
Are we busing, Chill? Wink, wink.
Yeah, we are not busing. No, and if we are busing, I got to sit in the back of the bus.
Okay, Ron, yes, are we riding are we getting somebody driving us to the arena? How are we getting there?
Swiper.
You started this, Ron.
I did not start this. Swiper even bringing up 1954 is crazy. So you know what? Hey, since Swiper has a lot going on in this head,
series, that was the NBA. It's perfectly valid.
Since Swiper has so much going on in his head, Chill. I'm gonna let you kick us off. Just actually. No. You've been low managed yesterday. You got to work your way back into the swing of things.
Management shit.
Chill, are you finally back at home?
No, Chill. You weren't here yesterday. Marz had the hot hand yesterday, so I have to feed the hot hand. Yeah. Marz went like 12 for 13 yesterday.
He did.
15 for 15 from the free throw line.
Well, hold on.
Hey, one of them Marz games. It was one of them. KD had a quiet 40. It was one of those.
The fact that you didn't bring up Ox. He was the one that actually had the MVP performance yesterday, telling stories. Penn tried to sidetrack Ox by hating on Ox's own perspective about what he experienced as a human being on the court with James Harden. So Ox had the MVP performance yesterday, and I want to also listen to this. Chill, you were gone for a month.
That's correct, sir. You
just in Europe for a month.
So
didn't invite nobody Did you ask her if we could join with you on the trip? Any one of us could join with you on the trip?
No, I didn't, because that wasn't necessary to ask her. And
Well,
you
you should have been able to ask her and say, can Swipa or Rawn or Ox one of them come?
This was not an inclusive trip.
She didn't want me to ruin his vacation.
That's exactly what it was, Ron. I didn't want you involved in any of this, because you would have wrecked it. You would have completely screwed this up. Yes, you would have. And you, Swipa, you stay the hell away from me. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, if I'm not mistaken, I was still working. And number 4, which is the most.
Were you? A lot of days off on that trip, Chill.
Actually, no.
A lot of days off on that trip.
No, it wasn't. That's just not true. That's not true at all. And number 4, which is the most important part, load managing. It's the off season. Like I gotta come to voluntary workouts.
We don't have an off season.
I gotta come to voluntary workouts too. Is that what I gotta do? I just want to make sure. It's like so OTAs, Ox. I'm sorry, Swipa. I gotta come to OTAs too.
Yes.
Holy shit! I ain't know I had to come to OTAs. I did not know that.
Damn, Charlie, I know you was big time at OTAs. You of everybody.
I'm not big time in OTAs. I just didn't know that I had to come to them. That's all. I ain't saying that I wouldn't come.
I expect that from others.
I just didn't know that I had to come to OTAs. That's all.
Others, not you. This is who I expect that from.
Marz said one day he couldn't make it because his internet was whatever, but we all know what Marz was doing. Okay, this is after the Spider-Man movie. He had a little bit chocolate milk to drink the night before. It was a little chocolate wasted, as they would say.
Marz, did you have too much? Is that what happened, Marz? You kind of overdid it?
Oh, yeah.
Did you overdo it, Marz?
Whatever Swipa says is true, man.
All right, let's get into it. Marz, I need you to kick it off. You get a time machine and you get to go to any playoff series. Where do you want to go?
The 1950 NBA Finals. It's the first ever NBA Finals.
Who was playing in those NBA Finals?
Yeah.
The Minneapolis Lakers and
Who did
the
they have on the
Syracuse
crew?
Nationals.
Outside of
George Mikan.
Who else?
Yeah.
George Mikan. Who else?
Vern Mickelson.
What do you know about Vern?
Slater Martin.
Where did he go to school, Marz? Where did Vern go to school?
Man, I barely know where people today went to school. I don't know. Vern Mickelson. Slater Martin.
Slater.
And then the Syracuse Nationals had Dolph Shays. And they had Wilt's soon-to-be coach, Alex Hannon. Yeah. Me being able to name 4 people is good enough. Don't ask me for no more.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's enough. What do you want me to do?
That's
enough people to name. Yeah, that's enough people.
What kind of offense
name.
were they running back then, Marz? Like why
Give the ball to George Mikan.
Is that it? That's why this offense is so intriguing?
Hell yeah.
Mike and Drill. That was the offense.
I want to see the first ever NBA Finals. I ain't never seen a full George Mikan game. Why not? Maybe I might put him in my top 10. Who knows?
I'm really not mad. I don't know if Marz is trolling or not, but I'm really not mad at that though. Just to go to the first NBA Finals ever, bring it back to 2026 and be like, oh man, y'all had never guessed what I seen. That'd be.
I think it's good to know where things started from, man.
What kind of offense are they running in 1950? Like, what kind of action do we have? Do we have any split action? Are we how are we operating off George Mikan?
Two-handed dribble handoff.
Am I dumping the ball into George Mikan? Am I diving to the rim asking for the ball? Or am I just dumping the ball into him, getting out the way and just letting him work? And how are we on top
They're running
of that,
the Harlem Globetrotters offense. I'm watching the New York Knickerbockers versus the Fort Wayne Pistons on January 7th right now. Okay, they're running the actual Globetrotters offense show. They just ran an inbounds play, so a baseline out of bounds play, so blob, okay, for new modern terms on a terrible pass. He inbounds the ball from right in front of the top of the circle. They run a pin down for him. Non-movement pin down, by the way. This is a standing pin down.
How do you run a non-movement?
He didn't get because there's no movement. They just stood in front of the dude, and the dude just didn't think to close out. So he's just watching him shoot.
What is happening?
He shoots a two-handed jumper, and he makes the shot. And then they go down on the other end. I see the worst pump fake I've ever seen in my life into a gather step baseline, pull up, one-handed push shot from 20 feet away.
Did it go in?
Net.
Cash.
That's real hoops right there. That's real hoops.
Right.
All right. All right. Oh, and by the way, I failed to mention first two things.
Yep.
First off, boy, pick your head up. You better come in here with some energy. Come in here looking all lethargic. Go get you some coffee or something.
Come in
Go do
here
some
looking like Moesha after she got broken up with. Huh. Get him, Ron. Get him.
I'm just upset. My Wi-Fi is cooked. It took me 10 minutes to get in here.
Speaking of cook,
Been there.
Ox, shout out to
Been
snitches,
there.
Ox. I just want to put that out there. Shout out to snitches. That's all I'm gonna say to you, Ox.
You
Shout
know
out
what?
to
I
snitches.
forgot about that. You know what? I'm tired of his ass. Man. He don't got nothing better to do. Get a life.
Who y'all talking about?
Wait. I do got a question though. Like, cause I just.
Wait, hold on, right quick before you. Who are you talking about? Who are you tired of?
We
Ox
talking
know who
about,
we talking about.
talking
Oh
about
my gosh.
Pablo.
Here we go.
But no, I just my thing is this though, for real. Like, I didn't really don't really know too much about this part of it. I'm curious to know why would it be a problem if he had a
Endorsement,
if he had whatever with
sponsorship.
Daktronics. Yeah, sponsorship with the Daktronics. Well, I'm just curious to know why would that be an issue.
We gonna get to it, Ox. We gonna talk about.
Yeah, let's
it.
stay on topic, Ox.
I just
Coming
wanted
here
to
dictating terms.
I just wanted to say.
I'm
I just
not
wanted to say,
dictating
Ox.
nothing.
Ox, I just wanted to say shout out to snitches. That's all. Because I know how you.
You know what though?
I know how you
You
feel
know what,
about
Chill? I got something else to say though, because this is about the third time I've had an issue with this particular global giant. I'm tired of ESPN. I'm getting sick and tired of ESPN. They you know what they did with the top 100 athletes thing. They always doing some type of just weird stuff. I'm telling you what. Last night I'm seeing ESPN Sports Center is on. They do the top 10 list, and can you believe what Chelsea Gray did last night was number 7?
It should have been number 17.
And a minor league dude who fell in the stands was number 1. Yeah, that's
Did he catch? Did he catch the ball?
He caught it.
Yeah, he caught it. She hit.
That was
she
more
hit the
impressive.
She hit the 3 to go to overtime, and then hit the game winner in overtime, and it's number 7.
It was wide. It was wide open. That wasn't
I'm getting
that.
tired of ESPN.
Hey, she made 2 free throws.
You know who missed 2 free throws?
Yeah, I promise you, we're not doing this today. Take your ass back to sleep. Go fix your Wi-Fi. All
That was
right.
one of the worst passes I have seen in the game, though, Ron. To be fair,
Both of y'all, go do something together. We're going to the NBA Finals because I failed to mention we're all going together. So we're taking this trip with Marz to 1950. Does anybody have any comments on this before we move to the next series? By way of chill,
I'm not going to that.
we're all in the time machine together. Like,
Why not? Why
unless
aren't
you
you
just
going,
gonna stay
Ox?
in the time machine and sleep in there. Like you could do that.
yeah. What would they do if they found a 6'9" giant of Ox's complexion inside of a time machine in 1950? Sleeping.
in Rochester, in
I
Syracuse.
have no interest. I have no interest in going back to 1950. So I'm cool.
I'm thinking about.
And they
that.
didn't do tattoos like that. Chill. He would have had all the markings all over his arm and his head. They would think Ox is an alien.
Hey,
I'm
Ox,
more- Area 51 the next day.
I'm more of a 70s type cat. I'm cool with the 50s. But
hey, Ox, you remember Life?
Yep.
You remember Buddy that was good at baseball? I know what I'm on. But anyways, Chill, talk to us. Chill, talk to us. Where
is
are
real
you
talk
taking
when
us?
you need it,
Hey, so we are fresh off the 50s, 1950s NBA Finals, first NBA Finals ever. Chill, where are you taking us?
I'm
And why?
a little bit more modern. I definitely want to get all 5 of us some first class tickets to the Bay Area to watch the Cavs and the Warriors go at it in 2016. But I'm going to rewind the clock and I'm just going to jump us into the time machine and we're going to go back to 1992 and we're going to go watch Drex and Jordan get it over. That's what we're going to do. Because what we're going to do is we're going to get to the bottom. I've always been a fan of getting to the bottom of what something is. And all year long, we heard this conversation between Jordan and Drexler. Who's the better player? Who's the better player between these two guys? And we finally get to see these guys meet up in the NBA championship. And we finally get to the bottom of what this is between these two guys, whether it's in Portland and we get to go to all 7 games. Drex finished second in the league that year in MVP votes. Jordan ended up winning the league MVP. So with that being said, I mean, I think it is one of the best finals matchups. I mean, Horace Grant and Buck Williams. I mean, them two dirty work guys going at it. I thought that was great. And you mean you gotta match wits with Coach Phil Jackson and Rick Adelman, who I know how much Ox loves Rick Adelman, and in terms of his coaching style, yes, I would love to go back to 1992. Let's get on the plane and let's go to Chicago and let's go watch that.
Man.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to figure out how what I'm trying to figure out, Ron, is I'm trying to figure out in 1950, like what kind of budget do we have, Marz, and how are we getting around? Like how we getting
about $50, we're gonna be the richest in the world.
And how we getting to Minneapolis from Syracuse?
Busing.
How long is it gonna take?
If I gotta go, I'm taking the train.
Okay, so we taking the train, and where are we sitting? Because again, we can't sit in first class.
Who can't sit in first class?
I don't sit in first class now.
Yeah.
You know how the trains are so comfortable. I can sit anywhere. The trains are
a lot of leg room. Yes,
lot of leg room.
Yeah,
games were like $1. Yep, they were cheap. We got to. Ron could have all the peanuts that he wants. You know what I mean? He would have been enjoying it because they used to sell like bags full of peanuts during games, and they would spit them on the ground and all that kind of stuff. Ron, you can have a cigarette too.
Light it up, Ron.
Peanuts.
Light it up.
Take your hat off.
You be great.
We want to see. We want to see a peanut. Take your hat off.
Here we go.
You see a peanut every day. So
yo, cheese. I'm broke because I don't sit in first class. All I need is an exit row. Cheese, I'm good.
Well, I mean, cheese ain't really lying. But chill. Anything else that we need to know about 1992? And does anybody have any comments on that? Because I'm actually ecstatic to go watch that.
Of course.
It's really, I mean, like the NBA was the NBA was on fire. Like we had the Olympics that summer. I mean, that was a prelude of it. That was a prelude to what was going on in the NBA. And it was the first time since Bird and Magic that we had 2 of the best players in the league in the NBA championship. Like Magic and Jordan the year before, but like we had Worthy end up getting hurt, we had Byron Scott end up getting hurt. No. But with that being said, like in 1992, it was a little bit it was just a little bit different. It seemed like we were going in a different place. The Bulls was trying to win the NBA championship for the second time, right? In back-to-back seasons, and they were trying to keep that trend going. Because just so you know, Ron, from 1986-87 to 1997-98. We had a back-to-back champion every year for 11 straight years. That's never happened in the NBA. We had that during that time. We had a back-to-back champ. So the Bulls was trying to repeat since the Pistons had done it and since the Lakers had done it. So it was a great time to be an NBA fan. Great time.
1992, Jay, it don't get too much better than that.
Mm-hmm.
You sprinkle in Pip, you sprinkle in Drex. Like, hey. I'm happy with that.
1950 George Michael and Dolph Shays, but I mean, sure, I guess.
I think wasn't Dolph Shays a rookie in 1950, something like that, Marz?
Probably, yeah, probably.
That was his rookie season. So a rookie Dolph Shays and George Mikan. No, well, that was his second year actually. It was in the NBA championship. Yep, that was his second year, and Mikan. And George Mikan,
he's the best player in the world. That's what he was. Yeah,
and that was George Mikan's second year too. So we got 2 second-year guys.
I mean, everyone in the league was in that 4th year. The league had only existed for 3 years.
George Mikan was 25 years old in year 2, by the way.
And how'd he look?
Yeah, he was 25 years old in year 2.
Amazing at Boston. Well, we're gonna find out anyway. But yeah, real hoops.
He only played 7. George Mikan only played 7 years in the league. That was it.
I mean, yeah, when you win 200 championships in a row, what more I gotta do?
I'm just
shout out Mikey.
Do we get some and since we're going back to 1950, Marz, do we get some memorabilia? Like, do we get a jersey or something like that? Like, do we get some?
You got out alive. That's be great.
Oh, that's enough. But the fact that we was just there, that's it.
That's the success.
I anticipate that is enough. Like,
Yeah, hell yeah, that's enough.
I know one thing. I ain't touching no memorabilia.
Oh, just so.
Hey,
so we just,
ain't finna hit me up.
That was it. We good. Like we was there.
We'll
We
be
did
all
it.
right, y'all.
We already got to watch the series in black and white.
Ox, I don't know, man. I mean, in the Midwest, first of all, it's cold as hell up there, but it ain't cold because it's the NBA championship. But with that being said, I mean, in New York, upstate New York, I don't know, man.
Also, we go back to 1950. We watch George Mikan. We make an early donation and public investment into Dunkin' Donuts. They got founded in 1950. So that way, by the time we came back to now,
Look at him trying to make money.
we be gazillionaires. And then we could
loving
early
that.
invest
I
in
mean, you could.
H&R Block in 1955, Denny's, Ox, you love you some Denny's, and IHOP, 1953, 1958, and great, you love Little Caesars. That saved us a lot of money. 1959, we can invest in all of those companies, and by the time we came back, hundreds of millions of dollars in our pockets.
Damn, 100 shares. How much are 100 shares for Dunkin' Donuts go for in 1950? Right? I got
4 cents. Probably like 4
Yeah,
cents.
for 4 cents per share.
and that's it. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get some more of that. Hell yes. At that time, shh.
All right, Swiper. We went to 1950. We went to 1992. Where are you taking us next?
I personally, for the sake of basketball, for this time travel tour that we're doing, I would do the Western Conference Finals. And chill, let me see if you can guess which Western Conference Finals I'm thinking about. Post 1990, it was a flip in the score in a game
I
7
know which one you should go
that
to.
affected the legacy of every player involved that Ox cares about in particular very deeply.
There is only one possible answer.
Oh,
Damn.
nice.
Which answer is that?
You could save the world from the evil empire.
Well, I think this might even be even 3 years before that one though, Ox. Because this is the real one that started the legacy.
Okay, well, you could do that in Portland, but I think you do the one that really.
No, we're doing.
You talk about Portland versus Lakers.
LA.
Portland
You
was
talk
up
about
16
Hey,
16 points.
Shaq pointing after catching the oop.
Yep, 16 points. There were 16 points in the fourth quarter and should have closed out the series.
With 7 minutes. On
Swipe it. This is a great choice. This actually was on my list too. Like this is one of them ones.
Rasheed, Scottie Pippen. Yeah, that'd have been an insane series to watch. Just think about the moment that was that series too. Like what happened historically because of that.
what happened historically because of that swipe?
Well, one, the Portland Trailblazers, number one, if they actually won that series, I think they win the title that year. That's the first thing.
You think they beat Indiana?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, of course they beat Indiana. Yeah, shout out to the Pacers though. But yeah, Rasheed Wallace. Sabonis was still a really good player. He was like a defensive anchor at that point, but he was still good, still a very valuable player. Gave Shaq a lot of issues in that series. You know, Damon Stoudemire had a terrible game that game. Damon, one of my favorite players in the league. I think he would have been really good. Steve Smith had a good game. He had 18 points in that game. The Carmelos, George Karl comp, Detlef Shrimp, also played in that game as well. Now, he only had 6 points off the bench. Bonzi Wells, shout out to Bonzi Wells. That whole Portland crew was like one of my favorite teams that ever existed, but they just faltered down the stretch. And
Scotty gets all the blame for that game, but
they all do. Rasheed missed in the fourth quarter. Rasheed did have 30 points though and 4 rebounds in that game. Like he was cooking. Kobe in that game had 25 points and 9-19, and Shaquille O'Neal, like I said, the way that he was scoring in that series, if you just watch it, he had 18 points, but he had 8 of 12 from the free throw line and 5 of 9 in a game 7. I know somebody else that was 5 of 9 from game 7. Everybody complains about it, or took 9 shots rather in a game 7. Some of this is like they were a good matchup, Ron. The Blazers should have beat that team.
Yeah, the Blazers team wasn't nothing to play around with.
That Lakers team really should have only had 1 ring for. It's crazy.
Who's
So Ox, not Ox, I'm sorry. Swipe
I
and
know
since you on
there's
the
one
subject of
shit in there.
on the
You
subject
talking about the 76ers ring?
because I think about
Yeah.
because I think about stuff like that too, Swiper. So when the Red Sox, because Ox is a Yankee fan, when the Red Sox came back and beat the Yankees in 2004 when they were down 3-0, and they came back and beat them. Just so we clear, Swipa, the Yankees did not win, not the World Series, not the ALCS. They didn't win a playoff series for 5 years after that.
Mm-hmm.
That threw a monkey wrench in everything that they was doing.
Yep.
Well, rewind the clock back to 2000.
It's the real definition of monkey wrench.
Jailblazers, by the way, Chill, the Jailblazers.
Rewind the clock back to when the Lakers end up losing. I'm sorry, when the Lakers end up beating the Trailblazers. Ox can attest to this because he's in the Pacific Northwest. So you guys know the Trailblazers didn't win a playoff series until Dame hit that shot on Houston. That was 14 years later.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the Lakers go on to win the NBA championship 5 times in 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they in the NBA championship. So it's amazing how history could have changed in that one game.
Also revoked Scottie Pippen's career for what it would have been post-Jordan. Also for Rasheed Wallace. He may never end up in Detroit after that point as well. Like, there's multiple players. Bonte Wells kind of flamed out after that as well. Like, the whole of Portland would have been established if they beat the Lakers in the Western Conference and then they go and play Indiana in that finals, and they would have won. So.
Scottie Pippen, well, not just Scottie, but that whole Blazers team stunk in that fourth quarter. They're up 15 with 7 minutes on the clock. I was not at that game. I couldn't go to that game.
See how Chill was was getting ready to blame Scottie for it all. Like, everybody always blames Scottie.
No, it wasn't just Scottie. They all stunk in that fourth quarter. I mean, we went 50. We went. If I'm not mistaken, Ox, and you can fact check this for me. I think they went 8 straight minutes without a bucket. 8 straight.
Remember, we watched that game.
Shots.
We watched that game on. We watched that game on playback. Remember?
Oh, you did?
That was more than half the quarter where they went without a bucket. The Lakers went on a 16-0 run or 17-0 run at that point.
Here, I got it right now. So in that fourth quarter, Rasheed Wallace played 10 minutes and 28 seconds. He was 3 of 9. He was the only player on the team to make more than 1 basket in the fourth quarter. He had 7 points. Steve Smith had 2 points. Damas Stoudemire had 2 points. Scottie Pippen, 0 of 3. Steve Smith went 1 of 5. Arvydas Sabonis, 0-0. Like I said, he was a defensive player. Bonzi Well off the bench, 0 of 3. Brian Grant went 0 of 2. On the other end, Kobe Bryant went 3 of 7 and had 9 points. Shaquille O'Neal, 3 of 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line as well, had 9 points. And then off the bench, though, was the big difference. Robert Horry had 6 points. Brian Shaw had 6 points off the bench, and both of them combined, they went 3 of 4 from the field, but then 3 of 6 from the free throw line as well. Like,
that was huge.
The momentum swinging. Like, Robert Horry,
they choked.
Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal all were a plus 18 in the fourth quarter.
Is that a choke job?
Absolutely, that's a choke job. Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, 16 points. Yeah, for sure.
Y'all have no idea how bad we needed that ring. When I say me, I'm talking about me and Scotty. We needed that ring so bad. Oh my God. Do you know how different my Scotty prop would be right now? Oh,
is Scotty a top 10 player all time?
He already is.
What?
I'm talking about if they beat the Lakers and they're going to beat Indiana.
Wait, I'm curious to know.
He wins without Jordan.
I'm not going to say
7
top
rings.
10 for y'all, but I got a question for y'all. Where would y'all have Scotty if they win that ring? Marz, don't do that. Don't do that gimmick like
Robert
doesn't matter.
Robert Horry got 7 here in my top 10.
Yeah.
See, Marz, don't do that gimmick. Don't do that gimmick. Honestly, where would y'all have?
Well, I don't care about rings. Actually, it doesn't change.
Because
you get one.
I don't want either one of those gimmicks. I want you to tell the truth. Where would Scotty be right now if they beat the Lakers and then go on to beat the Pacers? And Scotty plays well. And Scotty plays well in those finals.
He's still like number 6 for small forwards. Something like that.
That's insanity.
Oh no!
Chill.
What do you want me to do? There's a lot of small forwards.
There are. I think small forwards is actually one of the better positions.
Tough one.
So chill. Where would you have Scotty if they won that ring? And he closes that game out decently. Like, he makes those shots. He doesn't. I'm not talking about just complete takeover, but he plays well in that game 7, and then plays very well against the Pacers. Locks up Reggie Miller, and they win that one.
The fact that he ended up winning it without Jordan, like, we have to stop the not propaganda, but the conversation about him needing Jordan to win. That's dead now. I can lead a team to an NBA championship. I can
Lead?
I can absolutely lead a team to an NBA
Was he
championship.
leading?
No.
Was he leading
Well,
that team?
he was their leader. He
was
might
their
not have
leader.
been their best
Okay,
player, but he
okay,
was
all
their
right,
leader.
all right.
Best player, but I could lead it.
I just want to
could-
get that straight.
I could lead a team to the NBA championship, and I could win without Jordan, and I could be the catalyst too. Like I'm not like let's be clear about something, Swiper. He wasn't just a guy on the crew.
No, he
Scotty-
wasn't. But Chill, I'm looking at this game, like, and I know this is
It's
part,
just
part of
that
the
game.
conversation.
Scotty still had a good season.
He was
No, he
better.
was.
Scotty
He was
was
a
older
really
than he
good
was
player.
in
He
Bryant.
was. He 100%
Not discounting. He was a good player. He
What
was a good
exactly
player.
does this mean for me?
He was
Yeah, he was-
34.
he
He was
was
34 at
older.
the
I'm not
time.
arguing that.
He was
I'm gonna view him better
but
because he's
in
worse than he was
1999,
in
2000, 34 is 42. Like, respectfully,
Yeah.
like they're smoking cigarettes.
His
still.
back, his
I think it
back.
changes
He
it
was
from
having back
winning.
issues.
Yeah.
The fact that he's able to win without Jordan, I think it changes the narrative on Scottie Pippen. And I already got him as I already
There
got
was
him.
a narrative against Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, the narrative was that he was a second fiddle to Jordan, which he was, and that the only reason why.
No, narrative. That's reality.
No.
Him winning in Portland doesn't change that he was second to MJ.
But see, that's the point, though, Marz. The fact that he was able to move away, the fact that he was able to move away from Jordan and actually win, as on
that would have
Second
indicated
fiddle to someone
Scotty.
else. Like, what's that mean for you?
see, that's the thing.
No, but that would have indicated Scotty though. Scotty in his
like being
mind.
so who is he second fiddle to? Is he
Not
second
just in
fiddle to
his
Rasheed
mind,
Wallace?
Swiper.
Like
No,
that
no.
wouldn't have been the logic back then.
Whoever the best
Rasheed
player on
was the
that
best
team-
player.
Yeah.
Rasheed
No,
was
but
the
I
best
think
player on the
Scotty felt a way about Jordan. So like I'm saying that is an actual thing based on what he has.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
We
Scottie
know.
Pippen could feel that way, sure.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying.
reality is,
Scotty's got
second,
some wild.
you go
I
from
think that would
second
have
fiddle to
vindicated him
MJ
at,
to now
like,
you're
I don't
second
need
fiddle to
Mike to do
Rasheed. I
mine.
mean, what does
Yeah.
that doesn't do much for you. Now
It does.
MJ might get taxed a little bit more, but it doesn't do anything for Scottie
No
Pippen.
way.
How does it not wait? How does it not do anything for him when I end up leaving?
You don't dispel a narrative of being second fiddle to MJ by going and
It's
being
not
second
just
fiddle to
about being
Rasheed
a-
Wallace. That
okay,
doesn't do anything.
Well, no,
You'll never,
the
you
best
can
player
never
in the
dispel
team.
that narrative. Like that narrative is that narrative is undisparable. Like that's it. He was second fiddle to Michael
He
Jordan.
was
for
second
sure.
fiddle to Michael Jordan.
I'm
yes.
I'm talking about for himself and his legacy. Forget about Mike. I'm saying how does that ring? Beating that Lakers team and then beating that Indiana Pacers team, like what does that do for Scottie Pippen alone? Like this has nothing to do with Michael Jordan.
I think it has to bolster him in the logic that maybe he was better when he was playing with Jordan than we gave him credit for. Because he could at this
that's
advanced
a fact.
age,
He only had like half a year where he was the man, though. Like he never had like a full year where he was the man on the team.
what do you mean?
He had a year and a
half.
Not-
Yeah,
not-
yeah,
I
yeah.
get. Well, sorry. He had
Yeah,
the 1
yeah.
year where he was the man.
He was the man in '95 too.
But my
before
thing is,
Jordan
like-
came back. He was the man on that group.
Yeah, he was in for a year and a half.
Mhm.
Yeah, like a year and a half. But what I'm saying is,
That would have done
crazy
more
He
for
would
him
have to
than
be
this
the man.
fucking Portland rule.
if he went to the Portland, he was the best player on the team and led them to that point, I'd give him more credit. But at this point, he's like 34. His knees aren't working. He's not the best player on the team. Like I can't give him that much credit.
But he would have got credit for leading to Ox's point though, and I want to make sure that I say that because he
still
was
an
the
all-league
veteran.
defender,
He
which
was
is-
the veteran leader for this team. He was still a good defender, but he was
Yes.
also very clearly, even in that series, Chill, their third best defender. I would argue, if that, because Rasheed was obviously better. Sabonis was way more important than him because he had to deal with Shaq on almost every possession. But he was also really good. But I also want to give credit to Ox's dude, Rasheed, because Rasheed was the best player in this game and in that second half. Rasheed Wallace in the second half had 17
He was
points.
the best player on their team, no doubt.
But no, he was best player on the floor, period, in this game. He had 17 points in the second half and just didn't have anybody else that came to the party to help him. And on the other side, Kobe had 13, Shaq had 9, Glenn Rice had 5, Ron Harper had 5, Robert Horry had 8, Ryan Shaw had 9. Like, it was just a collective effort by the entire Lakers team to get them over the top. So that's my series. If I'm going back in time to revisit, I also know somebody else, Marz, that had 21 points in the second half and 15 in the fourth that doesn't get credit for that because, you know, narratives. But, like, somebody else got to show it to the party. Rasheed Wallace did his job. Nobody else showed it to the party to come and help him.
I think it dispels not the narrative. I just think that he is now viewed better than what he was when he was playing with Jordan than we gave him credit for. That would have to be the case. Even during that time, because hindsight is 2020. We could sit up here now and say that Rasheed Wallace was the best player on that team, even though he was. But during that time, the reason why they were going deep into the playoffs. The logic was because they had that championship experience from Scottie Pippen. And if Scottie Pippen and they end up winning the NBA championship, Scottie Pippen's legacy as a champion is now going to be bolstered. There's going to be a bunch of different people going,
Agree.
well, maybe this dude is better than what we gave him credit for when he was playing with Jordan. Maybe he was better than that.
He is. So I guess they do.
All they
right.
had to do was watch the games, and you would see.
Yeah, I mean, if it takes
That's
him
what I'm
winning
saying.
another role player ring for them to realize what was true the whole time, I guess. Congratulations.
But
that's-
to be
that's what
fair,
it is in
Portland
the
also
States.
hasn't won since 1970. So like, for them to win,
77.
well, I mean,
So it would have been more 23
Oh,
years.
okay.
Sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
it would
So
have
I
been
think,
23 years.
yeah, had them been in that situation, though, it's like, and obviously you're from that area, Ron is too. That ring would have been. I mean, I know not from, but the West Coast,
Oh,
West.
gotcha,
You know what I mean?
gotcha.
That would have been a
Oh, yeah.
huge thing for Portland. And I don't know if the current owner would be able to treat Portland the way he is right now if they won a championship in 2000.
I don't think that would change anything. That was 26 years ago. But I think for that time, I think Portland did go through a lot losing that. I think that hurt them just not as bad as it hurt us because they just choked and we got cheated. Like they choked and we got strangled. You know what I'm saying?
But I
It's two
think,
different
but
things.
you say it and it sounds like a joke, but I do think if you go back and watch that series, like there are multiple people outside of Sacramento that feel exactly the way Ox does, that LA 100% got a
shouldn't have been a game
commissioner's check.
I'm not
Commissioner's check.
I'm not saying that jokingly at all, Swiper. This is proven facts. There's FBI documents about this. I'm just saying what happened. Like the Portland lost. We got cheated. So it's a completely different thing. But still, like Portland, there's a lot of Portland people that just, they never recovered from that.
Ron,
You know
what
I mean? Like,
happens?
losing that?
Ron, what happens to that Blazer team? So to Swiper's point, we go back to the 2000 Western Conference Finals. I was at Game 3, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I was at Game 3. Game 3 and Game 4. Shaq hit 12 free throws. By the way, that was nuts.
Game 3 that was in LA.
No, it was in Portland.
That was in Portland. Okay.
Yeah, it was in Portland. Shaq hit 12. I think Shaq went 12 for 12 from the stripe that day. It's nuts, Marz.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta check this.
Yes, I think he went like 12.
Even if he went 12 for 20, I'm gonna be impressed.
It's nuts, Marz. He went like 12. He went like 12 for 12 or like 12 for 13 from the stripe that day. He didn't miss. It was a Saturday afternoon. Saturday or Sunday afternoon.
I don't
that
blame
game
you
was.
for remembering the date. Go
Yes,
ahead.
I remember it. I remember it vividly. I was at Game 3 and I was at Game 4. With that being said,
9 for 9. A little bit of embellishment, but
okay, so
9 for 9.
That's still
I
impressive.
apologize. I thought it was
still
12.
definitely
I
impressive.
Hey, same shit.
Yeah,
So
9 for 9.
Shaq went 9. So Shaq went 9 for 9. They went up 3-1 at that point in the series. With that being said, what happens to this Blazer team? To your point, Swiper. So this Blazer team
They stay together.
Do they stay together?
Chill. I'm gonna take a page out of your book.
Yes, sir.
Not only do they win the championship that year,
You think they win it again?
they come back next year and win it again. And the reason why I'm
That's
saying
not
that,
crazy.
the
That's-
reason why I'm
that's
saying
not
that, the
crazy to say
Lakers were the
only
best
way
team
that
in the league
happens is
anyway.
The Lakers trade Kobe. That's the only way that happens.
The reason
They
why I
beat
said they
Philly?
do it again,
If Philly ends up in the championship, you think they beat Philly?
chill. What?
Philly wasn't.
They were too strong for
wasn't a good
Philly.
basketball team.
Yes.
That wasn't a good
Yeah,
basketball team.
respectfully.
They beat him in 5, maybe 6, worst. But the thing about it is, chill. I think that because that team was still kind of young. Damon
Yeah,
Stoudemire takes a
J.O.
step
was
forward.
a baby.
Who? Oh,
same
yeah.
age coach. Yeah.
Jermaine O'Neal
Jermaine
takes a
was
step
a
forward.
baby.
Rashid takes a step forward. They don't break the team up. Yeah, they come back. They're better. They're more cohesive. They got the heart of a champion, winner's mentality.
Yeah.
I think they come back and they do the same thing again.
And it kind of broke the players too, because there's a documentary you can watch on Netflix called The Jailbladers, where
Sure.
Rashid and them talked about this. Like, it broke them because they felt like they let that season slip. They believed they were the best team. They believed they were better than Lakers, and they were. They started bricking, and everybody started bricking. And respectfully, nobody outside of Sheed showed up in the second half of that game.
Yep.
And after that, they all started having. They already had legal issues, chill.
Yeah.
But if you know, they had a lot more legal issues over the next few years because they were just, young.
You're
And
saying them choking
So you said-
led them for lack of
it
pride.
led to a few things. I think I think emotionally, yeah.
Is that ridiculous to think,
Oh,
Mars? The
God.
fact
No, it's
that-
not.
Yes,
That
that's
happens all the time.
that's
Is that
ridiculous.
ridiculous?
Chill. Them dudes was delinquents. Them dudes was delinquents before, during, and
were.
after that
Adam
game.
smoking.
But
wait a
I'm
minute,
saying,
Ox.
you don't think, but
wait a
emotional
minute, wait a minute.
turmoil does affect your mental health.
Yeah,
That's my point right
before,
there,
during,
Swipa.
and after that game,
might
they
be a-
were
I
delinquents.
might be a nut. I might not be. I should
Damon
not
was
be
showing
in the
up
street.
high to games and whatnot. I mean, I
Maybe
know.
maybe it just
That's
heightened
sure.
the delinquency.
That's why they choked. Them dudes was high.
Nah.
So
That
what
was good.
What about the other side of this? What about the other side of this coin, though, Ron? So to your point, Swiper. So the Blazers end up winning it, and Ron thinks they can win it again. What happens to the Lakers? Do Shaq and Kobe stay together?
Well, there was already talk if they didn't win in 2000 that Kobe was going to get traded for someone, whether
That's
it be
going
J
on,
Kidd or whoever the case may be.
was
So
going
if
on.
they lose in 2000, Kobe's probably not on the team anymore.
So he's probably gone.
And turn this off for me because people are going to hear this from me and say like you're just being whatever anti-Kobe. I'm not. Marz is so correct. Chill. Marz is so correct. Shaq was the very known MVP in 2000, 2001, 2002. Everybody knew this is Shaq. He is the center of the team. Kobe had that early start, as Ox knows, where he was not good, some really bad performances, but also Kobe was a very inconsistent playoff player. Had a lot of bad shots over this run, had a lot of bad second halves, was a brick thrower. There were things already happening between him and Shaq as well. So if this whole thing would
laying it on
have
kind of
fallen
heavy.
apart, no, I'm not. I'm not at all. This is fair.
You laying it on kind of because
No, not at
okay.
all.
All right, but what I'm saying is
No, he
what
wasn't.
I'm saying
No,
is-
he had multiple moments in the playoffs early on where he was bricking a lot
Swiper,
and taking
what
a
I'm-
lot of shots.
What I'm saying is yes, you're telling the truth, but also you
This
have
has
to.
nothing to do with what I said, by the way.
on
I
the
was
flip-
going to
no,
what
on the
he
flip
was
side
saying.
though.
Yeah,
No, for sure. But on the flip side though, for every bad moment you got from Kobe, you got two
but
great
that's
moments.
not the
Yeah,
point.
fact.
We do
No,
we
no,
do
I
we do
think-
got to let Swiper land the plane.
Yeah,
though.
that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
he
Y'all
was getting
just
somewhere.
and so you're supposed to be the host, letting takes get off, and you interrupting the whole point.
I don't
And
like
now
that
it
he's
sounds
calling
like I'm
Brick.
trying to end it, and he was
Deal?
like just
Yeah,
laying
Duke,
bricks
I
all
didn't
day.
like that
Thrower
part
is
either.
crazy,
Duke. I
though.
don't
Brick
like
thrower
that.
is
That's
crazy,
great, but he
though.
was. That's what was happening.
Kobe's
That's
never
literally
been a
what was
brick
happening.
thrower.
It's not a. It's that's what was happening, and there was a narrative that exists at the time that it was Shaq's team, and Kobe needed to get in line.
That wasn't a nick. Oh well,
And
yeah,
what
okay. That
happened?
Kobe
No,
needed
that's
to
what
get
I'm
right.
telling you.
What
You were
ended
gonna
up
sit here and
happening?
tell me that's not what was
What
happening.
ended up happening? Whose
So
team
like,
was
what are
it?
you talking about? And then
Well, Duke, it was Shaq's team until he
It was
until
Shaq's
he
team.
got until he left until he got
Exactly.
sent away.
That's
it
all I was
his
saying.
team.
That's literally all I was saying. He has been a brick thrower. Y'all, he started off bricking. Like that was a part of the narrative of Kobe of overcoming and the resilience of Kobe Bryant was that he didn't let that define him.
So against Phoenix in Game 5, 6 for 16, they end the series. Series is over. Game 1 against Portland, 4 for 9. Game 2, 2 for 9.
Go to the King series that
Game
Ox is
3.
talking about.
Game 3, 11 for 18, got busy. Game 4, 5 for 15, garbage. Game 4, 4 for 13, not bad, not good at all. Game 6 in Portland, 12 for 24, got busy. Game 7, 9 for 19, not bad at all.
Now, chill. I understand. I understand
Hey,
what you're. I understand
not a
you're
brick
going
thrower.
over these because of the brick thrower comment.
Sure.
But as you know, and we all know, there's much more about the basketball game than field goal percentage.
Absolutely.
Like yeah,
course.
Kobe did a little bit of chucking from time to time, but he was much better, and sometimes even much worse than what his field goal percentage says, and that's true for
Sure,
every basketball
absolutely,
player
100%.
ever.
Also, this is the 2000s as well. So
But that still was the narrative though about Kobe though. Like it doesn't change anything. They said it about Allen Iverson, but then people were more
Well,
graceful.
and that was
toward
true about Allen Iverson.
No, but people
He
were
was a
more
chucker.
graceful. He was, but people were more graceful with AI because he didn't play with anybody like Shaq or any of these other players. It was still bad.
And he was
shot
small, too,
He
so
and he
that
shot
helped.
32 times a game.
Yeah, that helped.
Like it
too.
wasn't like he was shooting the ball
small.
30 times a game. So it was just what it was. Like, people just understood what it is. This is not even trying to knock. Kobe became a top 10 all-time player to most people. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. Except for Chill. And a few.
most people,
Yeah, Chill
yeah.
didn't think he's top. Not everybody up here thinks he's top 10.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm saying that like
He's top 3.
with that, sure.
Facts.
In Duke's up here.
Facts.
Welcome, Duke. Please replace Rawn. Matter of fact, Duke, you need to become the host. You can be the
I
new
ain't
host of PC. You can do it.
He don't want
Not
to
as
deal with
easy-
your
his job's
blabber
not
mouth.
as easy as it looks.
Yeah, he does not want to have to put a muzzle on
And
Chad
that's all
every
I'm
day.
saying. And
Call
this is what I'm
Chad.
saying.
Call Chad. Call Chad.
The chat.
Come here, big boy.
The chat.
Come here, Chad.
Hey, by the way, fun fact.
Come here.
Fun
He
fact.
doesn't
fun
want
fact.
to put a muzzle on you, Chad.
Fun fact. Ron.
Chill. It's 8:45 in the AM on this Friday morning. I'm talking
Yes,
about
sir.
that primer is getting pushed. Here we go. Here we go.
How is that? How am I doing it? I got interrupted. I was making a good point about this series.
You
Here go
are
that
worse
blabber
than
box.
Kobe.
Hush up. Go to the back. So what I was saying is, in this instance, is
Why did y'all ever let Swipa get the controls?
I've been
You
had the
more of a-
controls. I've been had them.
I know this, right? But I'm just saying you're more of a
Because this
dictator than
fool
Bron.
doesn't show up to work on time. Him. He doesn't show up to work on time, and he
What
leaves
does
early.
that have to do
and,
with
and he
you?
leaves early.
What does that have to do with you being a
one of
Suedo
us-
host?
If the show got to run, then the show got to run. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody got to do
Hey,
the
the
job.
show must go on. It's a show business, baby. Oh man, can I choose my series? Like, ooh.
I'm trying to get to it.
Yeah, damn.
I remember.
Motor
Marz.
mouth won't let us get anywhere.
I remember now, Marz. It was 9 for 9 in that game. I want to say game 4. The reason why I said 12 was because game 3, I think he had made something like 3 or 4 straight free throws, or 4 out of 5 free throws, and it led into the next game where he made the 9 straight.
he was on a streak.
Yeah, it was
He
something
had made
like
12
he had made
straight.
something like that. I mean, you guys can fact check me on that, but I
It's
think
gonna
it
be
was
a
something.
personal best.
Yeah, I
See
think
what
it
I'm
was
talking
something
about,
like
Chill?
that.
That's why we had to start the show off with Marz, because he went once again. He
Yeah.
went 12 for 12 yesterday. Not 9 for 9, 12 for 12.
Yeah.
So I knew he was gonna come back and knock his free throws down
It
today.
was something like
And
12 for
Did I
13.
make my shot today, Ron, with the 950 finals? I made my shot.
Yes.
That was an N1. One for one from the free throw line right now.
It's crazy.
Hey, 12 free throws in a row that's good shit.
That is
From
What was your
Shaq.
best? Like 2?
It ain't 12, Mars. I'm talking about.
You're really that bad. at free throws?
I've never made 12 straight free throws in a empty gym.
Hey, can we go to Ox? Are you going to choose your series? It's a 2002.
Mars, my 3-point percentage is better than my free throw percentage.
Why'd you never try shooting them?
He really not lying
And
either.
that's a genuine question. Why'd you never try shooting them underhand?
I don't know. I was
Embarrassment.
arrogant. I was like, I don't need these free throws, and we're good.
You know why, Marz? Because that was some
Rocky.
shit in the
I mean, like that.
1960s or the
Rocky.
1970s that they
Man,
did.
you shooting 28% from the free throw line. You
That's
better
why.
change them.
Go look at Rick Barry's percentages, man.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. Rick Barry out there shooting 90%. You better try what he did.
Ain't nobody shooting like that. That corny ass shit. That was the logic back then.
Yeah.
Even though it was
Not either.
cash, by the way.
Yeah.
It was cash, but
You
no,
can't-
ain't
you
nobody
can't
shooting
do
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Great, that was his was.
You can't do
I
that
seen
with
You
the
some-
ladies.
gotta
I
have
seen
courage
somebody
to shoot
shooting
like that now.
at that tournament round, the one we just played in it was either the regionals in March or the nationals in April. I seen somebody shooting them grannies. Like
Oh,
that.
really?
Was it cash?
Yeah, it was going
It
in.
better
Matter
have
of fact,
been
it had to be the nationals because it was at the Bellevue at the college. It was at Bellevue, so it was the
Oh, really?
nationals. He was knocking them joints down.
All I
too.
know,
That was
Ron,
crazy.
is the year that Chamberlain shot his highest free throw percentage, he shot underhand like Rick Barry.
Really? I didn't even know Chamberlain shot him underhand.
Yeah, he shot 62% from the free throw line that year. Something
Rumor
like
has it that's what he did in his 100-point game. We'll never know, but that's the rumor.
Mm-hmm.
The last NBA player I remember shooting underhand was he played for the Rockets. What was his name? Onuaku, I think his name was. He was like 2018 or something. He's the last one I remember shooting underhanded free throws. He didn't make it very long in the league, but I don't think he missed. So good on him.
There's something to it, yeah.
That's fire.
All right, Big Ox. What's up? What you got for us?
Oh,
We got a little bit of Kobe. We got a little bit of Jordan. We got George Mikan. Where we going to next? Duke is now in a time machine with us too.
Okay.
Well,
He gonna say
bring
his
Kobe.
opponent's games,
Keep Kobe ass. Bring Kobe ass right on
Only
back
one.
here, and so we can watch Paulie
Come on,
do
man.
what Paulie does. We're going back to 08.
That's a
08
good
was gonna
series,
be my
though.
next year. 08 was 08 year was gonna be my next one as well. Nice.
I didn't hear what you said. My Wi-Fi cut out.
We was in agreement.
Oh shit, that's good.
We can hear you, Ox.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
no,
hear
but
you.
we
now
can't.
he about to
You
be
hear me?
delayed by.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes, we
So-
yes, we can.
It looks
Which-
fun.
Okay.
You're doing the finals,
Yeah.
Ox?
So the finals. Yeah, the finals. 08 finals. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see that one. That was one of my favorite series. I mean, KG finally got a ring. That was beautiful.
It was a great series.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I thought Tatum said that.
I don't have much to say about it. That's it.
Nah, Tatum said we did it.
About it.
Yeah, Tam said we did it.
What the haters gonna say now?
Swiper, would this be a
Yeah.
Swiper,
Chill.
would this-
If I say it, chill. They're gonna say I'm hating again, but I'm just gonna say do the same thing. That's all I'm gonna say. Like again, another great series, another bad shooting series. I don't know what to tell you.
I was about to say Ox, because again, to Ox's point,
this isn't Kobe slander. This is
Yeah,
KG and Paulie Prop. This is KG and Paulie Prop.
Shout out to Kevin Garnett.
we can't.
Finals MVP
Oh, so we
Kevin
calling
Garnett.
Kobe a bricklayer again? Is that what we're doing?
Jeez,
We're doing
man.
this again?
9 for
Chill brought it
26.
up.
He didn't
and
say
Drew
like
brought
Harry
it
We're
up.
said
not
thrower.
allowing that anymore.
9 for 26, 6 for 19,
Yo,
8
yo,
for
Ray,
21, 7
Ray,
for
I mean,
22.
Ray Allen was balling.
Ray Allen always balling.
KG, they all had great series in that series. Like all of them were.
They
were
did.
playing really well.
Rondo
Paul Pierce
too.
had, what game was it where Paul Pierce had like 40? I think they lost, but he had like 40.
Don't worry about
Let's see.
it because Swiper's just gonna find a reason to hate on Paul Pierce.
That was
Yeah.
game 5, Marz.
Yes,
he had 38 points.
Yeah, 38.
They lost
Yeah,
that
he
game.
had 38 points. While Paul Pierce couldn't even get 40.
Yeah,
38,
fell
yeah,
off.
38 good points. Paul Pierce was really good that game. He was 10 of 22, went to the free throw line 19 times. That I will say,
was happy.
Is that
peak
the
Paul,
series where he
peak
pooped
Paul
on himself?
Pierce, he could
Paul Pierce
drive.
get to the line. Yeah, Paul
Yeah, he
Pierce
could
get to the line.
drive like a mug. He was a great driver at his apex.
He was
That
great.
wasn't the
Everything.
series where he pooped
No, he
on
wasn't.
himself, right?
That was.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
That was.
But shout out to the 08 Celtics.
It's just-
man.
it's
just-
That
it's
was-
just
that
doo-doo,
was a
baby.
cool little team. Yeah, shout out to the 08 Celtics.
That's
Pretty
a great
good
team.
team.
Brown suit.
Maybe these-
Not the first official super team, but the first super team.
Yeah.
Big
Marz,
three.
Paul Pierce had
That
38
was
points
like
of,
the first
of the total
like,
98 points.
team that we called a super team.
Yeah, that's
loud.
one thing about those 08 Celtics teams, man. Their games were low scoring in that postseason.
Paul Pierce had
man.
almost 40% of the points, or basically 40% of the points. It's incredible.
Doing
So
his
that was
job.
game 3. If I remember,
was nice.
that
That's what
was
he was
game
there for.
3, and the Lakers was up.
That's what
the
I'm
Lakers was
here
up
for.
22 at one point, and they ended up giving it up.
And then what happened, Chill?
Yeah, they ended up. Then the Celtics ended up coming back, and they came back and beat them.
You talking about game 4?
Yes.
Game 4. Yeah, game 4.
Was it game 3? I thought it was game 3.
Game 4, yeah.
Yeah, they was up by 22. And they ended up,
That would have tied the series 2-2.
yep.
Yeah, well, what happened was Chill
That
in the
doesn't get
second-
brought up enough as like the Lakers really could have won the series if they tied that shit up at 2-2, but
Mm-hmm.
because they ended
Yeah.
up winning game 5.
in the
I
second
thought
half.
they were gonna win that series, man.
Man, hey, Ray Allen wasn't going for that.
Ox,
shit,
how come we
so-
don't talk about the fact that
Oh,
Am I good? Okay.
I
I'm
keep
sorry.
ripping off my chill.
Yeah,
Here, hold on, chill. Let
Oh,
me,
I
let
thought
me
that
get
was, I
this.
thought that was just me. Okay.
Let me get
Nah,
this
nah,
dude
nah,
far
nah,
away
nah.
from me.
Stop! Don't be messing with my stuff because
Yeah, stop messing with people's screen,
right
Ron.
now.
Just host.
Because it's interesting. Ox consistently brings up, Paulie and the Celtics. Ox, they was up 3-2 in 2010.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
They were
man.
up 3-2 in that series. They
Scrubs.
had
that
two
was
games.
absolutely going on.
They had 2 games to win 1 game in the series. That was 100. That 100% was going on.
That was
Yeah.
absolutely
Chill,
going on.
we needed. Chill. I don't think people understand. We needed Big Perk.
Big Perk, man, Big Perk.
Dang, Big
Okay.
Perk get hurt through a monkey wrench in the series.
To a monkey
Shout
wrench.
out to Rashid stepping in, starting in game 7, man, doing the best he could. He was out there.
Hey,
Shout out Big Sheed, man.
You know who else
I
on
thought
that
they was
team?
gonna
That when
win
he
with
was wearing
Sheed, too.
number 36.
I mean, he did about. He
Think so,
worked as
yeah.
hard as he could. He ended up fouling out that game. If I
You
remember
know who else
correctly.
was big in that 08 series, Ox, that had big moments? Was Mr. Eddie House, bro.
Yeah. Tony Allen, Leon Poe.
Mhm.
Absolutely, that was balling.
That's
That's one of my favorite teams.
James
That was-
Posey on that squad
That was
too,
a
right?
great team.
Yep, Posey.
Yep, Posey. Yep, Posey.
Former United
Hell yeah, I
Posey.
love that team.
Former Nugget.
Tony Allen.
Nah, that's how I knew him.
Because old
I
man
don't
Sam
even-
Cassell was still there.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't even feel comfortable talking about Tony Allen on this platform anymore. Not after that debacle last week. I just don't feel comfortable even.
All right, well, I'll
Ox,
tell
yes
you
or
what.
no did the Sacramento Kings
bringing
get
in my
cheated?
boy Ned.
Ox, yeah, this is a yes or no question. It's a very direct
Why
question.
are you
Did the
bringing that up
Sacramento-
again?
Did the Sacramento Kings get cheated? Yes or no?
Yes.
Everybody knows that, chill.
Is that a fact that they got
Kobe-
cheated?
Even Kobe said it. We all know it happened.
There's documented evidence that the
Yes,
referees
chill. It's a
were getting
fact.
paid. It's documented evidence that the referees were getting paid. Which, by the way, is kind of interesting.
We got
Pablo Torres
robbed.
needs it.
Because the guy who was the
No,
catalyst
Pablo-
of this, because the guy who was the catalyst of this
He's gonna say he didn't referee a game.
He
Like, that's
didn't,
crazy.
Marz. He didn't referee one game.
Yeah, because there's no referees meetings and associations. They don't talk to each other.
No, they don't.
There's got to
Chill,
be.
you
Like,
got- you act like you don't-
Chill, you never talk to the refs.
Yes.
Chill, you're acting like you don't know what conspiracy is.
I do. I 100% know what conspiracy is.
I know
He's just
I
not
know
gonna-
you
he's
do.
just
That's
not
what
gonna
I'm
take
saying.
away
Why
his
are you
cousin's
doing
ring.
it?
That's it. You're just not gonna take away his cousin's ring. So he gonna act like that was legit. But it's cool. Shout out to the Lakers, man.
I just
I completely forgot they lost Game 6 by 39 points.
to Ox point. I mean,
The Lakers in 08? Yeah, it was a blow.
to Ox
got-
point.
One team was clearly better, Swiper.
That was like the story of like the 08 Celtics playoff run. It was like they ended up having a lot of like series go down to the wire. And then like, but they were always like by far the better team. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like all of like
Against
round one, they go
Atlanta.
7 with Atlanta. They go 7 with Cleveland, which was going to be my next series that I was going to go time travel to. And then who they play in the conference finals in 08?
Who, the
Is
Lakers?
it no the Celtics? Is it
No, they played Detroit. They played Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. And then they go play the Lakers, and it's like they should have like dealt with the Lakers, but they ended up going to 6, and then they just blitzed them in Game 6. So like, they made it a lot more difficult than it needed to be. The 08 Celtics, in my opinion. But shout out to Doc Rivers now. That's who
To
we're gonna
lose
blame
in the
for that.
closeout game in the NBA championship, are we close to winning it?
Well, if you get blown out,
If we get smoked by almost 40, are we close?
But if we went to a Game 7,
Yeah.
but there's factors
yeah,
that go into
Yeah,
Game 7.
I think if
I mean,
you go
losing
to
a
Game 7,
losing
I
a
think
game
you
by
have
100 or
shot.
losing a game by 1. I mean, at the end of the day, you was in a Game 7.
Sure. Only
Right.
except it wasn't 7 games, though.
Yeah, I'm not. This
Yeah,
instance it was
I know
Game
what
6,
you
but
mean.
in general,
Mhm.
like if you're in a Game
I
7,
don't
you lose
think
by
this was
100.
Can you
close,
imagine
no.
if Kobe three-peated? If they end up winning?
If I made up a
I mean, if we can talk about what Square Pippin's 2000 ring
Yeah,
would
come on
do for
now.
him, I mean, Kobe 08 ring would actually do something.
Big time.
Yeah.
He might
I
get
would
him
have
to
I would
top
have
10.
to I would have to move I would have to move Kobe to 3 and Duncan to 4.
Are we?
I'd have to put Kobe above Mike.
What we do a lot of times is we
I would
add
think
these
about it.
things and we don't take out other things. Like for example, if the Spurs win in 13, are they winning it again in 14?
Oh my God! Anything
Why
to try
not?
to give LeBron a ring. Look. At what
No.
he's doing. Look at what he's doing.
No. If
No,
the
They're so happy
Lakers,
they won in 13. They don't have the vengeance mindset.
just so we clear, Marz, can you tell
I
everybody here,
guess.
Marz, tell everybody here how many times the Spurs have won the NBA championship in back-to-back seasons? Tell
Zero.
everybody.
0 times.
0. So if
That
they
would've-
win it
that
in
would've been
13,
Because they ain't
Right
played
there.
LeBron back-to-back years. That's why. This was the first time.
they played Detroit in back-to-back years.
That ain't LeBron.
That's
I
different.
know they didn't, but that ain't LeBron.
They played them in 04 and 05.
No,
No,
they
they
no,
beat
they
the-
didn't.
I played-
Yeah,
they
no,
beat
they
the
did
Lakers
not.
in
They
04.
played the Nets in 03 and Detroit in 05.
Yeah.
That's correct. They beat the Lakers in
Yeah,
04.
but when it comes to beating LeBron James back-to-back, I mean, shit, I ain't. That's possible.
So they could have they could have done that. Sure.
They
I'm
would
just
have
thinking,
done that. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the landscape of when we ask stuff like, all right, well, Scotty wins that 7th ring, and Rawn is adamant like they win it again the next year. That's 8 rings, Rawn. So why are we stopping there? Because they could beat the Nets too. They would have beat the
They
Nets.
got to get through the West is the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, the issue
West
is
is
never
tough.
that's-
the
that's-
issue for the
And since we
issue
talked
for the
about
Western
that,
Conference
I'm glad
teams
you
was
brought that
never
up.
they
They got to
in
get through the
finals.
West.
That was
So
never the
Shaq
point.
and
You don't have
Kobe
to
ain't
worry
together
about
no
the
more.
East.
Shaq and Kobe ain't together no
And
more.
you still gonna worry about the Kings, still gonna worry about the Spurs.
Yeah.
Like you're not just walking through the
Suns
the
are
West.
on the way right
The
after that,
Mavs, the Mavs are good.
Yeah, the
like,
Mavs are
around
starting to
this
get
time.
good. Yeah.
And they have to worry about the
You know-
deputies and sheriffs.
Scotty, if
in
Scotty
their
go
You
out
gotta worry
jurisdictions.
about Pippen's back. Like go
The
to the
referees.
referees now. Like
Scottie
it's
Pippen
not-
was
Pippen's
breaking
back was
down.
cooked.
That
But
part
if
I-
but
that
if
part I
they
will
did, if
remember.
Scotty did have 8 rings here, he'd undoubtedly be my GOAT.
But John Havlicek can have an 8, and that shit don't mean nothing.
Well, Scotty was better.
Cap. But it's cool.
All right,
out to
Duke.
Havlicek, man.
Duke, we're gonna get around. We're about to get back in the time machine. We're gonna go to any playoff series you want to go to. I'm gonna give you a second to think about it though, because we gotta go to these super chats right quick. Salute to everybody that's in here. It's Friday. Y'all know what time it is. We tend to have our best episodes on Friday. But if you haven't liked the video, if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't became a member yet, go ahead and do that while we read off these good super chats. I'm starting with Tupac Westside. He sent through $10 and said, "Morning, fellas. The series that I'd go back in time to see are any of the finals runs in the 60s and 70s between the Lakers and the Celtics. Also, heard the Kawhi news. Think the trade might fall through? Question mark.
Possible.
It's getting weird.
Definitely possible. Yeah,
I
big
feel
news
bad for Brandon Ingram, man. Brandon Ingram don't
too.
know what he doing.
in limbo.
Like,
too.
I
he
feel
don't know
bad
where
for-
he gonna be playing
I
next
feel bad
year.
for
Like,
Glorilla. She had to, leave Toronto, and now she's back in Cali. She might go back to Toronto. She don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, those are the people I feel bad for, man. It's tough, but it is what it is. And then yeah, I would like to see the 60s Lakers stuff. I'm choosing series that I can't just watch online now because I think I'd rather watch things I can't actually watch. So
Yeah,
60
as
series
my
would be a good one.
as my top series, I had the 69 finals.
Oh, please.
And, like-
we did watch part of that.
If it's anything like the fourth quarter of Game 7 that they have online, it's a good series to watch.
I mean, that's y'all know that's
West
Bill
on a solo
Russell,
mission.
Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain. Like it don't.
What was in
That'd
the
be
locker
sick.
room,
That
brother?
would be sick.
Elgin Baylor,
Yeah.
John
Yep,
Havlicek,
Elgin.
Sam Jones, like it's names upon names upon names.
Yeah,
you know who
Will-
came out on top? Mr. Ted and in Game 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jerry West was hooping in that game though. He was. What was in the locker room?
Tell him to go and win.
Getting
Tell him
some
to
more
go and win.
Mushu.
I
Jerry
mean, he
West was
got
on a
hurt.
solo mission.
He got hurt. Like,
Yeah. Elgin Baylor, which is out just doing nothing too, by the way. But Elgin is also another great player. But Jerry West is literally a one-man army in that whole second half of that game. Shout though.
Chill hates on Jerry West for that game
Why?
I do hate on Jerry West for that.
Why?
because Wilt was 9 for 10, so Jerry West was
He
moving.
only missed one shot that night.
What's
Same
that?
as-
But he wasn't.
He
he
only
wasn't
missed one
there.
shot.
Like what? Jerry supposed to pass it to him in the locker room?
No. Well, now we can get on Coach Van Bredikoff, which I don't understand that. Like why he didn't put Chamberlain back in the game. That still didn't make any sense to me. And the logic that Marz sells to me that Chamberlain wanted to stay away from the ball because he didn't want to go to the free throw line. Even if that's true,
So we can watch that game. We have watched that game before.
yes, we can watch that game. Yes. And the fact that Chamberlain went out of the game, it was like 5 minutes left when he went out of the game. And with him going out of the game, the Lakers were handling the Celtics. They were winning at that point, and they could have won the game. But the fact that Chamberlain didn't go back in the game, and the fact that I think Jerry West took something, what do you have, 40 that day? Something like that?
He was Jerry West was, but I'm saying like it wasn't like
triple double, I believe.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
busy that day.
Wow.
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Hating on Jerry
Jeez.
West, it was I'm watching all these possessions again. It was like literally Jerry versus the Avengers.
And why is that?
What you
John
mean?
Havlicek was getting busy on the other side too. So
He
shout
was
out.
getting busy. That's correct.
There's nobody. I'm saying I'm looking at the floor right now. Like they're trapping Jerry. They're trapping him. He's in working off the ball. Elgin Baylor takes a no nonsense pump fake baseline dribble shot that bricks. Jerry then has to
Shout
go
out to
back and
Elgin
get the
Baylor.
ball back and score on the other end again. It's 103 to 102, and they get a foul. Jerry 103-102 drive gets ripped. I'm not going to go do a whole commentary on this game, but there's just like
It's like, dang, I
I
feel like
was
I'm
about-
there.
Might as well.
I was
We're in
about
the
to
timeout
keep
sheet right
going.
now.
I was about to
Yeah,
keep going,
might
but no,
as
it's a
well.
great game. It was a really good game show. He just needed like help.
I would have liked to have seen Chamberlain go back in the game. That would have been nice, Coach.
Well, he should have been healthy. It's tough. It is what it is.
Mars, aren't you the same one? That told
Jerry
me
just took a
about
charge.
him?
Chill.
Wasn't that the season that he came back after 4 months? With a,
No,
with a
that
snap patella?
was no. That season was 70.
Oh my gosh.
70?
Hey, chill. Who's number 24?
Yeah,
for
it was
the Six-
1970. It was the year they ended up losing to the Knicks in the finals. It was
I
that-
don't believe that
yeah,
shit.
coming back.
Who's number 24?
But he
for,
snapped his patella
the
and came
Lakers
back in 4
69?
months.
Mars, do you know?
That boy had knee tendonitis.
Who's number 24 for the Lakers?
Keith Erickson.
And
Okay, well,
69?
I tell you what, Jerry West just found him wide open on the baseline, Mars, for a wide open shot. You know what he did? He did a jump shot, saw the contest from Jerry Vanderloo, whatever number 19 for the Celtics name is, and then threw a contested pass into the paint to Elgin Baylor with 4 people watching and waiting. So you're saying Chill's saying Jerry should have done something different in this game?
I don't know what the game plan was. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because if I'm watching the series, I think Jerry West in this series, I think he averaged something like 28 or I got to go back and find.
Chill, they're double teaming Jerry.
28. You just tried to disrespect Jerry West. 28.
No, I'm not finished, Marz. I'm talking like I think he averaged. No, I ain't even talking about I'm not talking about the points. I'm talking about the shots. I think he averaged almost 30 shots a game. If I'm
gonna
not
do what I gotta
do.
Yeah,
I think he averaged something like 30 shots.
Oh my gosh,
something like that. And
chill, they're guarding Jerry with somebody helping off of Elgin. Like Elgin is Russell Westbrook, mind you. And then on the other side of this,
respect Elgin.
No, I'm saying Marz. I just seen the work. Dude just drove to the basket to do a Dr. J up and under, chill, and hit the bottom of the backboard. And a minute left in the game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Who was it? Saying
it is the 70s.
Number 31.
No, so is that Mel Counts?
Chill. I'm not kidding you. He goes, but if this is the basket right here, he's all the way over here.
That was the guy who subbed in for Will, I'm pretty sure.
But what are you doing? Why what is this? What are we doing here?
And if Wilt was in the game, Wilt wouldn't have done that.
Wilt would have did the same thing. He did the same thing earlier in the game.
Well, that was his one miss.
And then Pirate's like, Wilt didn't have a low IQ. Did you watch Wilt? Every time he saw Bill Russell.
That doesn't mean you're low IQ. That just means you're not.
Bro, he took the dumbest shots you've ever seen, dog. You're 7'1". Shoot over the top. Wilt's over here doing fadeaways behind the basket.
Oh, but when Hakeem do fadeaways,
no, not the same.
Yeah. You so tough, Hakeem.
Hakeem can
when Jokic does fadeaways.
Jokic shoots threes.
You mean great fadeaway?
On the other hand,
Wilt Chamberlain's not a jump shooter.
Chamberlain's fadeaway was kind.
When he's throwing Jokic is throwing.
Will used to smack that.
Hating on Will.
All right, now
Will
Wait,
really
I'm watching these games and I'm hating.
In a row
I know
hated on Wilt.
I know y'all think it's Wilt Chamberlain. He was playing against plumbers. All he did was he was running dunk man. All he did was he was bigger than everybody, stronger than everybody, faster than everybody, jumped higher than everybody. No, Wilt actually had game
and skills.
Yeah, he did, but that's cool. But where are you when it matters the most, brother? This white man is out here by himself taking on the clan, and you ain't nowhere to be seen. Literally, it's hell. It's all these people versus Jerry.
Wilt was where he needed to be in 72 when they won the chip. That's where he was. Yeah. Carrying Jerry West to a championship.
No, he wasn't carrying.
His one and only championship.
Stop it. Wasn't
carrying. His one and only championship.
Was not carrying.
Jerry West should be thanking Will every day for that one and only championship.
Yeah, you can watch those series online too, y'all, and you listen to Marz lie to you. Carry.
He's not lying.
Yeah, you could both go watch Jerry West 72 if you want. That shit was not.
You could just
Jerry
go
West.
watch the game. I'm watching the game right now.
You ain't watching 72. Jerry West 72. It was not the same, man.
Bro, you know what?
It was not the same.
Ron, I would like to say, as a collective, we can go travel back to 1972 together, and we're gonna follow Wilt everywhere. When he visits his harem in the morning, goes for a smoke.
I do not want to follow Wilt Chamberlain.
I do. I 100%.
Hey, chill. I'm finna get a piece of. Hey, I'm finna get a couple crumbs off that cake, boy.
Yes, sir. I do. With that. Yes, sir. Where we going today, Mr. Chamberlain?
I don't want to slice. Well, I do want to slice, but Wilt kind of greedy. I probably won't get a slice. I'll get some crumbs though.
No, it's plenty. It'll be plenty left over. Plenty. Don't you worry about crumbs. Anyway.
All right, y'all. The next super chat is from The Godfather. Sent through $20 and said, "Say her name, Ron. Chelsea MF and Gray."
I know one thing, Ron. I know one thing is a fact.
Say her name.
Caitlin better start taking better care of that basketball.
Please. She threw the ball over the middle. Hey, remember Brett Favre? Brett Favre, chill, Minnesota
Jackie
versus
Young
the
was
Saints?
great last night too.
Yes.
Threw the ball right over the middle. That's exactly what Caitlin did yesterday.
She threw the ball out of bounds one time.
Victory laps on Page. That's what this is. This is all because he was trying to run victory laps on Page yesterday.
Just so we clear, Marz, she had a turnover yesterday, but she just threw the ball out of bounds. Remember that turnover I talked about with Marcus Smart, where he just threw the ball out of bounds? She had one of those yesterday. She just threw the ball out of bounds.
She was bad in the second half. She was bad in the second half.
She was bad all game.
I mean, I thought she played pretty good in the first.
That last play though,
she had 8 assists in the first half. You could stand on that, but she didn't have a good game up to her standards, like at all.
Up to anyone's standards, but I mean,
8 turnovers and 8 assists. That's terrible.
Well, up to her standards.
But hold on,
that last one with the shot clock going down, it's like Asia's just clamping her. The shot clock's going down. The DPOY is guarding her, moving her feet. Like she, the shot clock was going down. She was trying to get off of that. Asia wasn't letting her breathe. That's why she's gonna be back-to-back MVP and back-to-back DPOY because that's just what she does.
That's good.
Yeah, Asia's starting to hog all the awards. We need to have some voter fatigue. Yeah.
Who's the Kendrick Perkins?
Nah,
for the
everybody
WNBA,
just needs
Marz?
to get. Everybody else just needs to get better.
I have no idea, Swipa, but someone needs to be.
No, what does that mean?
They need to involve her more early on in the game.
Because there's players in the league
What do you
who
mean,
are
Jim?
better. Like Fee has gotten better.
No, they need to get better.
No,
But they need to get
they've
more
gotten
better, if they want some of these awards.
So
They need to get more better.
Okay, so even if I'm getting more better, even if I'm getting gooder than I already am good.
Yeah, you need to get gooder, greater, better,
but
all of that. Just
even if that's
work
true,
on your game.
That doesn't mean that I'm not still awesome. Like I watch Fee look like she's getting back into it. Fee looks like
Well,
she's
no,
getting,
chill. There's no
Fee is
no
definitely
doubt.
getting back together.
There's no doubt. I'm not saying that Fee ain't the shit. I'm not saying that Stewie still don't got it. I'm not saying that Olivia, Paige, Caitlin, Kelsey. I'm not saying that Kelsey Plum. I'm not saying Alicia Gray. I'm not saying that these women aren't great basketball players.
Sure.
I'm just saying that there's a gap, and it's a big ass gap. It's a clear gap. She's a better defender. She's a better scorer. She's just better. She's just better all the way around as an all-around basketball player. And the thing about it is, Chill, she wasn't playing very well up to her standards during that game.
Yeah,
but
she was getting carried yesterday.
But see, that's the problem though. See, when it's the Jackie Young show, it's just the Jackie Young show, and everybody comes and watches.
Great.
Everybody comes and watches. Asia sits back and watches when it's the Jackie Young show. But then when it's the end, when it's time for Asia to do her thing, she does it. And see, that's the problem with some basketball fans. They can't accept that. They act like that's a knock or something. Like, oh, I'm sorry that I have a basketball team around me. It's not just me here. But when it's time for Asia to get going, what does she do? She gets going, and she's unguardable. She can't be touched, and that's just what it is. Like, but she's not gonna play perfect every second of the game. But when she does, she's the best. Chill.
Actually, to be honest,
No voter fatigue can stop this. She's MVP. Her name's on it. DPOY.
Boston held her own.
Her name's close enough.
I do.
Well, Aaliyah always plays great against her.
Yeah,
Aaliyah was great.
I thought she held her own against her yesterday. I thought she did a good job in pushing her off that mid-range, off that mid-post jump shot and challenging it. And she struggled around the rim finishing against Aaliyah yesterday. And
well, Chill, I think like, if we talk about last season, Chill, I would say last season for the most part, I would say that was in Aaliyah's favor 55-45, if not 60-40. I think Aaliyah Boston actually does the best on Asia. And once again, if I had to say, I would say that Aaliyah slightly got the edge last year. Like Aaliyah Boston ain't no joke.
no, she's not. Mm-mm.
She was cracking the long ball.
It's just Caitlin got to do a better job in taking care of the basketball because she's killing me, man. She is killing me. She got to do a better job, man. And some of those shots that she shoots, they could be equivalent to turnovers. When I'm watching her come down in transition, and she just cracks the long ball, Ron, when we trying to get back in the game.
Chill. I'm not going to talk about the shot selection. Caitlin Clark is like, we just called Kobe a brick thrower. When you're great, you shoot crazy shots, you make crazy shots. That's just how it goes. However,
You make free throws too, Ron.
I don't think her handle is that good, to be honest.
We can right quick though, Duke. Before we get into that, we can talk about the 8 turnovers. Caitlin Clark should have had 15 assists last night. Passing the ball to people wide open, they're traveling, stepping out of bounds, double dribbling, not catching the ball. Like that was ridiculous. In the second half, Caitlin Clark is throwing darts to people, finding people wide open, and they're just
I feel like that's
not doing nothing with it.
A lot of her
and
turnovers,
Swipa, because I heard that what you said. Now, yeah, that pass against the Saints, that was terrible. But there was plenty of times when Brett Favre was putting it right in the midst, and they was bouncing off their hands going to other people. So I don't got time for no Brett Favre slander this morning. I'm not standing for that.
Of course you stand.
I'm not standing.
Way about
I'm not standing for no. I'm not standing for no Brett Favre slander.
I'm not shocked you stand Brett Favre of all
I'm not. I'm talking about on the football field.
That's what I'm talking about too. I don't like Brett Favre like that.
Man, talking
Favre
about
was-
some Brett Favre. Now, he threw some rough ones. I seen Brett Favre throw some rough ones. I've seen that. But
Dog,
also, I've seen
they were
a
in
lot
field
of
goal
Brett Favre
position on the
hitting
30-yard
mitts.
line, and he threw a meat sausage across the field for no reason.
No, Swiper, I hear you on
You know,
that. Like, that
you're
was
a meat lover, so you would
You know what's crazy though, Swiper, like I agree with that
Yo.
one. And once again, like I said, two
pause
of my
button,
favorite
Ron.
quarterbacks,
It's a pause right
two
there.
two of my favorite quarterbacks are Brett Favre and Jameis Winston. You know what I'm saying? Like,
about Phillip
so
Rivers?
yeah,
What about Eli Manning?
Come on now.
Eli's a
meat
bum.
sausage. Meat
Yeah.
sausage.
Eli
Brett Favre
can't-
couldn't tie his cleats. I know
Bro,
that.
don't
I know Brett Favre
Bro,
couldn't tie his cleats.
don't ever put Eli and Brett Favre conversations, bro. Don't ever.
You
do
right.
that.
You damn right. Brett Favre need to stay where he at.
All right, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
Brett
move
Favre,
on, bro.
if
Move
he
on.
needed a little bit more Jimmy Garoppolo and just be a little bit more conservative, he would maybe have another ring
Fucking
that
turnover
season.
machine. He was.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That's
no,
good.
like I said though,
would turn
Swiper,
that
like the
ball
one
over,
you're
wouldn't he?
talking about, especially that one against the
Turnover
Saints,
machine.
and it's so funny because I was actually watching a video about Brett Favre's turnovers in the playoffs just last night, and a lot of them are ugly. But once again, I'm just saying there was a lot of times Brett Favre was putting it right on the money.
He was
the dudes
throwing
just
for
weren't
like
catching the ball.
400 plus yards a game.
Yeah, I'm
though,
sure.
at the same
Great,
time.
great job, Brett
Yeah.
Favre.
Wait, but what was that? What year was that when they played?
He's better. He's better than Lamar.
I want to say that year that they played Philly in the playoffs, and I want to say he threw 5 interceptions.
Yeah, he was
He
a
gets in the postseason, Ron. He gets in the post game. He gets in the post game conference, and he says, because he got taken out of the game, by the way. And he said, "I'm glad he took me out when he did, because I probably would have thrown 7. He was awful."
yeah. You were
Terrible.
CJ Strouding. Yeah,
He said, "I'm glad he took me out." when he did.
chill. He wasn't playing.
He doesn't mess
He was
around.
gonna let that thing ride, and I
said, "I'm glad he
ain't mad
took me
at
out
him.
when
Chill.
he
He gonna
did."
let it go.
I'm not mad
shoot
at
it.
him.
Hey, shoot it till you break it.
'Cause I
Shoot it till
probably
you
would've
break
thrown
it, Brett.
6 or 7. What the hell?
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
y'all.
chill.
Speaking of football, it's almost about
Hey,
that
what,
time.
hey, wait,
Let's
what
go.
they say?
You know-
What they say, Ron?
Back to back.
Yeah, that's what they say. Back to back.
Let me go get my matches and my lighter, because I.
Oh, you can hear me?
no, we can't hear you. Ox. Drop and
yes,
come
we
back.
can.
Drop and come back,
We
Ox.
can hear you, Ox. Yes.
Drop
we
and
can
come
hear you.
back.
Yes, I get Ox. We can hear you.
Cooked.
No, you're not cooked, Ox.
He
We can
can't hear himself.
No, literally, he's breaking up right now as we speak.
But all right, y'all. I'm about to get to the next
Oh,
super
okay.
chat.
There we
while
go. There we
Ox
go.
is-
I'm back. Wait, Ron. I just want to say, because you know what they say though, and Swiper, you know this better than anybody. You got to give some ass to get some ass. You know what I'm saying? Hey, to let that thing ride.
You got to give some ass to get some ass.
Oh, you ain't never heard. You ain't
That's
never
what.
heard that.
That's what they say.
Don't give it ass.
So Ox, for $100,000 per, you would give to get, basically what you're saying, as much as you need to get back.
You got to give some ass to get. I've never heard that. And
neither.
not-
Actually,
It's a boxing
make
term.
way.
It's a boxing term. It's a boxing term.
the correct saying is from the great Biggie Smalls. You got to bring ass to get ass.
No, I'm
Biggie's lyrics
I'm not.
are crazy.
Hey,
What is
I'm not
Ox
talking about
talking
Biggie
nothing
had
about?
Biggie
some of the
said.
crazy. Yeah.
No.
And I ain't talking about that Biggie
I'm not
Smalls.
saying nothing
No,
about what
this
Biggie
is-
said. I'm
this
talking
is
about
hella
that's a
involved.
boxing term. No, but it's a boxing term. You know what I'm saying?
You
You got
gotta
you got to
give some
get
ass
hit to hit.
to get some ass. You could have that Ox. You could have just said that. You got to take a couple licks to give a couple licks.
Well, I see the Mac says bring A to get A,
Yes, that's.
but
what it
not
was.
that. That's what I'm saying. Bring A to get A. Bring butt to get butt.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not
say it
quoting.
like that, bro.
I'm not quoting no Biggie line.
say it
Nah, you and Chill both in this
but
boat
what
together.
you said is different. What you said is different from bring butt to get butt. You said give. You got to give something to get some.
All right, y'all.
Real ones know what I'm talking about, man. I ain't talking about no giving no booty. I'm talking about.
Yeah, you said what you said on. But all right, put it on vinyl, sit through $9.99 and said, saw a study, 19-player sample, that said players who are increasing their minutes suddenly is a high factor in the late/postseason injuries, like an additional 6 high-intensity minutes. Thoughts?
Take better care of your body,
See this
especially if you're a
study.
younger player.
Yeah.
Chill. One day,
Go to
you're gonna-
Germany.
you're gonna feel the science behind this, why players are getting hurt more, and you're gonna be like, you know what?
Shit,
I fought this for
then
years.
stop
but
telling
now
me
I
that the
understand.
athlete is better today.
They
Stop
are.
telling me
They are.
that.
I'm
Stop
with
telling me
Chill.
that the
I'm
athlete is
with
better.
Chill.
Chill.
Stop telling me that the equipment is better.
It
Stop
is.
telling me that all of this stuff is better when these dudes are breaking down more. Stop telling me
Wilt
that.
Chamberlain was playing
tired
at
of
half
hearing
the.
that.
Wilt Chamberlain was playing in the league half as athletic
What's
as it
up
is
with
now,
this Wilt
and he was
shit?
missing games in the NBA Finals in Game 7. So you just saw it. It happened even then. But just imagine Wilt playing now at 7'1" and
to
playing
your
his
point-
48 minutes a game. His career is going to be way shorter than it was.
To your point, Wilt Chamberlain, he didn't miss the game. That's number one. And number two, he could have come back in the game. He was healthy to play. He made that clear, right? He 100%
Wasn't
made
he
that
limping
clear.
actively?
Yes. And we seen guys limping actively, and they still can play. That doesn't mean that they can't play because they're limping. That doesn't mean that at all. The point that I'm making is the equipment is better, the game is better, the travel is better, the science is better, the medicine is better. All of this stuff is better. Meanwhile, these guys are playing less minutes because increased injuries. Why is that? What are you
Because
guys
the
doing?
sport is
What are you
harder,
guys-
Chill.
No. What are you working on your body that makes it so you are breaking?
That's Chill. Your
muted.
mic went out.
Is that what's going on? Are you not taking care of your? Are you the way you're taking care of your body? Is it conducive?
Chill. They're in better shape in general now than they were then.
Then why are they breaking down? Then
Because the
saying
sport is
cars are
harder,
better
Chill.
today,
We've done
meaning
this so
only
many
except the cars
times.
can't stay on the road.
The sport is harder. Like the athletes are more difficult to cover. The space and the speed
Hold on for a second.
plus
White
the
boy. This
athlete.
dude World Age.
We
Stop
have this
telling me how
conversation
evolution
6
works.
times a
Evolution
year.
works over
We have.
millions of
Yeah,
years. Shut the
yeah.
hell up and let the adults talk. Be quiet. And I'm not going to tell you again. Be quiet and let the adults talk. Shut up. Evolution doesn't work over the last 20 years, goofy. Evolution works over millions of years. So be quiet and let the adults talk. But as you
Well,
were
I
saying,
don't think
Swipe,
he's
Well,
actually
damn.
talking about like actual
Cook-
human
damn,
evolution
we
more so
talking
than
Swipey.
the evolution of a sport.
Cook like
But,
that.
I mean,
as you were saying, Swiper.
Look, they might jump higher, but they're just more brittle. They're soft. So I mean, what would you rather have? A guy jump 3 inches higher, or have some soft ass bones? Because somebody told y'all you ain't supposed to drink. You can't drink milk.
I'm glad this internet's going out. A lot of this Chill is just simply like if the athletes are better, which we've gone through before, you got to cover more space. People are bigger. People are stronger. Naturally, the way that the body works, you're going to break down because dealing with players that are working at this speed, that are this big, it's just not something that's ever existed in human history. So like this is why these things are happening. Because remember, a lot of these things are soft tissue injuries. So typically that has to deal with explosion and movement. Right. Like it'd be different if it was like players are just like they're completely out of shape and they can't do this, and that. There's nothing Aaron Gordon can do for his hamstrings. He's just 6'8", 240 pounds, and has a 40-inch vertical and runs and guards Jimmy Butler, Shea, Giannis, all these players, and then he's expected to play 35 minutes a night, and he's 30.
So are players actually getting more injured than they were before? Is that like a real thing, or is it just we're trying to protect our assets?
So that's
both.
the chicken before the egg. That's the chicken or the egg argument.
Because we're paying these people more, so we're trying to protect.
well,
You know what
people
I
are
mean?
missing more games undeniably, but is that all because of injury or some?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Attempt of prevention. I don't know the answer to that. I'm 89% confident that injuries are just different. To Swiper's point, it's a lot more soft tissue injuries which weren't as common before.
Gotcha.
So
Now these soft tissue injuries, Marz, how detrimental are they? Because when I think about a soft tissue injury, I think about like pain in my foot, right? I think about my shoulder. Like my shoulder isn't like my rotator cuff isn't torn, right? I'm thinking about when I think about soft tissue injury, I'm not thinking about
soft tissue.
Soft tissue is like a hamstring. It's like a pulled hamstring.
Right.
Hamstrings and calves are like.
So I got a quad. I got a quad injury.
Quads,
Is it
Jimmy Butler,
so,
22.
So if I got a quad injury, is
James
it torn?
Harden.
Now I understand that. I understand hamstring injuries. If my hamstring injury, right? If my hamstring injury is like what
You're cooked
Jalen,
if
like
you got a
what Jalen Green got,
hamstring injury.
like that's something that could keep me out of the line. That could keep me out of the lineup for quite a while. I do understand that. So if that's the case, what's the problem And why am I continuously getting these injuries? Am I not training myself to what the game is today? Because what I'm not doing is I'm not just running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I understand, Swiper, that there's more space that has to be covered. I do understand that there's athletes that are bigger and that are stronger, and that there's ways that I can still supplement even if I'm not as strong. I get that point. But what I'm saying is if I'm training for this type of basketball, why am I not able to hold up? Is it, especially when the athlete today is better, which I don't think so, but that's the point that I'm making. The athlete is
It's the constant
people-
talk and exertion that
Sure.
you're putting on these muscles. Like these muscles are going to be worn down with more consistent use. So when you're having to explode 428 times a day, like, and some people are just more susceptible to injuries. I'm not saying like no one exploded
That's
back
the
in
part
the
that
day
I'm thinking
before
about right
that
there.
gets misconstrued. But like at the end of the day, like these muscles get worn down with more consistent use, and you're having to like make these explosive movements more now than you ever have before.
Right.
And that's not subjective. That's just the reality of the situation.
Sure.
So,
I mean, yeah,
like,
you do have
just
to
adds
move,
up.
Marz. Like you do have to move, and
obviously.
athletes always have to be explosive. But I think the elephant in the room is that people are different. People are different. They're like the food that we're eating, all these supplements that they're taking, these protein shakes. Like, what happened to meat? What happened to steak and potatoes, broccoli? They're just taking all these
This is where the
supplements that
evolution
are
comes
so
in,
good.
I'm having a cigar
Chill,
and pancakes.
chill.
man.
It's I mean, what in
elastic
all
bands
this,
and supplements. That's all they
in
drink.
this,
or
it's
doing.
elastic bands, all this fake ass food that they're eating. You said chicken with your head cut off. These ain't even chickens that they eating no more. All this Monsanto fake GMO shit.
Synthetics.
Eating McDonald's and all that, man. This shit ain't even what it used like.
Yeah, they
the
eat a bunch of
people are
rubber and
different.
soy.
But,
I mean, a
pretty
lot
sure
of
every
them-
day
Oh, dude,
they
soy is
all
crap.
this-
that's what it is.
I don't know what
It's
that
these
actually
soy
is.
boys out here. These damn soy boys. They out here. They just soft.
They soy boys.
Do you think Aaron Gordon is
I'm
soft?
not,
You
I
love
don't
Aaron
know.
Gordon.
I don't know what that eats.
I do love Aaron Gordon. I'm just saying that
I'm pretty sure they're
Swipe. It's not about who I like and dislike. It's
Do you
about
think he's
all
soft for
all
not
of us.
being able to use?
I don't think he's mentally soft. Swipe. I think that his body isn't the same as a power forward's body in the 80s.
Larry
Just
Johnson
because
had
based
injuries.
on what we
Larry Johnson had injuries. He had to deal with the lower body.
a lot of people had injuries.
Sean
Swiper.
Kemp had injuries. He had a short career.
You can't deny.
No,
You can't.
Sean
Don't
Kemp-
be
Sean
scared.
Kemp.
You can't deny that there's a difference in the
Sean
food
was on that diesel.
that people are eating now
was
as
not
what they were
taking
eating in the
care
70s.
No, yeah, our diet. Well, I've said this before. I want to be clear about this. I ate McDonald's, Burger King, Good Times when I was a kid. Didn't affect me negatively. I mean, it was like, well, we were also moving a lot, but also the stuff in the food was different. We weren't like, I didn't have to worry about like, and my parents didn't have to worry about
I can't
when they gave me a.
football. Like football has such a condescending way about him. Football, just so you know, you don't know everything, right?
That's the dark. Football is the dark skin swiper.
Accurate. They were doing that.
Even if they were like, oh, okay, Marz, even if they were, so should we go back to that then? Like, is that what we should do?
Well, they were
Should we
playing
go back
more.
to
No, I
smoking
think- I
cigars
think- I
and
think
drinking
he's more
beers
so
and
addressing
playing
the point of,
35,
like,
40
we're-
minutes? That way,
mean-
that way these dudes don't get hurt? Is
Well,
that what's going on?
well, look, because football,
I mean, apparently,
football
like,
talking about
drunk
this doing.
drivers,
I
I'm
guess
trying.
Maybe they should.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that pure cocaine they was doing in the 80s is better than a lot of the food y'all eating today.
Actually, it's not.
I hate to be the
It
bearer of
ended up
bad
killing them. No,
news.
it is not. No, it is not. No. It
I mean,
ended up
that's
killing them.
I mean,
well,
technically-
hey, look, you.
Technically,
I mean,
caffeine is
yeah.
cocaine.
No. Mm-mm. I'm
No,
not.
but
Hey, look,
I mean, are we
Lynn
sure they were
Bias
using
got
pure cocaine? Like, cause some of it was
Depending on who you bought
Hey
it from.
man, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now that gram of sugar in every single bite you take right now is doing more damage to your brain than that gram of coke they was doing in the 80s. I know y'all hate to hear
There is
it.
a lot of sugar in your food.
It's more than a gram of sugar. Everything you eat is flooded with sugar. Like literally, the
gram of sugar.
American diet is all sugar.
Y'all hate to hear it. I know y'all hate to hear it, but that's sugar.
I mean, I'm not gonna pretend to know about the health benefits of cocaine.
I don't. I'm not.
Yeah, and again,
I mean,
if we're
technically they use
no,
wait. There are
if
studies.
we're having
there are
these
studies.
conversations.
No,
the
there-
average-
no,
Yo,
wait,
we
there
are
are
about
actually
the
studies.
Euro off of this.
No,
We are about the Euro off of this.
Why not? Why? Because
I'm
this is a serious conversation. This is
I know it's a serious conversation.
It's
We're about the
It's
Euro off of
science.
this. Okay, we're about the Euro off of this into the next super chat. Masinko
As soon as
sent
we
through
get
$20. Masinko said Ron really has a type. He loves turnover merchants. Trey, Westbrook, Favre, Eli, Caitlin Clark. I'm on to you, brother. I thought you was a defender. You like offensive players who aid the defense.
Darnold, 15 turnovers last regular season. Yep, more turnovers in the playoffs.
Sam Darnold
Absolutely.
used to be a turnover machine when he was.
He
with
was
the
last
Jets.
Used to. He used to be a used to.
He had 14
He
picks
used to
last
be
year.
a used to. Now he's an NBA
that's crazy.
champion or NFL champion.
Yeah.
Yes, that might be a
They
fact.
hate us because they ain't us, Ron. Don't worry about it.
That's really that. Now,
He
now that my man
had
brings
turnovers
that
last
up,
year.
yeah, that might be a fact.
That's why they didn't. He had 100
Hey,
yards
you were-
versus
you
the
up there needed-
He had 100
you over
yards
there
chill
needed
versus the
to pipe down.
49ers. They kept the ball out of his hands because they didn't want him to turn the rock over, so they gave it to the running back.
Yeah,
That's exactly what happened.
yeah. What do you, hey,
Turnover
who
machine.
had a better game in the Super Bowl?
Who between him and Drake May?
Yeah.
So I've said this, Ron. You know I said this. Drake May was utter trash garbage floating through the street.
Answer the question.
And then
I
Sam
only-
Darnold
I
was
only-
bad. I know, but hold on. I'm answering the question for you. Drake May was utter trash garbage in that game.
To
Sam
you
was just
or to the
bad.
So
Sam was
how
just
did
bad.
Drake
Drake was hot
JSN
garbage.
lead the league in
No, I didn't. No, you're making.
how
two
did he
different
lead the
arguments.
league in yards if our
What
quarterback
Bo
was
Nix?
just
What
garbage?
was Bo
That's
Nix
not how-
then?
that's not
What
how
was-
it works, Ron. He
had a lot of targets.
What was
He was a
great
Bo Nix
receiver.
then? What was Bo Nix then?
No,
Was he like diarrhea on the ground?
I've already been on this. I've already said my piece about Bo Nix. This is very well known what I feel about Bo. I'm
trash.
saying Sam was mid last year.
I just wanna know what CJ Stroud
Bo was also mid, but very good versus very good
So
teams
how
last year.
did
That's how his things work.
JSN
Stroud.
Because he
lead
got a
the
lot of-
league?
Darnold's not terrible. I didn't say he was terrible. He's mid. There's nothing wrong with being mid. He got Justin Jefferson 1,600 yards.
He's
He's
better
still
than mid. He was better than mid.
No, he had 20. If you have 15 interceptions in a season and you have 24 passing touchdowns, I don't know what to tell you, brother. That's mid.
That's
That's,
not good.
literally mid.
You
That's
don't
actual
understand
mid.
every game.
But then you look at your receiver and
Oh
he had
my
like a whole-
gosh.
Okay, we had like one
He
of
had
those.
JSN and Cooper, and he had Raheem Shaheed. He was really good. Good cast. Had
Shout
the
out
MVP
Torrey
behind
Holton,
him.
too.
Really good cast. That was a great cast.
Bro, they
Great
hate,
cast.
bro. You guys are so low on the Seahawks. It's crazy.
No, I think they could
You're
go to the
so
Super Bowl
low.
again. No, there is no low. I think they could go to the Super Bowl again. I also picked them to make the Super Bowl last year. I have a difference of opinion about who you played. I think the Patriots were the worst team you could have faced in the field.
I wish we could have
Well,
skimmed
hold on.
y'all
We
in the
would've
final.
I agree.
In the Super Bowl.
You guys.
I wish we could have
I
skimmed
agree with that.
y'all.
That's fine. That's fine. That's all about. You can believe you would have beat the Broncos. That got nothing to do with it. But Sam Darnold, objectively, 24 TDs, 25 TDs, and 14 interceptions. Is mid.
He's better than your quarterback.
And what happened when and then the thing is, the difference is he plays better
And
versus good
you have
competition.
the most overrated quarterback in the NFL and
I'm glad-
Brock
overpaid.
Purdy is overrated.
And overpaid.
So was your
Facts.
quarterback in this bowl game better than my quarterback in the bowl game in 24?
No, hell no, no.
Ron, if you
My
sit
quarter-
there and
my
tell me that
quarterback
you
won.
said-
We won.
No.
My quarterback
There you
won.
go. Okay, say
We
that.
won.
My quarterback
Okay,
won.
there you go.
We won.
That's all I know.
What do you mean we
All
won?
that-
That's
They
not.
won.
I said- I
This
said
is what I'm
my
telling
quarterback
you.
won.
Chill. This is what I'm telling you. That's what I'm
A
talking
good
about.
quarterback
That-
wins.
No, that's not what happened in that game. Sam Darnold was not good.
Winning is a
Sam
quarterback.
Darnold was not good in that game.
Winning is a
He
quarterback
wasn't good in the game. No, you won because of your defense and your running game, and Drake May suck. Now,
Hey.
let me pivot. Ron, hold on. Let me pivot away
Why
from
did he suck?
Let me
Hey.
pivot away from Sam
You
Darnold.
lost.
This
Okay.
needs to go to
Don't
Drake
make me
May.
call real talk. 'Cause
Drake
you
May
lost.
was actually
Hey,
You
you
lost.
lost. All right.
Drake May was horrible in that game. That's what I'm telling you. I agree. But guess what? Duke, you should have won. But what I'm telling you, Duke, if Sam Darnold actually played well in that game, you win by 40. Because that ball that Gonzo broke up, was an underthrow from Sam Darnold. It was an underthrow. That was the whole point.
We already
Play
won
better.
we already won by 40 when we needed to. We
When?
beat that-
When is this?
We
What
beat,
is
we
this?
beat, we beat that guy's team up there by 40.
Who? What do you had all the injuries and stuff that they had?
Oh,
What?
please.
Why is this relevant?
It's not. It really isn't. Oh, here we go.
Anyway, what I'm saying is this ain't got nothing to do with the Super Bowl. This ain't got nothing to do with the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold, he is a mid quarterback, and that is what is true.
He's better.
If you have 25 touchdowns and 14 interceptions, that is the definition of mid.
Hey,
Simple.
I bet you.
Go ahead, dude. What's the bet?
I bet you he makes the Pro Bowl this year.
Well, the Pro Bowl, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I bet you. Well, okay. Well, then how do you want to measure it?
The Pro Bowl, brother.
Duke, there's nothing to measure. It doesn't matter.
Right.
When he wins back-to-back Super Bowls, they can think what they want to. They can say what they want to. It's all
I don't
good.
even care. They're
Wait, why, but wait, hold on, time out. But time out. Wait a minute,
whack.
Duke. Why is it not just better? A good, fair thing to say. Play better.
He played great.
Fair. He's
Duke,
gonna
no,
didn't
he
play great.
He played great. Duke, they don't watch the Seahawks.
No,
they
I
don't
watched.
know.
No, you're not even talking to me correctly. You're not even talking to me correctly. No. By the way, Duke. Just so you know, Duke. This clown doofus over here, big buck teeth. This dude said that Zach Charbonnet is the same level of player to the Seahawks as the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix is.
Somebody that watches my team. Say it again.
You think that? Wait.
Yes, you don't watch the Seahawks, bro.
Chat. Wait a minute. Chill. Wait a minute. Let me ask the question.
How are you gonna tell us about our team? Duke, show him your hat.
Okay, hold on.
Show him your hat. How are you gonna tell us about our team?
Duke, let me ask the question so the chat can hear it. Wait, Duke, don't go anywhere.
I was gonna go get.
You're saying Zach Charbonnet has the same value to the Seattle Seahawks as Bo Nix does to the Denver Broncos?
This is awful.
Well,
This is awful.
That's what Ron said.
That's not
That is what Ron. Chill. Is that what Ron said? That is exactly what Ron said. That's exactly what you said. That is literally what you said. K-Dot, am I tripping?
Shut your
Am I
gaping
tripping?
lips.
That's
Shut your
literally what
gaping
happened.
lips so I can tell you what happened. That is not
That's
what I
not
said.
Oh my
That's not what he said.
You guys lost Bo Nix.
Yes.
You guys lost Bo Nix in your game. And you said I can't remember the exact scenario, but I know Bo Nix got hurt. And that happened, right? In that game. We lost Zach Charbonnet. And what I was saying is you guys lost an important player. We lost an important player.
Not what you said.
I never said.
That is not what you said. K-Dot. If that is not what Ron said, you are on the show. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I remember this vividly.
Dude, stop taking arrows for Ron. He says dumb stuff. That's what dumb people do.
No, he's just telling the truth.
That's exactly what happened.
We never were comparing
Bro, K-Dot was there. He was there. You said us losing Zach is the same thing as you losing Bo. You said that. Literally said that. So everybody is remembering what you said, but you.
That's what he said. I don't.
Duke, you weren't even there. You weren't even there. You weren't even there.
I said.
You weren't even there.
And if I did say that, it's because Bo's a bum.
Exactly. See, look at that. Exactly.
He's trying to make the Broncos relevant.
The nickname of your quarterback is literally Bo Picks.
He's trying to make the Broncos
make them relevant. Hey, $20, you'll find a clip. Ron, dig into your butt crack and grab that $20 you got and give it to K-Dot. K-Dot, I'll send you $20. I'll send you $20 myself.
The nickname of his quarterback is literally Bo Picks.
You have
he got the nerve to talk about our quarterback.
Chill.
His nickname is
Chill. Bo Nix had less interceptions than Sam Darnold last year. So what is Sam Darnold then?
It's because he don't throw like Sam. That's why.
All right, watch this. Chill. Watch this.
It's because he don't throw like Sam.
Wait, no, chill. Watch this. Sam Darnold, Bo Nix threw the ball 600 times last year.
Them little bubble screens, bubble screens,
and had less picks. So you tell me, what does that mean for your dude? What does that mean for your?
How many times did Sam throw? How many times did Sam throw?
We got a $50 super chat.
How many times did Sam throw? How many times did Sam
super chat? Jake Fastione, 6044, $50. Can I listen to the super chats? Ron, can we get back to basketball? Goodness gracious. Hey, K-Dot, find a clip.
We'll get back to it. Hey, you know what? I don't care if I said it or not. Now since you said I said it, now I'm gonna stand on it.
Now you don't care.
No, now I'm gonna stand on it.
Now you don't care.
Hey, Zach Charbonnet is better than Bo Nix.
Exactly.
I don't think that's what you said, Ron. But
Nah. I'm saying it now.
Dude, stop trying to save grown men. Stop trying to save grown men, dude. Stop trying to save grown men.
Better than Bo Picks.
Stop trying to save grown men. Ron said it. Let Doofus speak for himself.
Ron did say it. Zach Charbonnet better than him.
Hey, Ron,
Super
go like
Bowl
this.
champion.
Go like this. Go like this.
Hey,
You're an idiot.
hey, no. Hey, Duke, Super Bowl champions.
Ron, we have 3 of them. What are you talking
Super
about?
Bowl, hey,
we have
win.
3 of them. What are
Win.
you talking about?
When were you
What
born?
do you mean
when y'all had
win? My
championships?
lifetime.
Were you
My
born?
lifetime.
Hey,
My lifetime.
we don't
what
remember
happened
those.
the-
We don't
wait,
remember
wait,
those.
whoa. What happened the last time you were in the Super Bowl?
We won.
They won.
Clown.
They won.
Clown.
What happened the year
You're
before
talking
that?
about
They
2013.
won.
You're talking about
They won.
2013.
Nah,
Yeah,
You're talking about
they won.
2013.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
before
but
that.
again, because
happened?
y'all
When you
y'all's
got
football
mocked.
knowledge is so limited. Y'all
We got to get back to basketball.
Okay,
I'm
to get
sorry,
back to
Jake.
basketball.
I'm sorry it took me so long to grab
Quit
the
twerking.
reins of everything. But thank you, Jake, for
Effort.
sending through that $50. The next, well, we're about to get back in the time machine and go watch playoff series. I'm waiting for Ox to get back. But actually, no. Duke, it's on you.
Oh yeah.
What playoff series do you want to go to?
Actually, the one that I remember the most watching was the 07 Warriors versus Dallas. I would love to go back and watch that. That was one
First
of the most
round series?
Yeah, the We Believe Warriors against the Dallas Mavericks when they upset them. That was one of the most fun series I've ever watched. Like basketball wise, Baron Davis was incredible. Michael Petrus was great. That fantastic series. And then the other one I was thinking was the 2010 Lakers versus Suns when Kobe averaged 33, 8, and 7 or something like that. I would definitely go back and watch that.
I don't think we talk nearly as much, and I know I bring up a lot of old series, but that '96 West Finals between Seattle and Utah was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
That was
I just didn't want to go with a homer one, but yeah.
I remember that vividly. I
Bunch of
remember
homers up
Stockton
here.
and Gary Payton went at it. Gary Payton, I think, got the best of them. I'm not sure if Seattle wins that game, even though I'm not a big homer guy. I don't know if they beat the Jazz if that game 7 is in Salt Lake City, though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they beat them if that game is in Salt Lake City. Nope. That was a fantastic series, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
The 96 championship would have been sick too, even though we lost.
Yeah, that would be fire.
Yeah, Sean
But,
Kemp showed up. I wish everybody else showed up in that series.
That's true.
But going back to your the original one, that Baron Davis, Monte
Yeah.
Ellis, Matt Barnes,
Yeah.
Corey
that team was
Maggette.
so fun to watch.
Andres Biedrins.
Oh yeah, Beatrins.
Yeah, that would have been a fire. Was David Lee on that team?
Don't think so. Maybe.
They had a power.
2007?
No, David Lee was.
Maybe. No, he was in college.
No, he
at
was
that
in Florida.
Yeah, he was in college at that point.
Who was there? I think I'm getting him confused with Biedrins because Biedrins is a big lefty.
Yeah.
David Lee didn't show up to
They had Monta at that point too.
Yeah, they had
Golden
Monte.
State
Yeah,
until,
yeah.
2010, maybe, I think 2012, something like that. When he showed up to Golden State, yeah, he was in college. No, he wasn't in college at that point. He had
And
just
in
Steven
New
Jackson.
York,
Steven Jackson was really
yeah,
good in that series too.
okay. Yeah, he had just left. He had just left school. He hadn't been out of school that long. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a dope team.
I wasn't really that big of a fan
the-
of that We Believe team. I really wasn't.
It was just fun. It was fun to
That
watch.
team was
bro.
tough, chill.
That team
I
was
just think
fun to watch.
that was a terrible. I think Dallas could have won the NBA championship that year. I think Dallas could
They
have
should
very
have beat the
That's,
Warriors.
that's
Yeah.
why. That's why it was a crazy series to me.
I think that they could have won.
I
the
did
NBA
not think they were going
championship.
to win that.
Because I think that was just a. If I think about what they did, if I think about what Dallas did when it came to, I think San Antonio. I mean, they handled San Antonio for the majority of the season that year, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I would have to go back and fact check, but I would have liked to have seen them two in the playoffs. Yes, I would have liked to have seen them two in the playoffs and seen them two getting it on again. And I think that they could have beat San Antonio had they seen them again. Yes.
Yeah, that was a good team.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they should have beat the Warriors because they
Yes.
went 0-3 against the Warriors in the regular season. That was just a team that kept
That was
beating
just
them.
a
They
terrible
couldn't. Yeah, they
matchup
couldn't.
for us.
Yeah, they could not match up with that.
They couldn't beat the Warriors. That small ball stuff just killed them.
They spread.
And
yeah.
Dirk sucked in that series too, Marz.
Dirk
if
was
I'm being honest.
terrible.
He was awful
in
in
that
that
series.
series.
Yeah.
That doesn't help Dirk's reputation because
No,
after
it
the
did not.
06 finals, he then comes and his first playoffs after that is this. Dirk's PR was bad for a little while.
It was
2011.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
2011. So you know.
That really
Yeah.
hurt.
He
That really
said
hurt. his
he
legacy.
was said he was embarrassed, Mars, to come get that MVP trophy. Embarrassed.
Dude,
I mean, yeah,
Big
because
up.
he was already at home. I mean,
Had to
Wouldn't
fly
you?
back from
I mean,
Germany.
They won
they
6,
ain't,
7
they
games
ain't
that year.
expect that. Yeah, they ain't expect like the MVP of the league to be at home after losing to a
They
team
did
that was
not
like
expect that.
500.
that
Well,
team,
he-
that We Believe team just looks so fun to play. Like it would be so fun to play on that team. Just cracking the long ball, just run and gun.
It sucks because Dirk was so good that year, man. Like he was so.
He was better than
unbelievable.
Kobe, is what I heard.
Yeah, I thought he was best regular season player. I think he deserved that MVP. Yeah, respect. But he deserved that MVP in every bit. But and he was bad at times in that Golden State Warriors series, but he also was hooping as well. And so like he had moments, but then it was just a collapse.
Also, that was like the first time we really saw
It's
that,
terrible.
this Warriors crowd go crazy like for a while. Like
Yeah.
they started like turning up crazy after that.
Mm-hmm. That was a really fun series to watch.
He sucked in that series.
Yeah. And speaking of which, since Dirk stole that MVP from Kobe, he deserved to lose in the first round.
Just so
Well,
you
you
know,
Lost in the
believe
first round too. The same shit would have happened. Kobe would have been getting his MVP.
Was that the 3-1 series, Marz? That
That's
was the
not
3-1
that's
series.
not what I said. I said
No,
since he
06 was a
stole the
3-1
MVP.
series.
so and just so you know, Ron, I don't know if you know this, Ron, but in 2007, Steve Nash finished second in the league in MVP votes that year. So he stole
should've
it.
won
And Steve Nash stole second place from Kobe too.
When?
I think Steve Nash deserved 07 more than he deserved 06, personally. I
He
think
definitely deserved 07 more than he did 05.
they probably should have flipped it, to be honest. Dirk, I think, probably had a better case for MVP over Nash in 06, and then Nash had a better case over Dirk in 07. But
And Mars, you know what's funny?
Kobe should have won in 06.
You know what's funny? Because every time you guys bring up Dirk or bring up Steve Nash, and I get to talking about Sean Marion and Amari Stoudemire and some of those other players that were over there, we were talking about 2K. Yeah, we were talking about 2K ratings. I think that was yesterday. Would it blow you guys' minds if I was to tell you that I don't remember the exact year? It might have been 2K6, might have been 7, might have been 2K5. Sean Marion was ranked higher than Steve Nash.
See, with the bullshit.
And Amari.
Was he really?
I think one of the years Amari was ranked higher than him, maybe 2 of those years. And then one of the years Sean Marion
was the highest on the team.
Nah, he wasn't the highest.
Oh, okay.
And they might have had the same exact ranking. It was one of those. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I know like it was right there, if not better.
Sean Marion was like that. I mean,
He
shout out
was.
to 2K. I don't think I've ever agreed with 2K ratings. I'm not about to start now, but shout out to Sean Marion. I ain't about to slander.
Kind of tough.
All right, Ron, we move on to another series.
Yeah, let's run it back over again. Morse, start from the top, man. You took us to 1950. Where you want to take us to now?
Well, I said it when Ox said it. I'm going to the 08 playoffs, and it's going to be Boston again. Boston against Cleveland. 7-game series. The only reason I'm picking it is because they've managed to wipe the games off the internet except Game 7, which I think is very funny. So I want to be able to watch that series in its entirety. Shout out to the guy who uploaded Game 1 last week, so we can really get to it and watch that series. But yeah, that's the series I want to watch. So yeah, 08
That was a good series.
second rounds.
Man, that was a good series. James sucked early on, and then he started getting it going. Paul
37
Pierce also
turnovers.
was not very good, and then he started to get it going later on. Defensively, the Celtics were just superior throughout the course of that series. And Delonte West actually can play basketball.
Yeah,
He
he's
can play.
nice. He was nice.
Delonte West can play basketball, and he was one of the few guys on that Cleveland squad that did not have, in the words of Ox, those
remember
bottle
he was in the
cap
Sonics.
eyes. He didn't have them dollar sign eyes. No, he was with the drama. He just wasn't as good as the rest of those guys. But I think Game 7
I
was
mean,
for
he
the
turned the ball over one of every 4
Yes.
possessions in that series. So like
Game 7 was definitely for the ages.
it's tough.
He was nice.
I didn't think that Cleveland could go into Boston and win Game 7. I didn't expect James to go for 40.
I mean, they were right there. Yeah, they lost by what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, we had a
5.
ball game. Yeah, we had a ball game going down to the end, and it was between James and Paul Pierce, kind of like Dominique Wilkins and Bird. That's what it looked like. Like you
The
go
better
out.
player came out on top. Yeah,
You said you can't find the series anywhere, Mars?
I found game 1, but game 1 and game 7,
Yeah,
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
it's
Very
difficult.
tough to find in their entirety. I have a theories as to why, but
What's the theory?
they
Yeah,
hide the
enlighten
cards
us.
not being good, but it's cool. Shout to them. They'll have the footage of game 7 where he has 45. Well, God forbid they have the footage of game 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's just impossible.
I'm
I got game
looking
6 right
right
here,
now, Mars. I see.
Yeah, I got game 6 right here, Marz.
Let me go. I go oldest
Maybe
first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
fine.
have-
Send me these links,
Oh my
please.
gosh.
I'm sending it to you right now, Marz. Hang
Yeah,
on.
I'll love
Send it to the
go-
group, chill. Send it to the group.
Yeah, finding these full games has
That's what I'm
been
looking for
borderline
right now.
impossible for me.
Hold on for a second.
Yeah, Eastside General. That's the one I've been watching for like the last hour and a half for game 1.
To the group right now.
That's the one I've been watching, game 1. He uploaded that shit 7 days ago.
Yep. Let's see here. Nope, I don't want to do that. Game 6.
Versus
Yep,
opponent.
right here. Sending it to the group right now.
Yeah, I got all the possessions, Mars.
Oh,
But-
the possessions. Okay,
That's game 6, Marz. Yep.
thank you.
Yes.
If
sir.
you're a Braun fan, I wouldn't recommend going back and watching this. but-
Either way, though, that game 7 was something different.
2008. Let's see if I can find game 5 for you.
Oh, it starts in the second quarter, but we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, that's all I could find from that specifically. The question
game
that I
7
had,
would be all over the. Oh, game 2. I found game 2.
what would happen? So the Cavs just went to the NBA championship the year before that. What happens if they beat Boston in that game 7 in their building? And James is because that's the
They
semifinals.
go
That ain't
and
the
lose
conference
to
final.
Detroit in 08. Yeah, they just go.
Yep, that's the conference. That's the. Do you think they beat Detroit again?
Nope.
Detroit's. I mean, we would have to get another gargantuan effort from James again, like we got from him the year before. Wow, that Cleveland. I mean, that Detroit team. They were older. No, Ben Wallace wasn't there in 07. He's actually on Cleveland in 08, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually on Cleveland. How would they?
That Cavs team was not good enough, and if that Cavs team somehow made it to the
It
finals
wasn't good
again,
enough in 07.
That would have
Mark.
been impressive.
It was just about James.
no comment. That Cavs team in 08 was not good enough. They were worse than they were in 07. Their defense was just not as good as it was the previous year. And the West and the
with
East
Ben
was
Wallace.
stronger. And then, but if they somehow did manage to make it out of the East and get to the finals, they would have got obliterated by the Lakers.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, the
That would've
08
settled
team
a lot
was
of debates.
worse, Yeah. For Kobe fans, for sure.
Fact.
But yeah, the 08 team was just worse than the 07 team. And the conference they were in was better. So it's just a tough spot to be in for them. But, it is what it is.
They got the same group.
East was brutal back then.
Delonte, Zerbiak. Was Zerbiak on the crew in 07?
Wally's World.
I don't think Wally was on the crew in 07. Was he?
No, I'm pretty sure he was.
He was.
Was he on the crew in 07?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I know Ben Wallace wasn't.
Yeah,
on.
he was because he got traded to the Sonics.
Ben
in
Wallace was not
08.
on the crew in 07. Booby was on the crew. Joe
Going in
Smith
08.
in the
Joe
East.
Smith, yeah.
So the Eastern Conference was better in 08 than it was in 07.
I mean, Boston did most of that. But yeah, I mean, the bonus of not having Ben Wallace still not being in Detroit and being on the Cavs now, that's cool, I guess. But I mean, you're still running out there with Braun, Big Z, Delonte, Zerbiak, and then Ben Wallace or BB Gibson or Joe Smith or Varejao, whoever. Like, it's just they're not doing nothing. Especially when their defense isn't as good as they were the year before. It's just I also found game 2 8 snacks. But I haven't looked for that series in a while, so thankfully there's been 2 uploads in the past like month and a half. So shout out to those people doing God's work. Finding this series because I've been meaning to watch it.
So you end up replacing Drew Gooden and Donyell Marshall with Zerbiak and Ben Wallace. That's who you're replacing them with. which means that offensively, again, I mean, Zerbiak could knock down an open shot. Zerbiak could score a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he wasn't to the level of when we're talking about winning the NBA championship, what you're going to need from somebody like him in order to do that. That's why I'm thinking about at that point, it's going to take another gargantuan effort from James in order for them to get there. Same thing that we do with KD when they end up losing to Milwaukee, like the stuff that he would have had to do in order to get to the NBA championship with Kyrie Irving being hurt, right? In addition to James Harden being hurt, like I think James, even with them being healthy, I think James would have had to be even better. And then when they see that,
Should we know that though?
I mean, it was hard for LeBron to be worse. So I hope he did.
But sure, that goes without saying though. Like we all knew that that Cavs team wasn't all that good. Like when they went to the finals in 07, like we know why they went to the finals.
That why he left?
It was a LeBron James carry job.
It was Boobie Gibson, Boobie Gibson in Game 7.
That's why he left Cleveland. Like team wasn't.
Well,
good.
actually, I think his 09 teams could have 09 and 2010. They could have made it.
They should have beat that Orlando team. I'm still saying
it's funny.
Yeah,
In
but
07, I don't think they were good enough. But in 09 and 10,
he shouldn't have had to do that much in order for them to be competitive in that series. No, they
even those even the 09 and 010 team wasn't all that good
over Boston, by the way. Like, I'm not gonna say it's revisionist history, but everything at the time, people were picking the Cavs. Like they were seen as the better team than the Celtics. But then they lost to Boston in 2010, and now it's they had no chance. But at the time, the Boston Celtics were the underdogs.
I'm not gonna say they didn't have a chance, but I never thought that. Similar to like how I felt about the Rockets making it to the finals, that's always how I felt about Cleveland. Like, yeah, you guys had LeBron, but I never believed in Mo Williams like that. And then it was just like he just didn't really have that good of a team. Like it just was. I just never thought that they were all that good. Delonte was solid, but these guys just weren't. They weren't good
that
enough.
Good of a team, yeah, they weren't.
No, they weren't.
I don't think that's deniable. They weren't that good of a team. That's why they were never going to win.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to the finals, but man, shout out Braun. Braun is Braun.
The East was
not good. Let's not.
let's
not
act
like
let's
not act like the East was awesome in 2008
Yeah.
because it wasn't. No, it was not.
I do wonder.
I didn't want to
what
say
would
it,
have been
but
better for LeBron's quote unquote legacy, whether he was in the East or the West. Because if he was in the West, his finals record would be better. But then his fans couldn't push he's carrying teams to the finals every year agenda. So I wonder which one would be like better for him.
They would probably come up with some sort of logic why he was winning in the Western Conference as opposed to the Eastern Conference being weak and him getting to the NBA championship. Well, the reason why he was winning in the West was because he had a bomb squad, or the reason why he was winning in the West was because he had or these guys got hurt and he wasn't able to see these guys in the NBA championship or some nonsense like that. I think it would always be something to that level. Yes.
Boy, you love you some LeBron James, huh?
You hate him. That's the difference.
I don't hate LeBron.
Hate him.
I don't hate LeBron at all.
You hate him.
I'm just a realist when it comes to LeBron.
Is he lower on LeBron or are you lower on Kobe, Chill?
That's a good one.
No, Chill. See, do I?
He's 100% lower on James.
Chill. You have Kobe outside of your top 10, which is insane.
No, but
Jabbar's closer to the GOAT than Kobe is to number 10.
Bron, did you?
And you have him lower than 10.
Did you have Bron outside top 5?
Bron? No, I have Bron fluctuates between 4 and 5 with me, and it's one.
That's kind of crazy.
I'll wake up on a Monday. No, it's not, because I wake up on a Monday. I think Kobe's better than LeBron. If you guys think that's crazy, then whatever. But
I'm obviously crazy.
Okay. So that's time out. So Kobe over Bron is that's a converse. I watched these niggas play against each other. I watched them play against each other.
If we're gonna do the head for head, isn't somebody like party? Isn't somebody like 20? What is Bron's record against Kobe? So we're doing head to head.
16 and 6 is what.
Yeah, since we're doing head to head,
I watched them play in the league at the same time. I watched them play in the league at the same time, and I always thought Kobe was better than Bron.
Okay,
but
when did you
that's
think
not.
he was better?
Time out. Swipa. before you derail this conversation and try to make it go
derailing. I asked you a
back.
question.
No, before you try to make this conversation zigzag and go a whole bunch of different places,
I'm not zigzagging.
let's stay right where it's at.
Right.
I have LeBron at 4 and 5. The people that I have over LeBron, let's just say I have him at 5. The people that I have over LeBron, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the most decorated resume of all time.
Sure.
Michael Jordan, I don't need to say anything else about Jordan.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant. Now, you guys feel how you feel about Kobe, but the
Bluebirds.
people that are high on Kobe, it is a lot of people that, I don't want to say it's a lot of people, but it's enough people that have Kobe over LeBron to the point where it's not crazy.
It's
enough people. It's enough people.
I guess.
It might be a minority, but there's enough people that have Kobe over LeBron. That's not ridiculous. That's not the one where it's like, oh, you don't know ball, you're crazy.
You know how many people in the world think the Earth is flat?
Plenty.
Okay.
You gonna say that they're not crazy because there's enough of us?
No, what I'm trying to say
Mars, you
is
have been in
this
space
isn't
before.
something that's just out of left field though. Like Kobe over LeBron, that's not a.
It is left field though. At some point, we can't
it's
just keep
not.
allowing people to say whatever.
All right, I'm not about to get it.
Bro, how long has he been better than him? In
What?
your estimation? So, like, he's been better than him wire to wire, or like when did he pass?
When did LeBron pass Kobe to you?
Like James and Bryant. Like, how long has Bryant?
I'll
been
probably
better than him?
say
Always better than him, or was it close?
no,
at
not
one
always
point?
better. Like it was 2016, 15, 14, 13, 12.
So,
You know, like no, not always
Yeah,
better
now?
than him.
It's
I'll
2016,
probably say
Time
I
out,
think
Chill.
I think Bron jumped Kobe in probably I'll say 2012 was
So 2010,
around-
LeBron wasn't better than Kobe Bryant.
You guys you guys just
I
must
do
not remember
remember.
Kobe in 2010.
I perfectly
You just
remember.
must not remember him.
You
But then
don't
you guys
remember
are also
LeBron.
you guys are
You
also
don't
the same
remember
people.
LeBron.
You guys are also the same people that would swear up and down LeBron was playing defense in 08, but Kobe wasn't.
Who said
You guys
that?
are the same people.
At the
A lot of
level
people
of
say
Bryant,
that.
wait, who said
A lot
that?
of people say that.
you doing, Ron?
What? Hold on.
Which
What?
one of
Just
us
say that
said
again,
that?
Chill.
At
Say
the
that again,
level
Chill.
of James, at that point,
I never said that. I never see you guys be taking stuff
You
and just
said that he
flipping
was
it.
playing- okay,
No.
I'm not flipping it. You
I
said he was
said
playing
it's two
defense.
separate
You said he
statements.
was-
It's
you
two
said he
separate
was playing
statements. I
defense.
never said
You
LeBron.
said-
I never said
you said
Kobe
he
was
was
better than
playing
Bron,
defense. I'm not saying
even though I
that.
think he
I'm
was
not
better than
saying
Bron.
that.
I
You said he
never
was
said
playing
that.
defense,
No,
bro.
listen to what I'm saying. Listen
heard
to
you,
what
Ron.
I'm
I
saying.
100%
No,
heard
you
you.
did not
You
hear
said-
me.
Oh,
I did. Can I say what I said so you don't take
I already heard you
it because
say
you
it.
guys do this? No,
I don't need to
you're
hear you say it
chill.
again.
You're telling me something that I didn't
Ron,
say,
you
so I'm
just
trying
said-
to tell
You just said, quote, you guys are talking like James was playing defense in 08 and Kobe Bryant wasn't. My rebuttal to that was to the level of James. End quote.
That's not the point I'm making.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
what's the point
comparing
you're
them as defenders. What I'm trying to say is you guys are say that I didn't watch LeBron in 2000 and you guys are say LeBron never watched LeBron. I'm questioning whether you guys watched Kobe in 2007, 8, 9, 10, and even 11. See, you guys are trying to make it seem like Kobe fell off a cliff after 2010. Kobe in 11 and 12 before the Achilles injury was getting fucking busy.
And who was the best
Busy.
player in
I'm
the
not
world in
talking about
2011?
LeBron James.
And
I'm
who
not
was the
talking.
best
I'm talking
player in
about Kobe Bryant.
2011?
I'm not comparing them. Right now, I'm not comparing them. I'm just talking about Kobe Bryant and the level
a
of play
great
he was
player.
at. In 2012, Kobe Bryant was still a top 3 player in the NBA.
Well, respect.
No,
but,
he wasn't, Ron.
But he was a
2012?
great player.
No, he
but you're
was
telling
not,
me
Ron.
Kevin
So
Durant
wait,
was not better than Kobe in 2012. He
Brother.
wasn't.
I'm not that high
So-
on 2011 or 12 Kobe. I think 13 he ended up getting a lot better than he was in the year 2 years prior. But
So Ron,
Kobe was still that boy.
Ron, so by the time
in
we get-
11, 12,
So
13.
okay, but Ron, by the time we get to
What's up?
2009 with LeBron, right? So
Swipa,
I'm
honestly,
just
Swipa,
going-
I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it.
Ron, I'm
'Cause
asking.
no,
I'm
this isn't a
asking.
conversation
It
for
is
me.
a conversation.
I'm trying to tell you
We're
this.
telling
LeBron
you.
and Kobe in 2009 is not a convo
This
for
is
me.
a basketball show, so you're going to sit there and hush and get answered a basketball question.
It's not
So
a
in
convo for
But
me.
why?
That's
But why?
ironic.
But hold on. But what did Kobe do better than LeBron in 2009, in your estimation?
In
What was he doing
2009, Kobe, he was just a better basketball player. I don't. It's
But
hard to
what was
like.
it? What was it though? What was it?
basketball, he just told
Because
you.
I
No,
said
but
so,
look,
he didn't
Kobe was
answer,
still
Ron.
elite in 2009. No, Ron, I'm with you. He was elite.
Yeah, no shit.
No, but so I think
I'm-
you're hearing two different things. I'm not saying Kobe was not great, but I'm asking you at that point in time, Me being 2009 having this conversation is generous, but you're saying 2011. We haven't even gotten there yet. I'm saying in 2009 when Kobe, because LeBron at that point was 23.
He turned 20. He
4?
turned 25 in 09. He
24, 25.
Bron had a lot of flaws in his.
09, he was 24 that year.
He was 24. Kobe was 28, 29. So like he was still.
I think
Kobe was older than that.
Well, he was 30.
Kobe was
He was definitely older than that.
Well,
Yeah.
he's not that much. He's 6 years older than LeBron, right? Six. Is that the exact number? 6 years.
Yeah, he's about 6 years. So, I think
He
he's
was 30,
yeah.
which is prime Kobe still. It's still prime Kobe. At that point in time, though, Ron, like, what do you feel like Kobe was better at than LeBron overall?
Kobe was more poised. He understood the game better. Like I know Bron has a high IQ. I know Bron does his. He's always been a good passer and playmaker. Kobe understood the game better. I'm gonna get to that part, Duke. But since we're here, yes, he was more of a killer, more of an assassin. He was a better scorer. He had his spots where you just absolutely couldn't stop him. He was a mid-range maestro. On top of that, like. Once again, I'm not comparing Kobe to LeBron when I say this. I'm just talking about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was still getting to that rim and catching bodies. Kobe was 30. Kobe was still like, no, he wasn't dunking the way he was dunking in 03 and 04. Kobe was catching bodies in 2013. So we can rewind back to 09 and just imagine he was still catching bodies. The thing about it was similar to Jordan when Jordan, during that second three-peat, where it's like, yeah, I'm still athletic. I just don't have to do all of that. I'm in the words of Chill, I'm parking a lawn or a reclining chair in the mid-range, and I'm just going to work.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
The 3-point shot was, Kobe was still blow your head off from 3-point range. Like Kobe just did whatever he wanted to do. It was just whatever he wanted to do, Kobe did it.
That's fire.
Okay.
Shout out to Kobe, man.
He was a
good
killer.
player right there.
The winning. Marz and I had this conversation. It got as a pretty heated debate at that point in 2009. The winning is what separated it for me. That I had given it to Bryant. That was
Bron,
I thought that James was a better player than him at that point. 2009, 08, 09, 9, 10. I thought James was better than him as a player. I think the winning was. I thought James was a better basketball player. The fact that Bryant had won the league MVP, they had won the NBA championship in back-to-back years, I couldn't deny it.
But LeBron had won the MVP in that.
Well,
year,
the separator should be being the better player. That should be the separator. But I
was about to say, then what is he?
The separator was, for me, it was winning, because I think that at basketball, and I know how you feel about.
But LeBron,
I know how you feel about being a better basketball player, right? I do know that. I know how you feel about being a better basketball player, but what I care about when we're talking about being a basketball player, how does that intertwine and with us winning, us being successful as a group? Like, you look great as a dribbler. You look awesome.
So if LeBron never left the Cavs ever, he just never would have been better than Kobe.
Winning does matter when you're talking about being a better player.
Yeah, that's just illogical. I'm sorry, that just doesn't make sense.
It 100%.
Like, there's no way
always gonna
free
make sense
agency
to me.
decisions
Always.
is why LeBron is better than Kobe. Like that,
Yeah.
your argument is now literally LeBron being a free agent is why he's a better basketball player.
That's not true. No.
That's literally what you are saying.
My argument.
That's literally
That's
what
not
it's
what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the reason why he became better is because he became on that. I already thought he was a better basketball player, but the fact that you were able to take that and go win with it and be better as a winner, because winning matters when you talk. Marz, all you care about is, are you better at basketball? I don't just care about that.
But
I don't.
If he, like I said,
how would it have been LeBron's fault if Gilbert was his owner?
If he never leaves the Cavs, you have LeBron at 11 all time.
I don't
Because he's now below Kobe, apparently.
But it depends on what ends up happening in
He's in Cleveland,
Obviously,
though,
they
Chill.
weren't going to win.
They're
Obviously,
not
they
going
weren't going to win.
No, they're not going to win.
So LeBron now can't be a top 10 player because he decided to not leave
without winning?
LeBron
No.
James can't be a top 10 player because he decided to stay on his team in free agency.
No,
And that's
not,
logical to you.
not. Yes, it is logical to me. Not if
Cool,
you're
I
not
guess.
winning.
Whatever.
No,
Whatever.
But hold on, wait.
We're never gonna agree, like, we don't need
But
to-
chill. They wouldn't have
Yeah,
had the first
why?
round. They wouldn't have
I
the first
get it.
overall pick in
I don't get it.
13 and 14, or even the Wiggins pick. They wouldn't have any of those picks. They
That's
never would have
correct.
got Kevin Love. They never would have had Kyrie.
Never.
So if they don't have Kevin
Never had
Love,
Tristan
Wiggins,
Thompson.
or
None of
Kyrie,
them do.
any of the trade assets, how would they have won? But how would that be LeBron's fault?
That would explain why he left. That would
No, but I'm
explain
saying,
why
but
he
you're
left.
but you're saying
LeBron is the GOAT because
but
of free
loyalty,
agency.
but
That is
loyalty
what-
No,
would
that's not
penalize
why
LeBron.
LeBron is the GOAT. LeBron is the GOAT is because when he got an opportunity to perform as he got better throughout the course of his
He
career.
performed versus the Magic though the year they lost to the Magic. He averaged 38, 8, and 8.
He did get busy. And then now let me ask you this
But
question.
they lost. But they lost.
But
so that's
wait. That guy who had 38, 8, and 8. That guy who averaged 38, 8, and 8. Is that guy better than the dude in 15?
Yes.
When they lost. You think he better than him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or you think he just had a better season than him?
I think he's better than him.
I don't think he better than him. I don't. I just
That's
think he had
fine.
a
I mean,
better
they
season
both lost.
as a basketball
I mean,
player. James is much smarter. James is much smarter as a basketball player at that point. His jump shot is way better than what it is in 2009 than what it is in 15.
Agree with
Now,
that. But
his long ball is definitely better. I think his ability to get to the rim.
But Chill, do you think they lost the series because LeBron wasn't good enough, or the team and the Magic just played better than the team that LeBron had?
Well, I always stood.
Dwight Howard averaged 25 and 13 in that series.
But I
Chill,
always stood on the line.
Dwight obliterated that.
Oh, he destroyed their front line. Yes, he destroyed the Cavs front line.
25 and 13, Ron.
That's my logic.
Jeez.
My logic is that it wasn't the fact that James wasn't good enough as a player at that point, but he did improve as a player from that point. From 2009 to 2010 to 2011 to 2012, 2013, he became better as a player. If he stayed that same player in 2008, I'm not sure if he is on that Miami Heat team in 2010, 11, 12, 13. I'm not sure if they winning. He's a different player when he plays on that team. He's a much better player. He's a more skilled player. He's a better jump shooter. He's a better defensive player. When you playing with
What
better
year? 2015 LeBron is a better defender than 2009 LeBron?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I'm confused.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying that at all.
I'm with Chill though. I do think 2015 Bron is better.
I think he's better.
He has less holes in his game. He's more complete
As a player.
2009 LeBron was so flawed. I understand.
2009 Braun is nasty.
No, I mean every Bron. 2003 Bron is nasty. But what I'm saying is like in 2009, like
2006 Bron
Bron still had glaring holes in his game.
2003 Braun is not that.
By 2015,
The only
he's so
glaring
well
flaw I
rounded.
think Braun had in 09 was that he didn't have much of a post game he could go to. That's how
His jump shot wasn't consistent. His jump shot in 2009.
His
wasn't
jump
nearly
shot
as
has
consistent
never been
as-
consistent.
Yeah.
Apart
It was
from, like, the
consistent in
last, like,
13.
5
Yeah,
years.
It was consistent in 14.
No,
If
it
it-
wasn't.
Yes,
I
it
watched
was. Like
I
to
watched the
to Ron's
San
point,
Antonio
we actually
Spurs
sitting
let
here
LeBron
watching James.
shoot
He can
for a
knock
whole
down an open
series,
jump shot.
and he made those jump shots in 2 games. I watched LeBron James, Mr. 41% from 3, LeBron James in 2013 get left wide open for a whole series and make jumpers in 2 games. He did that in 2013. I watched LeBron James in
This is the
2012
same-
shoot 15% from 3 against the Thunder. He
Yeah.
was not a consistent jump
Okay,
shooter.
now
he just
now,
won.
Now
He
listen
won.
to that. Now
That's
listen to
happened.
what
He
Marz
won.
just said. He was not a consistent jump shooter. This is the same Marz who will
He
sit up here
won.
and tell you guys that he
it.
will not judge a guy off a 4, 5, 6 game sample. Meanwhile, he's standing up here judging LeBron James on a 4, 5, 6 game sample.
LeBron
Meanwhile,
James
we had an
was still
82
being
game
left
season
open.
where he showed
If
you the
LeBron James was still
consistency
being
of his
left
jump shot
open
throughout
and
the course
still
of that
was
year.
streaky.
But now, for
In
5 years, for 5 games,
09,
or 6 games.
In
I'm sorry, Marz.
09,
I'm sorry,
LeBron James shot 35% from 3 for the year, or 35% from 3 for the year. In the mid-range, he shot like 40-ish%. In the playoffs, he shot 40-ish% in the mid-range again. That's in line with what he did in Miami. It's in line with it. The idea that LeBron James just became this levels better jump shooter is not founded in reality outside of the fact that in 2013 in the regular season, he shot 41%. But even that fell off a cliff in the playoffs. In 09 in the playoffs, LeBron James' jump shot was going in, especially from the mid-range. It was going in. In 2010, he shot the jump shot well until he hurt his elbow, and then he started shooting poorly. Like, there was no, like, the idea that he just became he didn't become a consistent shooter, in my opinion, until the second stint in Cleveland. In Miami, he just shot less jumpers.
2015, which
That was the difference.
Which is what I said.
No, not 2015. 2017 is when he became like a consistent jump shooter.
Yeah.
Even 2016
Like,
was
I thought
air.
it was-
2017 is
I
when
thought it was like 15 for real.
I thought it was like 2018.
No, but here, Marz, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna say this. I'm not misremembering. But here's the thing, though. I could be wrong. My eyes could be deceiving me. I could be wrong. I'm gonna just tell you, it just felt different. Now, does that mean it was different? I don't know, but he started. No, I'm gonna tell you what it is though. Because here's the thing, and this hat, I'm telling you, you could walk in any gym in America. When you see a guy shoot the ball confidently, and if we're in an open gym in the first
I don't think Rawn's ever been good at shooting, to be honest.
The first 3 plays of the game, a dude just comes down and he just shoots a ball, whether it's contested or whatever it is. If he shoots it confidently and he acts like it's gonna go in, you're gonna think psychologically, man, this dude is a shooter. And let him make one, you're gonna be like, damn, this dude can shoot the ball. I gotta guard him. I'm saying that to say, in 2015, LeBron just shot it. It felt like he was shooting it more confidently. And I'm assuming in 2015 he shot more threes than he shot in 2009 and in Miami. So he shot more and he shot it more confidently. So with that being said, I might just be equating him as a better shooter during that time because it looked better, it felt smoother, and he shot it more. That may be the case.
09 Braun when he got on a heat check was entertaining. But he's changed his mechanics. But
it could be that too. It could be the mechanics as well. It just looked more fluent.
To Marz's point though, just to clear it up because it's obviously a basketball show. Sure. In 2009, LeBron shot this is just percentage of shots first. He shot 26% of his shots from 3 in 2009, and then he shot in that 16 run you're talking about, Ron. He shot 22.5% of his shots from 3 over that same run. But to Marz's point, in that 2009 run, he shot 44% from short mid-range and 48% from long mid-range in that 2009 run, and then didn't do that again until his last year in Cleveland in 17-18. So to be fair, he did have an outlier, respective to all these other years, shooting performance from the mid-range over the course of that 2009 series and the playoff run in its entirety. For context,
Braun in 09 shot 38% from mid-range and 36% from 3. That turned into 47% in the playoffs and 32% from 3. In 2010, he was 40% from mid-range and 35% from 3. Then he got the elbow injury in the playoffs and he shot 40% from mid-range and
like
40% from 3. Yes, you see, this is a common trend. In Miami, his first year in Miami, he shoots 38% from mid-range and 36% from 3. Goes to the playoffs and shoots 38% from mid-range and 36% from 3. And then in 2012, he goes and shoots 43% from mid-range and 38% from 3. And that goes down to 39% from mid-range and 26% from 3. In 2013, he shoots 45% from mid-range and 41% from 3. That then goes down in the playoffs to 36% from mid-range and 39% from 3. In 2014, he's 42% from mid-range and 40% from 3. This is when I think it starts to turn around. And then it shows 45% from mid-range and 41% from 3 in the playoffs. In 2015, the Rawn year that he's alluding to, he was 39% from mid-range and 37% from 3. And then in the playoffs, he was 33% from mid-range and 22% from 3.
Jesus.
In 2016, he was in
Ron.
2016, he was 38% from mid-range and 31% from 3. In the playoffs, he was 37% from mid-range and 34% from 3. And then that's the playoffs. In the regular season in 2017, he was 37% from mid-range and 36% from 3. And in the playoffs, he was 41%.
Nobody said that he was, but that's not the point.
You tell me how 09 is significantly worse than anything I just read out.
So everything that you just read and you turn in terms
while
of
shooting a higher volume of jump shots in 09
in terms of statistics, I think it's interesting that you left out that throughout the course of the regular season, and we're talking about the regular season numbers. Yeah, we're talking about the regular season, and we're talking about the regular season and the postseason. So again, I'm looking at these numbers. Less than 10% of his shots were 10 to 16 feet away from the basket. Over 25%. That means 1 out of every 4 shots he's taking every night in the playoffs, in the regular season, over 1 out of every 4 shots he's taking. 1 out of every 4. The majority of the stuff that he's getting is going to the rim. When we get to the playoffs,
what year are you talking about?
This is in 2000. This was over the course from 2009 to 2014. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at one season. I'm looking at over the course from 2009 to 2014. From 16 feet to the long ball line, from 2009 to 2015, he was barely taking out of every 5 shots. He was barely taking 1 shot, barely taking 1 shot. And he was making it. Out of every 5 shots, he was making it. With that being said, his game was different at that point. I can appreciate these numbers that you're throwing at me, Marz, because I think that it's logical that a guy who his field goal percentage from the mid-range, his field goal percentage from 10 feet is different is the same from 2009 to 2014. But when I watch him as a player, when I watched how different his shots were, when I watched how he was getting his shots, he was a different level of player in 2015 than what he was in 2009. I'm bigger, stronger, and faster than you guys. In 2015, he was dealing with the back injury. So I can't out-physical you guys. I have to be smarter. I have to pick more spots where I can get open shots. And when I pick these spots where I can get open shots, I have to be able to knock them down. That's it.
His game being different doesn't mean it's better. We can discuss whether it was better or not. That's just a disagreement. The thing I'm disagreeing on is the tangible fact of whether or not he was a better jump shooter. And 09 Braun took 50% of it. I'm assuming all long twos are jump shots and all of his threes are obviously jump shots. That means more than 50% of his shots in 09 were jump shots, because 31% of his shots were long twos and 23% of his shots were threes. That means 54% of his shots were jump shots. And that's not even including the short mid-range jump shots. In 2010, he shot 29% and 24. That's 53%. And then he goes to Miami is 28 and 16, which is less than 50%. Then he goes, and then the next year in Miami is 30 and 11. That's less than 50%. In 2013, it's 23 and 17. That's less than 50%. Like I said, the eye test will pan this out as well. He shot less jumpers in Miami because A, he had more space, and B, they just didn't need him to shoot jumpers. A, because he's not that good at it, and B, they wanted him downhill. It's LeBron James. And then in 2014, it was 21% and 22%. That's less than 50%. In 2015, it was 19 and 23%. That's less than 50%. He shot more jumpers in 09 than he did in the years after. And he did it at similar percentages. There's no way that this is going to hang itself out of LeBron James. The notable improvement as a jump shooter is the difference. I can agree with the poise and the ability to read a defense, and that he's not relying on overwhelming athleticism. Cool. I can understand all of those things, the differences in his game. He obviously didn't play the same in 09 as he did in 2016. That wasn't my argument. I thought he was just as 09 and 15. I just thought he was better in 09 than he was in 15. The issue I had was the idea that he was better because of a jump shot, when everything I've said would actually say the opposite.
Sure, with
that
the numbers.
He shot less jump shots and the numbers were basically the same.
And fair enough. That's where I'm at, Ron.
Ron, who's better at their peaks, Kobe or LeBron?
Swipa.
Find out in 5 weeks. Find out in 5 weeks.
Facts.
Find out in 5 weeks.
Hey, Ron, who, if you had to build a team, which one of these players would rather lead your franchise in an NBA Finals?
Bryant.
Kobe.
I promise you too. I'm not thinking twice.
You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, like, to me, Kobe's just, and when I say so much, y'all relax. Like, I'm not saying that it's Kobe here and then Bron down here, but Kobe just as a scorer, it just
better than LeBron.
Yes,
in the playoffs.
Yes.
Which LeBron? Like any LeBron?
He's saying.
Yes.
He's saying. Yeah.
Kobe. It's Kobe's skill set. It's no defense to do anything with Kobe. The only thing that can stop Kobe is Kobe. There's no defense that can do anything with Kobe.
Well, that's just not true. Based on what
Kobe is a 4 or 5 level scorer. However you guys do that, I can post.
But Kobe,
mid-post,
they both have
3-point line.
They both have lows in the finals, though. Both of them do. Both of them.
Yeah.
Like multiple games, series.
Yeah, okay.
So they both
have
can
lows.
stop by that same logic, though.
Is Kobe stopping is him missing? Like it's nothing you could do with Kobe.
In 09, who do you think played better against the Magic, LeBron or Kobe?
James.
LeBron turned the ball over a lot.
Oh no, I can't really. I'd have to go back and watch those series, rewatch them.
EJ, that's my point. He shot more in
Off the top of my head.
I'm not talking to EJ. EJ's just an idiot. But okay. I Bron to me is one of the best playoff scorers ever. Kobe is also, but Bron to me is. I think you're understating his scoring a little bit.
I'm not really. I'm not. This isn't me once again, and that's why I said what I said before I said it. Like, I know Bron's an amazing scorer. Bron's top 10 scorer of all time, top 5, whatever. Out of top 10, top 5. But like Kobe just has more tools. It's harder to stop Kobe.
No, it isn't.
I don't think having more tools means it's harder to stop you.
Right.
Shaq has less tools, and he's harder. And
To me, it's just Kobe's
Shaq has less tools.
utility
And
and
harder to
LeBron
stop all
is
of them.
not.
It's evidence of that, Ron. Your man Jabbar is
Shaq might be
evidence
the
of that.
most unstoppable player ever, and his tool bag was.
But also too, Kobe's more aggressive than LeBron too. LeBron, remember there was a good portion of time where
in Game 7?
It was a
You
good
agree
portion
with
of time. A lot of you guys in the chat might not remember this because you might not have been tapped into. You might be too young or you might not have been tapped in. It was a lot of times where people were saying Bron was too passive. He overpassed,
He
things like that. Like
he wasn't a killer.
and he wasn't a killer. This was a knock for Bron.
It's
like
real
that's-
thing.
I mean, a
that-
lot of
that's-
things have been knots.
I
But
fucking hate
the
that
issue,
logic,
the
'cause
issue
that's
with a
just
lot of
not true.
LeBron
It's
conversations is a lot of things that have been knots for LeBron. You end up like looking at like the tangible data for the things they say, and like it ends up just not being true.
It's not.
Well, yeah.
Like he was a great
And, like,
passer.
Whether,
That was
whether we like
that
it
was
or
something
not,
he
that
leaned
is
on, yeah.
relevant.
It's just
Like,
not true.
Kobe in it.
But that was
Kobe
the
in
narrative,
his prime, in his prime,
And it was
playoff
wrong.
career,
Go ahead. I'm
from
sorry.
01 to 2012, Kobe shot 22 and a half shots a game in the playoffs and 8 free throws. LeBron James in his entire playoff career shoots 20 and a half shots a game and 8 and a half free throws. Like the aggressiveness stuff is what? Because of 2 shots?
Yeah, sounds
A
like the
game?
same thing to me. Sounds
And
like
that's
the
me
same-
using
Well, it's the
Kobe
moments.
prime
It's
years
the
and
moments,
and
I
not
think.
included. Yep.
Yeah.
But then once again, like the last
Kobe
shot
has those
stuff-
moments
more
too.
the
That's what I'm
attitude.
saying.
It's more
How
the
many people
attitude,
have
bro.
shot more last
Attitude
shots
shit. I'm sick of
than
hearing that
LeBron
shit, man.
James? Like,
I'm tired of that shit. That shit is
Like,
dumb.
at the end of
Chill,
the
but
day,
it was
It's
true
real,
though.
bro.
It was true.
It's
But it
real.
stopped being.
It's real.
But
It's
hold on,
real.
wait, wait,
That's
wait.
not
But wait,
real.
but
That
just for the
matters,
crowd,
bro.
just for the
Get
crowd,
out of here, man.
just for the crowd. The real criticism
that
of
matters. I don't care
LeBron
what
in
you
the
say, that matters.
passivity. But no, but the only time LeBron
Kobe
was passive
wasn't out there.
was
Kobe
throwing
wasn't
the
out
ball
there
to open
flopping.
teammates.
And I saw
Kobe wasn't out there flopping,
Kobe
crying
wasn't
to the
flopping.
refs.
Kobe shot
all of
20
that.
plus free throws in a
No,
game
that's
7.
not what I.
What are you
that's not
talking
what I-
about?
Swipa,
Dwayne
do
Wade
you-
was flopping. They
Swipa,
were all
do you-
flopping.
Do you listen
I know.
to what
Yes,
I
I
be
know.
saying?
They were all flopping. They all had flopping moments.
No.
All of them did.
Flopping and
Crying.
drawing
Flopping.
a
They were
foul is
all
two different
flopping
things.
at different points in time in their
Flopping
career.
and drawing
Yes,
a foul
all
is
of them.
two different things.
Michael Jordan was a flopper too. They all flopped.
Flopping and drawing a foul is two
All of them
different
flopped
things.
at different points in their career, especially in the playoffs. You think Mike
Flopping
fell? So hold on. You think when
and
Mike fell to
drawing a
the?
foul
I know.
is two
I know.
different
I
things.
hear
Mike
what
didn't
you're
even
not.
have
But
to
you're not
flop,
making a good point.
They were just
So
calling
are you
fouls.
telling me you go back and watch the Detroit Pistons series? You think Michael was falling on every single time because they were fouling him and bringing to the ground, or was it to accentuate the contact that he was making at the rim?
I mean, he was
That's
getting hit
flopping.
pretty hard.
All of these
Flopping
players
and
flop.
insinuating
They all flop.
contact isn't the same thing
No,
either.
it is flopping. If you go back and right now, you tell me, everybody, I want you to go turn your television on and go watch Mike in the 80s. And you go watch him drive to the basket, and you tell me that he is not accentuating his arm movement into a player, into a defender, and throwing his hands into the air. It happened in the same thing. They did the same damn thing in the 80s.
Yes.
Selling it.
Yes.
This has always been a thing. Players
yes,
flop.
and I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying it's two different things. James Harden doing it and Dwayne Wade doing it is two completely different things.
So you're saying LeBron flops more than Kobe?
Ginobili doing it and somebody else doing it is two different things.
Yes. They're like doing
Two
all
different
it is. And the thing about LeBron too is LeBron didn't really have to do it as much because he was 6'8", 6'9", and built like a train.
Can we get back to the aggressiveness point, because I'm confused. Like I already said, that Kobe and Bron, their shot like totals aren't that different. And anyone to play at least 3 game 7s, LeBron averages the second most points ever, at 35 a game.
And that just
So that's
changed
like-
Say the same
because he
thing.
was numero uno. Like that literally just changed like over the course of like a couple of weeks, like a couple of years ago.
So,
at one
like-
point he was number 1.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
All things
actually
considered, I do
putting him
have
at
LeBron number
2021
one
might have
overall.
actually put him over.
I do.
So like,
but
where is it? Like, I feel like this lack of aggression stuff is built on stuff that happened like in 2011, but there's so much evidence to the contrary. It's kind of weird that we're still perpetuating these things 15
So
years
much
later.
evidence. Like we still on that.
Evidence before and after, by the way. It's not just everything after 2011. Like
She looked better in that skirt than you
07
do.
game 6 against Detroit. I mean, how much
That's
more
all this
aggression do
is.
you need?
She looked
Like,
better in that skirt than you do.
09
this
game
is.
winner against the Magic.
doesn't matter to you?
and he's
The
scared
entire
of those
2020
calls
run.
and
It
like-
don't matter that somebody looked better?
Marz, the entire 2020 run, he was the go-getter in all of those series. All of them. He was the go-getter in every single one of those series.
LeBron was, 'cause he was the best
2018,
player in the
he
series.
was the go-getter. No, he was the go-getter. No, he was the go-getter in all these series. 2016,
because
the
he was
go-getter,
the
the
best
closer in all
player
these
in the series.
No,
Yes,
no. No, but Kyrie did. He had a shot. But I'm not going to sit here and act like LeBron also wasn't doing that. He opened the door for Kyrie to do it. Kyrie was a great player in his own right. I'm not saying he
LeBron
didn't.
started that fourth quarter with I think 2 threes over Festus Ezeli.
Yeah, like come on,
That
bro.
was,
Like,
that
what are we
was,
doing?
I mean, it's Festus Ezeli, but I mean, like, still.
So what? Yeah.
Like,
Did I ever say
he's got,
LeBron
like,
wasn't
one of the
aggressive?
No,
Did
but
I ever?
you question the aggressiveness in comparison, which is why I asked
In
about
comparison.
Yeah, but that's
like,
like once again, I said that there's a 2 shots per game difference in the playoffs between LeBron's whole career and Kobe's prime in the playoffs. LeBron in Game 7s averages 35 points per game. We don't have to go through the litany of game winners he's hit, closing out games, whatever the case may be. Like,
Which is
hitting the game
What
winner
is
doesn't
he
make
not-
you aggressive. Yeah, that just means you shot the
If
last
I
shot
do
of the
it
game.
more
Like,
than
that
once,
doesn't.
more than-
That doesn't.
more than
No,
three,
I
okay,
could.
okay.
I could.
We don't-
So
we don't-
was Robert Horry aggressive? Was Robert Horry aggressive?
Wow.
Was Robert Horry aggressive? Is
Look at
Derek
that.
Fisher aggressive?
Look at this.
So Derek Fisher's aggressive?
Yes.
Look at
Chill.
this.
Are you what are you doing right
Do you
now?
understand what aggressive means?
No. What is
I want to make
aggressive?
sure that I'm following you.
I thought that's what- well, I thought
Shooting
that's
one
clutch.
shot doesn't
Clutch
make
and
you
aggressive are
aggressive.
different
Yeah, I'm not
things.
talking about clutch. I'm not
Being clutch and
like
being aggressive
having
are two
having
different things.
having the
But like
nuts to shoot it, having the nuts to shoot a shot.
I
Yeah.
laid out Game 7
You have to
averages.
be
I spoke
aggressive
about
in
game
order to
winners.
have the
You
nuts
could, if
to
you want to
do
go
that.
through fourth quarter stats, LeBron James' fourth quarter
y'all
points
doing?
is up there with the highest in history. Like, where is the aggression not existing?
So are you guys gonna let me answer the question? Are you guys just gonna keep
Yeah,
throwing
I'm-
things
yeah,
out there?
What's the question,
Can
Ron?
I answer the
Ron, so I
question?
can follow. I want to make sure.
You're such a victim.
Like, so when the difference is, and I'm gonna go exactly to a point that fathead next to me said earlier. Nobody would ever call LeBron a brick thrower. Kobe Bryant gets labeled
Which
as a
he
shot
would.
chucker.
LeBron was
I'm
laying
not-
brick.
no, that
was
yeah.
the best brick layer.
Well,
there was.
they're just saying he can't shoot when they say that. Kobe literally. Kobe,
There's the goalpost getting moved again. That's
Can
why we're
I
changing it again.
can I make my point? You guys do this every time I try to make a point.
I'm sorry, Ron. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When LeBron gets called LeBrick, it's similar to Westbrook. You get called LeBrick because people say you can't shoot. Kobe gets called a shot chucker. He gets called a ball hog. He gets called somebody who just shoots. All he does is empty the clip. There is a difference between their styles of play. Every time Kobe gets the ball, he's looking to shoot. It's a reason why he's called an assassin. He's called a killer. Or he has that mentality. Kobe Bryant is labeled as somebody who just shoots and shoots and shoots. Kobe is aggressive. When he gets the ball, he's looking to score. LeBron, on the other hand, he gets the ball. He's observing. He's
still a better
he's
playoff
more
scorer than
prone.
Kobe.
He's more
Right.
prone
So
to
crazy.
pass, stuff like that. Like
He's got the most points in playoff history.
Yeah, I'm
Ron.
trying to understand. Like he's
What are you
literally
doing?
he's a
Points
better
being
scorer than
maybe
Kobe is
because
in
he
the playoffs.
played in 25 straight postseasons.
Hey, he's
Like,
still. Guess what? Even if you just want to do points per game, Ron, which one of them is the better scorer in points per game in the playoffs? Even if you just want to do that, just answer the question. Ron.
over their
Don't
career.
answer. Don't answer.
Over their
this.
What do you
career.
mean don't answer it? What do you mean don't answer it?
Entertaining.
What do you mean don't answer? What do you mean don't entertaining? He said too many points because he played for too long.
don't get
So
it,
let's
right?
just go to the prime. So let's just go to the prime.
They don't
So
get
just
it.
go to the prime. Go to the prime. Go to the prime. Go to the prime.
Also too
go to
though,
the prime.
when we go to the prime and when we do these,
What about it? What about it?
keep in mind,
Keep in mind what?
I played in playoff series with Shaq. So you have to factor that in.
Yeah.
LeBron has played, like, yes, Bron's had good teams.
So let me take him without Shaq
Bron
then.
never
All right, I
had
got
a
you.
player to the level of Shaq. Bron never
sure.
really had a 1B.
All right,
Or
I'm
let
gonna
alone a
go
1A.
to Kobe post Shaq. I'm gonna go to Kobe post Shaq just for you. Kobe post Shaq, okay? Because there's only just a couple of years.
And on top of that
There's a
too,
couple years
the
there weren't any playoffs
2010s,
at all.
the
Let me see.
2010s,
This is
the
this.
2010s and the 2020s are completely different than the 20s.
All right, so post Shaq. So we want to go
or then the
post-Shaq.
thousands. My bad, then the thousands.
So 2006 to when would you like me to go to? I'll go to the end of the MVP run, the finals MVP run. So I'll give you 2006 to 2010. Okay, is that fair, Ron?
Doing this does not mean that LeBron's a better scorer than Kobe.
Well, I'm going to go through the series as well.
And you because if I would have
We're gonna
started
go
with
through the
that,
series.
because if I would have went to just right quick, Marz, if I would have went and said as my argument for
They
Kobe
played
being
in
a
the
better
same
scorer
era.
than Bron, if I would have they did like
Wait,
they
Swipa.
played during
They
the
played in the same era.
No,
Why are we doing
I
this?
know, duh. What I'm saying is
that-
LeBron
people
has
in
the
the chat are saying
2010s
it's different
too.
eras.
LeBron, it is because Bron had the 2010. The 2010s
I'm
is
not
when
gonna
Bron
include the
peaked.
2010s.
What I'm saying though is Swipa, regardless of whether you go to playoff points per game and Bron's is higher. Because if I go in, if I was to initially say, oh, Kobe averaged 30, 32 that one year, then the next year averaged 35. A lot of you guys would say points per game doesn't mean that you're a better scorer. So the points per game argument, that's null and void.
But no, because
let's talk about their skills. Let's talk about their skills as a scorer.
When have you ever heard me just use points per game and evaluate?
That's what you're doing right now.
No, I was going to go through all the series as well. Since we're here, we're having the conversation. We got 25 minutes left. This is a great combo. People aren't enjoying this. Go ahead, Duke. What are you going to say?
Who do you think is the better scorer?
LeBron.
You think LeBron is a better scorer than Kobe?
LeBron might be the best scorer ever. I've already gone through this on the show multiple times. I've already said this multiple times. I think he might be the best scorer ever. We've already done this. We've done this with LeBron. We did this with Durant. We did this with Mike. No, we've done this with multiple players. And by the way,
he is not best scorer.
I know, but I want to be very clear here. Because Marz is
not
up
a better
here
scorer
too,
than Kobe.
and Marz is doing this twerk thing.
I don't care.
Marz, you have said LeBron has an argument yourself. There's 4 players that have been talked about in most. LeBron, Mike, and then I think
LeBron
we said
has an argument to be number 2.
LeBron, Mike, Durant. But you think, but you made an argument for Durant as well, by the way. So like we've done.
Not a better scorer than Kobe. Not a better scorer than Michael. Not a better scorer than Kevin Durant.
No. That's cool. But that's a new Marz. You also said this is a new thing. When we have had conversations on the show where you have said you think he has an argument for number 1. LeBron does. You said this.
Sure.
But, so that's it.
The
so
most
I'm saying, what's an argument?
Opinion I hold.
Yeah, but I know, but you can't. I know, but you can't just act. You can't exonerate yourself from all this other stuff. Sure, no, that's cool. No, that's fine. That's fine, Marz.
I no longer think that is the case.
But that's fine. There's still 4 players that have been discussing that conversation.
Marz, changing your mind.
You can change your opinion, but I'm saying this is.
And Kobe was the other name. LeBron, Mike, Kobe, Bron. Those.
Well, you had Durant. You had Durant. Like
LeBron, Mike, KD, Bron are the 4 names in that like top 4 thing.
Sure, but then we had Shaq included in there somewhere as well. But
yeah, Shaq would be in and around there as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the issue is, Jordan. Jordan is the best scorer of all time, especially if you include the playoff stuff. Whatever. LeBron obviously has a great argument. For me, like Durant.
Kareem is in this too.
Durant. Yeah, Kareem's in it as well. Like there's multiple players. There's multiple players. I think the issue is with LeBron though, it's like there is this perception about LeBron that because he is such a wildly great passer, maybe the best passer ever, just depending on who you are, that he is underrated as a scorer because he does choose to use maybe his best ability, which is passing the ball. And the real criticism that Ron even got to that he's not aggressive or an assassin is because of the Kyle Korver play that everybody remembers, the Danny Green play at the end of the finals where he passed it out to Danny Green in 2020. And then he also had plays in the 2000s.
Udonis Haslem. Don't forget about that one. The Udonis one was one of the biggest ones.
No, that stuff happens. But LeBron has, to your point, Ron, which I think is fair, he had to learn how to be aggressive more consistently and not rely on his teammates as much as he wanted to. Because LeBron naturally is a point guard. And so LeBron always wanted to get other people involved. Kobe, he didn't have that issue.
See, LeBron is trying to make the right
That's
play.
aggression.
That's
literally aggression.
It's a different kind of aggression.
You know you're aggressive. I'm not. What I'm saying, like LeBron is one of the.
But LeBron became aggressive though as a scorer. One of the most aggressive scorers we've ever seen.
Yeah.
No, he did. But he did.
Swipa, I do want to say LeBron can arguably be the most aggressive player in NBA history. When we're just talking about constantly putting pressure on the defense, the difference is LeBron will get to the hoop and pass the ball, or LeBron will get downhill and get off the ball, which Kobe passed too, but it was different. Kobe, when I'm getting downhill, I'm getting downhill to score. Like
when it's time to take over, Kobe's taking over. When it's
even before James, so is James. How do you not? Everything that you do
the San
say
Antonio
about
series is the exact prime example of this.
From 06 to 2010. So this is Kobe's prime, and LeBron is 21.
I was going to do the same thing.
LeBron James shot 21.2 shots per game and 11.3 free throws. Kobe Bryant in that same span shot 22.5 shots per game and 8.3 free throws. So he shot 1.3 more field goals and 3 less free throws.
Where is this aggression?
There
at?
is the lack of aggression.
Where's this aggression separator?
I was gonna
at?
do the same
I'm
thing.
not
Wait,
saying
okay, how much
LeBron's
of it
not
is
aggressive. Also, too, though, and here's one more thing that we need to put
How much
into
is that in the
perspective
fourth
as
quarter?
well. LeBron,
You do know that he
and-
averages the most points. You do know
Yeah,
that he
let's hear
averages the
it.
most
Let's hear it.
points.
I'm curious. I might be wrong. I want to hear
What-
it.
But before
Wait,
That's what I'm
this-
talking about.
However much we
please
keep
stay
trying to
right
shrink
there.
it, we can't use
I just-
career because Kobe
Nope,
played with
I just
Shaq.
wanna show you
We
one
use
thing.
the prime years, but then we have to minimize it to the fourth quarter. And then if it's the fourth quarter and it still favors LeBron, then it's gonna be like, what about the last 5 minutes? And then if the last 5 minutes still favor LeBron,
Okay,
what about
then
the last 10
just go to the last
and then
5
if the
minutes.
last 10 seconds still favor LeBron,
Go to
it's
the
gonna be
end
the
of
last
this
10 seconds. And then if the last 10 seconds still favor LeBron, it's gonna be what about the buzzer beaters? And if the buzzer beaters still favor LeBron, it's gonna be about
Which is
what
gonna
about
favor
I
overtime.
think
LeBron,
the
bro.
buzzer
matter
beaters
what,
won't
we're gonna
work because
keep
I think
trying
he
to
has more
shrink
buzzer beaters.
the goalpost as
LeBron
much
does
as
have more
possible
buzzer beaters.
until
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
He's
been
What
playing
do you mean won't work? We're not trying to wait. We're not trying to prove a point that we're right. We're trying to get to the right answer. And I'm saying most of the information is saying LeBron is the right
He's not a
answer.
better scorer. I don't
No,
care.
But based on what? No, hold on, Ron. Duke,
Swiper,
Duke,
you're the only
he's
one
not
up
an
here.
overall- he's not
You
an
and Chill are the
overall
only.
scorer
I
than
don't
Kobe.
even think Chill thinks LeBron's a better scorer than Kobe.
Come on, man.
Yes, I
Mars
do.
thinks he's a better scorer. What are you talking about?
That was silly, Ron. I'm gonna be honest.
I had to try it.
Okay,
I had to
wait,
try
Duke.
it. I had to-
Wait, no, hold on, wait,
No,
Duke.
no,
Wait, hold on. Hey, wait a minute.
Just so you know, this is Danny Green when James passes.
I remember this. That's what I'm telling you. Don't pass him the ball.
Nobody's close to him.
Don't pass him the
I'm
ball.
not saying
He's
LeBron
wide
doesn't.
open.
LeBron. What?
Hey,
my
wait.
point
Chill. Wait a minute, Duke. Chill.
point was-
Today, we just talked about the Portland series. Chill. What did Kobe do at the end of the game when Shaq was wide open at the
He
basket?
shot it. He's a killer.
No, he what? No, he
That's
passed it to Shaq.
being
Oh wait.
He threw the
aggressive.
alley-oop.
Oh, I thought. Oh yeah. the
What are we
alley-oop.
talking about? He threw the ball to the open player.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
That's a good
swipe
thing.
it though. But swipe it
Yeah.
though, and I'm not saying that's not a good thing.
He wasn't a killer at that point.
And also too, in hindsight, I'm not knocking Braun for
No.
the passes he makes and
No,
overpassing and finding an
I
open
think it's
man.
great. I think
Like
it's great.
now that I've got older and more mature, I actually respect that. However, I do just want to put this out there. Kobe played with Shaq, who was the MVP, Finals MVP, most dominant player in the league. A lot of people would say he was the best player in the league. During this time, what was the narrative on Kobe? And what was Shaq saying about Kobe? You had Shaq calling Kobe a ball hog. You had Shaq talking about Kobe shoots too much. Like this has been the narrative for Kobe
Yeah,
through and through.
I don't think we should be
No,
dependent
that's
on
not-
narratives to this.
No.
Because
We're
matter
not-
of fact-
it's not
matter
just
of fact,
the
when I
narrative.
said that earlier, Ron, you disagreed with it. What are you
Like,
talking
so
about?
here's the-
four of your arguments, Ron, have been the narrative was X, Y, Z.
Time out, okay. I use the word narrative. If you watch the games, people would say Kobe shot too much.
I
People
said
would
this
say, "Why
earlier."
is Kobe-" Okay, that's
I
the
started
point
the show
I'm
with this and you
That's
disagreed.
Okay,
And
that's
you
the point.
disagreed. You did.
I disagreed with you calling him a brick chucker or a brick
You
thrower.
disagreed
A brick
after
thrower.
that.
No,
After that, you disagreed with what I
No,
said.
I did. I'm not disagreeing with the point
That's
you're
crazy.
making. I'm disagreeing with you calling him a bricker. I'm not disagreeing with you. You are calling him a bricker. Now, if you would have said shot chucker, I wouldn't have said anything. Yes, Kobe was 100% a shot chucker. Kobe got them up. Kobe emptied the clip every time he had an opportunity
I
to.
respect it too.
No, he
Bron-
did not.
Bron-
Also, he did not. We have evidence
Okay,
of the
and-
players
and
in the
you know-
league
and
who
do
said
you-
he
and
did
do-
not do
and
that.
Do you know why he did that?
Why did
Do
he
you
do
know
it?
why
did
he
do
did
it?
that in
Why
that
did he do
Sun
it? Wait, now,
series?
why did he do
Because
it?
he did that in that Sun series because you guys ridiculed him for calling him a ball hog.
I know. From 2006 to 2010, in the fourth quarter or overtime, guess who led the NBA in points?
I'm gonna Mars.
Please
Can I
guess.
take a guess? Mars? Can I take a guess, Mars?
Take a guess.
I'm gonna say James for 1,000, Mars.
It was LeBron
I'm
James.
gonna say James.
Of course he was. Of
2006
course.
To 2010, LeBron James led the NBA
Good for him.
in four.
Can you give me the seasons?
still
Can you
doesn't
give me
mean
the
he's a better
seasons?
scorer than
Can you go
Kobe.
season by season?
06, 06, 07,
No.
08,
He
09,
every
09, 10.
every season he led it, or are
Still
you saying
doesn't
in
mean he's a better
totality?
scorer.
In total, you want me? I
I would like. Yes, I would like to go year by year. No, and the reason why I'm going to tell you the reason why I would like to
Even
go
Duke
year by
is
year.
laughing.
I'm going to tell you the reason why I'd like to go year by year. And I'm not saying LeBron might still lead year by year, but in Kobe had a championship level team in 08, 09, and 010. He had all stars with them.
What?
The Cleveland
So we
Cavaliers.
couldn't
is
use the
that what I-
Shaq
is-
years,
it-
and we couldn't use these
Were,
years.
were,
'cause the
were they a
teams were too
championship
good?
caliber team?
I don't think they would. I think they would
Okay,
be
that's so the point that I said. You agree with the point that I said. It's not about winning games. Where it's about the roster. So, but once again, I'm not saying that LeBron didn't, but in 05, Kobe Bryant averaged 35 points. In
chill.
07,
We couldn't
Kobe
use
Bryant
the
averaged
Shaq
what he
years
averaged.
because Shaq was on the team. Now we can't use the championship years because the team was too good. Do you hear what you're doing?
No, okay.
Ron,
And
it's not even worth it at this point, bro.
No, dude, you're wrong. You both are wrong. You have been wrong this whole time.
I know
You're
what I
getting
saw.
cooked.
I know
That's
what I
what's
saw.
happening.
No.
Dude, you
I
are
don't care
taking
what the
another
stats are.
L.
Kobe is
This
a
is a
better
repeat
scorer
of the
than LeBron.
PCL.
I'm
we're
not
not even talking. We're not even the scoring is not a
No, not at
question.
all.
The scoring is not up for question.
What do you mean it's
LeBron
not a
is a
question?
better
Well, how is it not a
player.
question?
LeBron is a better player. I will give him that. He is not a better scorer.
05, 06.
No way.
Then what are we doing?
In 05, 06, I'm pulling this up as fast as I can because it does take a little while. I apologize. I'm gonna do everything combined. Bear with me.
Are you? So hold on. This is fourth quarter scoring, or this is just clutch scoring?
Fourth quarter scoring?
All right.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's going to be another amendment after this, so just be
No,
ready.
it's fine.
Telling you
In
to swipe
05,
up.
in 05, 06, Kobe Bryant scored more in the fourth quarter.
Okay,
than LeBron James.
and so that's
In
why I asked you to go
06,
season by
07.
season.
Obviously, yes, so that Kobe could win something.
No, it's not
Yes,
that. The
absolutely.
context is the team. That's the point I'm making. In 05, 06,
when it
Kobe
comes
did not
to
have
But
a
then
team.
he was a loser these years, though.
Ron, when it comes to stats,
He wasn't winning
he's gonna
anything.
probably beat LeBron anything. Like, let's be real. Like,
All right, let's go to the next year. Let's go to the next year.
In 07, Kobe Bryant scored more in the fourth quarter
It's
than
the
LeBron
team. This is the point I was
James.
making.
In 08,
LeBron probably in 08. LeBron.
We'll see. I don't know.
I'm telling you, it's probably going to be LeBron. LeBron had a
In
worse
08,
team.
we won.
Okay, so I knew what the fuck I was talking about. I'm not just what I'm.
I said would happen.
But wait. But chill.
Now you got to go last 10
But the
seconds.
whole point was about LeBron being a loser. Kobe lost during these years he was doing this.
That was
and
never
wasn't
the
doing
point.
it.
We
the
never
whole
talked about
conversation
wins and
started.
losses.
Because the whole
We never
conversation
talked about-
started.
what are you talking
it
about?
started with the finals. It started with the finals, with the winning. It started here. We brought up the Magic series. You said LeBron didn't do enough, and he lost, and he didn't win. And then what
never said
happened
that.
is
I never said that.
The conversation
What?
literally started with the winning. Kobe won more. Kobe executed more in the playoff. Mars then corrected that. First off, I corrected it. Mars then corrected it.
I
And then what
never
happened
said
is
that.
Brother, we then shifted into scoring. The argument stayed with Braun. Braun had all of these scoring stats that he was winning, and then you kept adding amendments to it. Well, not the Shaq years. So get the Shaq years down. No,
You are
I'm not done.
literally
and then no, we
bringing
took the
up
Shaq
things
years
that were
out.
never talked about.
We took the Shaq years
Literally.
out. We did. That's how this.
Everybody
rewind
bringing
the
up
episode.
things that were never talked about.
Rewind the episode. It started between the two players and who was better. And then what happened is
we talked about that, and I said I have four. I said I have 3 to 4.
No,
yes,
then,
I said I have
you
3 to 4 players, which I never even got to the fourth player because you wanted to come in and start zigzagging again.
It all stopped. What happened is we then said we're going to go based on these years. You then said that we're going to not include the Shaq years for the scoring because his team was too good.
Which
so
makes which makes sense. Time out. Has Braun ever played with a 30-point per game score?
Now,
other than Luka when he was 40 years old.
Oh my gosh.
While they were together, were they scoring 30? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, a guy that averaged more than him. Okay, then. So we obviously can't count that.
Shaq, yeah. Come on.
That's
Ron,
just logical.
But Ron, what you then did is you said we couldn't include the championship year because the teams were too good.
This is the
No,
same
I didn't say
Kobe
the Shaq
Bryant
teams were
who
too
was
good. I
playing
said
with
Shaq.
Shaq and averaging 29, 30 a game, 28 a game. Stop talking like Shaq was just getting the ball and Kobe was just watching.
He was, though.
No, he wasn't. No, he was not.
So he
Kobe-
was
okay,
the second
I'm
pick.
not. No. I disagree with
much
that.
was Shaq getting the ball?
Kobe was getting it up. They both was getting it in, but Kobe was getting it in with Shaq.
So Marz, who just brought up something very interesting, I'd like to bring something to the table. So since we're on the subject, those years that you're talking about when he played with Shaq, in 2001, the year that they won the NBA championship, Kobe shot the ball 22 times a game. In the playoffs, that went to 22 times a game.
Sounds
he
like a
wasn't
killer.
just standing
Aggression.
around
Sounds
watching.
like a killer.
Aggression.
Okay, it does sound like a killer.
Sounds
Sounds
like
like
a
the
killer.
years should count.
It 100% sounds like a killer.
Ron
Would it
said the
blow
year
your-
shouldn't count.
Would it blow? This is crazy to me.
As-
20 would it blow your mind that James 22 shots a game, 21 shots a game in the playoffs? By the way, 24 shots a game. I wonder if he's a killer. In 2012, when they won the NBA championship, 22 shots a game. When in 2015,
Did they three-peat? Did they three-peat?
Here we go.
Whoa, see, Marz, that's exactly what I just said.
Yeah,
that's exactly
dude.
what I just said.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
literally what I just said.
Yeah,
This is
dude.
so dumb.
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
Hey,
This is
I
so
thought winning
stupid.
mattered. I thought winning mattered, Joe.
Hold on, no. Hey, right quick. I want to clear.
Why did Brong bring up Kobe? Why did he bring up Kobe's losing seasons then? For what?
I'm glad you said that because now I'm going to
that
clarify
was just
why
that was
I
just
said
bad.
what I said about the seasons and the averaging
Ron.
points in the fourth quarter.
I'm listening.
And why rosters matter in terms of you being aggressive.
Sure.
Yes, Kobe was aggressive with Shaq. Fair. Kobe is Kobe. And you know what? To be fair, LeBron would have been aggressive with Shaq too. But obviously, when you play on a trash team, which Kobe in 05, 06, 07, those were trash teams. LeBron during his first Cleveland stint, those were trash teams. You're going to shoot more as the number one option when your roster is bad. That just goes without saying. You have to carry more. You have to carry more.
He actually shot less with Shaq than Bryant did.
What do you mean?
He shot less shots in 2009, 2010 when he had Shaq than Bryant did when he had prime Shaq.
Wait, say that again? Say that again?
LeBron
Say that
shot
again?
the ball less with an old dusty Shaq
Oh.
than Kobe did when he was shooting with Shaq, prime Shaq.
Sounds like a guy that's less aggressive to me.
No, that
But-
sounds
but
like
that's-
you.
but that's-
That
but
sounds
that's
like
not the
even when
point.
Shaq was in his prime, he was still chucking.
That
Still chucking.
because he was aggressive.
And
But
so was LeBron.
Once again, before you guys, that's you
I didn't
guys
know
are
you-
you
I
guys
didn't
are
know you hated
you guys are
Kobe
grabbing a
this much.
I don't
goalpost
hate
and
I hate
moving
this
it.
argument. I hate this
That's-
argument.
you-
I hate this
you-
argument. This is a
Swipa.
bad argument. This is a bad argument. It's a bad argument.
The point I'm making, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the aggression thing. When you have a worse roster, you are going to shoot more. That's why I was saying in those years from 06 to 2010, I knew Kobe wasn't going to have as many fourth quarter points or as many shots compared to LeBron because in 08, I'm playing with other.
Nobody has shot the ball in there.
Sucks, dude.
Does that not? So hold on. That doesn't make sense to you guys. That doesn't make. I'm not. This isn't even me trying to go at you guys' logic or anything. I'm not trying to argue or debate.
You
I'm
said
saying
LeBron. You said LeBron wasn't as aggressive. I just want to recap.
No,
you said LeBron wasn't.
But that's not where. Can you? Hey, relax.
Marz,
I need you guys to relax.
Marz,
I need you to relax.
Marz, why did you bring the number?
I need you to relax. Chill, I'm talking to you. Does that not make sense? When you have a better team, you're not going to shoot as much as when you have a worse team. LeBron's team in 09, 08, 2010 was not as good as Kobe's team in 2010, 09, and 08. So LeBron shot the ball more because his roster was worse. Does that not make sense?
Go ahead, Marz. Go ahead, Marz.
Time out. Kevin Durant shot less in 2017 than he did in 2015. Does that not make sense?
It does make sense, Ron.
Okay, that's the only point I'm trying to make. And that's it.
That's a good point.
No, it's just
Like that. Swiper, you just want to argue just to argue.
No, I
You're just
don't.
letting
because
pure
you
logic
keep
just
changing.
go over your head.
No,
I'm not changing anything.
You already changed the conversation 4 times. 4. Go ahead, Marz. Damn.
From 2011 to
Oh, gosh, here we
2013,
go.
LeBron James scored more in the fourth quarter and overtime than Kobe Bryant. LeBron was on Miami.
And what
better
years?
team.
What years?
From
With a better
2011
players.
to 2013.
On a better team with better
Ron,
players.
2011 to
It ain't
20.
worth
And what
it,
years
Ron.
with Kobe? What years with
Dude,
Kobe?
what's your problem? On a
2011
better
to
team with
2013.
better players. He's scoring
the same top 5 player.
I'm not denying anything you guys are saying. I'm just saying I know
was
what
now
I
on a
thought.
worse team than the championship years, while LeBron
Yeah.
was on a super team. LeBron scored more in the fourth quarters.
On a better team.
Okay. We're talking about an older Kobe. Now go to the 2000s and let's do the same thing. What are you? But hold on, no. Wait. So we're talking about prime Kobe or prime LeBron James versus
You
Kobe
said
Bryant.
he was
That's
better in
34.
2011 than LeBron was. You literally opened the conversation and said Kobe was better in 2011.
We are talking about prime LeBron James versus 33-year-old Kobe.
You said Kobe was better in 2011.
We're talking about prime LeBron James versus 33-year-old, 34-year-old Kobe.
LeBron Daniels said 35 minutes ago, LeBron James wasn't better than Kobe Bryant until about 2012. Me using 2011 and 2012 seems to be valid in that context. Also,
what
Mr.
years
LeBron
did you
Daniels,
say?
Also,
what? No. Don't finish.
2013.
Okay, that's 2 years where LeBron is better than him. I said until about 2012, so that's 2 years where LeBron is better than him. That just doesn't make sense. If you would have just said 2011, if you would have said 2011, okay, you could have said gotcha. You said 2011 to 2013. I said in 2012 LeBron was better, so that means 2 of those years that you mentioned, LeBron was better. That doesn't make sense.
That there was only 66 games in 2012, OKC 15, so lock in, don't be stupid. Cool. Anyway, so this is the same LeBron Daniels that said Kobe Bryant was still a top 5 player until he tore his Achilles. So Kobe was a top 5 player all throughout this tenure, 11 through 13. Kobe Bryant was better in 2011. This is the same LeBron Daniels who's now saying it's unfair because LeBron was better than him in 12 and 13.
Never said it was unfair. It really is what it is. If LeBron scored more than him, he scored more than him. It is what it is. I'm not even trying to push back on it. Like if he was a better fourth quarter scorer, he was a better fourth quarter scorer.
Played 6 games in 2013. Played 6 games in 2014.
That's not what you said, bro.
You're overthinking right now. OKC 15. But once again, this is the same LeBron Daniels who has been fine with us using 06 to 2010. Meanwhile, he thinks Kobe was better than LeBron James all 5 of those years. But the moment LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant for 2 of a 3-year sample, we can't use that because Kobe.
So, but why did you go to those years though? But why did you go to those years then?
Because we couldn't use the Shaq years for Kobe.
That's number 1.
We can't use the championship years for Kobe.
That's number 2.
What years can I use?
That's number 2.
I can't use any years.
So you're gonna go to all right. So let me go to geriatric years for LeBron then. Let me go to geriatric years for LeBron. Dude, no.
Top 5. You can't call him
LeBron.
When you said he was top 5.
LeBron was top 5.
Top 5. You can't
check me out. Okay, and I still stand on that. Listen to my point though.
Please.
So
LeBron was top 5 in the NBA. LeBron was top 5 in the NBA in 2020, 21, 22, probably 23. We would never go to those years for him with that. Like that just doesn't. No. The point I'm trying to make is no.
Top 5 and 23, but I mean,
all right, 21, 22. The point, okay, but here's the thing. Here's the point I'm making.
LeBron James from 2020 to 2020.
We can't do this. It's different generations. No, it's different eras. We can't. And this is different eras. This is different eras. But that's not the point I made. No, hold on. That's not the point I'm making. You guys keep cutting me off, and I can't make my point. What I'm saying is, we would never go to LeBron. We wouldn't talk about LeBron fourth quarter scoring in 2021, 22, and 23 because we clearly know that he's past his prime. We would not do that. That just wouldn't make. If you were trying to make an argument for LeBron as a fourth quarter scorer, you're going to go to his prime years. Nobody has ever made an argument for Kobe in 11, 12, 13 like that. Why would you go to his years where he's clearly out of his prime?
So which years are we using for James? Which years are we using?
It doesn't matter, Chill. He said Kobe was better than LeBron in 2011.
So all right. So here's what I'm saying though. Here's what I'm saying.
He 100% said that.
I stand on that. I stand in
so
2011.
You can't use a year he was better than LeBron because he was older than LeBron. That doesn't make any sense. But good luck. Super chats.
Right, just so you know, he was in year 15 in 2010,
okay, and LeBron was smack dab in his prime. What I'm saying is this is the reason why I'm saying it was nasty, because I wouldn't go to Kobe's prime years and compare him to LeBron's geriatric years. I would like that just wouldn't. And if I did that, you guys would shut me down at the door. If I went and pulled up clutch Kobe numbers in his prime and then went to LeBron in 2022, you guys would be like, no, Ron, you can't do that.
That's not the same thing. You said Kobe's better in 2011, brother. That means we can use those.
What about 12,
even if
13,
he's older?
14?
No, but Ron, he already. We had already brought up the no, Ron. You don't get to do this. We had already brought up the numbers from 10 to 6 to 10, and then you said Kobe's team was too good. Let's go from 6 to 8. So then we said he went to the Shaq number. Kobe was still chucking with Shaq.
I didn't say we
and then
couldn't
he went to the numbers
years.
in 11 where you said Kobe was still better, and the numbers still were on Bron's side.
Here's the thing.
So you keep amending the argument.
I'm not amending anything.
The chat is literally watching you amend it. The chat is acknowledging you've been amending the conversation. And you've been moving the goalpost this whole time. Everybody in the chat has watched.
Shut up, mumble mouth. I'm not moving any goalposts.
Yes, you are.
No, chill. Yes, here, no, I need you to hear me and hear me clearly. The numbers are the numbers. If there's years where LeBron was a better fourth quarter scorer, then there's years where he's a better fourth quarter scorer. I'm adding context. Just like I told you guys before Marz even brought up the numbers that LeBron was going to be a better fourth quarter scorer in 08, 09, and 2010. Why? Because of the roster and because of who LeBron James was at that moment in time. I'm not like, I expect LeBron to be a better fourth quarter scorer than Kobe in 2012, 2013, 2014. Now, if you would have asked me 2011, I probably would have said no. But I admitted that LeBron was a better player in 2012 than Kobe was. And in 2013, I said that before Marz even brought up the numbers. You guys are trying to make this a got you moment. It's not. If LeBron is a better fourth quarter scorer in that year, it's because LeBron James is LeBron James. And once again, just to reiterate, in the early 2000s with Shaq, the reason why I said don't use those is because Shaq was the best player in the league. So regardless, if that's like in I brought up the Kevin Durant debate, but that's just like in 2012 or 2013 or 2014.
We can't do that is because he was producing as that type of player.
When
we have to bring during those years when Shaq was the best player. It wasn't like Bryant was just riding.
Chill. I understand that. I understand. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is if you are playing with a top one or two player in the league, your shots and your scoring are going to go down. If Shaq would, because that's Kobe. But what I'm saying is, if LeBron would have teamed up with Steph, I gave you the Steph and KD example. If LeBron at any time in the 2010s would have teamed up with Steph Curry, his scoring would have went down. If LeBron would have teamed up with KD, his scoring would have went down. And I know you guys could bring up Dwayne Wade and all of that. Yes, but Dwayne Wade in 2011, he was Dwayne Wade in 2011. After that, Dwayne Wade started going this way. So what I'm saying is if LeBron would have teamed up with another top scorer in the league, his numbers would have went down too. He would have sacrificed.
Fair enough, Ron. All right. Super chats.
All right. The first super chat that I have is from
putting in work.
Greatest 15 or 515 said LeBron could be exactly the same player with nothing changing about his game, and he could have one ring in his prime. If two shots miss, Bron would be exactly the same most exceptional player, but like Wilt could be out the top three. Ron not crazy.
Winning does matter. Winning does matter.
I do feel what Marz was saying on that though, because if Bron had one ring, he would still be Bron, but you guys know how I feel about winning, and you know how I feel about championships.
I care about it too.
So
I do. I care about it too. Yes, I do.
I don't care about it too much, but if you're a good player, you're a good player to me. But
I bet you if Bron was in Seattle for 15 years.
Oh, I'd love it. Absolutely. Yeah, come on now.
100% would love it.
He'd be my favorite player.
I've told you guys why winning matters though, because like it's not just having a dope resume. That's not why winning matters. Winning matters because when you're at that level as a player and you go and win a championship and win a Finals MVP,
Yep.
it justifies how great you were. Because in order for you to win a championship and win a Finals MVP, similar to Jalen Brunson, you for the most part you have to go crazy. All the championships that LeBron won, he went crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so like it justifies just how good you are. That's why winning matters to me. Wannabe Samurai sent through $10 and said, let's talk about what happened in that Aces Fever game. Chelsea Gray with ice in her veins, Caitlin Clark throwing the game away, and overall, probably the game of the year so far in the W. Thoughts?
We talked about it.
Yeah, that was a great game.
We talked about it.
I don't know about game of the year, though. That game, honestly, the game was kind of mid. It wasn't mid. It was just
sloppy.
both teams.
It was
It was
sloppy.
sloppy. It was such a sloppy game. But I mean,
was that game better than the Aces Atlanta game? That was an awesome game.
No,
I don't think so.
It wasn't
Nah.
better than that.
I don't think so neither.
No,
That was an.
it was a
awesome
good game though.
The next super chat is 200 from With My Crew. 200 or With My Crew said, "04 Lakers all in their primes versus 2017 Warriors as they were. Also, I met Cedric Sabalas today.
Oh, that's cool.
Can y'all OGs talk about him aside from just the dunk contest? What kind of player was he?
super athletic wing player, get up and down the floor with the best of them. He wasn't a high level scorer, but he could score the basketball. Left-handed, could knock down an open shot. He was one of those dudes that he was tough when you stood next to him. Like he wasn't one of them dudes that's getting it out the mud. No, he wasn't. But he wasn't one of them dudes. But put it on the floor. He had an unorthodox left-handed game, but super dope athlete. Super dope.
And I got the 04 Lakers. You got the greatest power forward ever. One of the greatest power forwards ever. You got one of the greatest centers ever. You got one of the greatest shooting guards
Top
ever.
10 point guard.
So let me get this straight, Ron. Like, are we
got
really
Gary.
having this conversation? So you got 96 Peyton, you got 2000 Shaq, you got, I don't know, let's say 92 Malone, and 06 Kobe Bryant. Who beating them?
Yeah, that's tough.
Nobody.
No, I don't think so.
That's rough.
Thunder Up 404 sent through $9.99 and said, if every panelist, including the ones who aren't here, were NBA GMs, who would be the best GM and who would be the worst GM and why? Can't say yourself. Hey, chill. We're just gonna let Duke as an outside in perspective give us that answer. Who would be the best GM?
I think you'd all be terrible. No, I'm playing.
No, I'd suck as a GM.
It's hard.
I think I'd be garbage.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see Marz do it just because he's so tapped in with the numbers to see what he could. Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard question to answer, to be honest with you, because there's a lot that goes into it that we don't even know.
I got Damian, by the way. All right, Big Zeke 333 said, y'all really let Swipa flip the entire conversation. Chill has proven he hates Kobe more than Rawn hates LeBron. Rawn literally got the Sixers winning the chip because LeBron joining.
Did
Dang,
you, Ron?
dude.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I don't ever remember hearing you say that. Yeah.
W
Six-
growth, man.
Sixers and 6. All right. James Hastings said, Swipa, to answer your question about what Kobe did better in 2009, he played natural. I don't know what that means.
That's dope.
All right. Greatest 515 said Kobe was smarter, better leader and closer, and just as a complete basketball player. 2009 LeBron had superb advanced stat season, which he never duplicated, just like 16 Curry. Neither of them got best in the world crown.
That's because they didn't win at that time when he did that. The winning was the separator.
All right, Rigby sent through $9.99 and said David Lee was a Knick before the Warriors.
That's right.
Also, as a Bron fan, that series versus the Wizards was real war. First game, Bron got a triple-double. By game 3, he hits the game winner, and Jay-Z and Soulja Boy beef. That series was fire.
I
Bron
forgot
was
about
beefing
that
with
series.
Deshaun Stevenson.
Yeah,
I was a big Gilbert Arenas fan at that time, too.
Me too.
Zigsaw Puzzle said, morning, guys. Did you see the allegations about Kawhi? Do you think they void his contract and let him play in Toronto? Will he miss the whole year this season? Can Toronto get their draft picks back?
Ron, this just sounds like it's just getting worse as time goes on, man.
It's
It's
getting
like
messy.
what don't we know that we not what don't we know? Let me rephrase that, Ron. Do we want to know more? That's my question.
Yeah, it's that's a
Do
good
we want to
question.
know? Do we want to know more? Because this
Like, I'm
shit
scared.
sounds-
I'm
this
scared
shit
to know
sounds
more.
Bad. It sounds really bad.
Yeah.
I need to know more.
I don't know. I
I'm
don't
curious
know
how
if I
much
wanna know
money
more.
he's got under the table at this point. Like,
Now remember who we talking about, dude? We talking about a dude who works for a guy who could buy the league.
oh yeah,
He can't buy
no,
like one or
Steve
two
Ballmer's
teams.
from up here.
He
I
could
coached
buy the
his son.
entire league, and
I
he
know.
knows how to sidestep a couple of landmines. Yes, he does.
Oh yeah,
So I don't know if I want to know. I really don't.
I don't either.
All right, Dre Knows Ball sent through $9.99. He said from 07 to 11, LeBron was a certified choker. Watch the games. He had a 2 of 18, 10 turnover game versus Boston. 09, he was bad in the last 5 minutes of games. 2010, Bron, game 5, quit, then left to Wade and choked again.
Drew, if I ran down the games where Bryant was bad, like I could do that with a bunch of guys. If I ran down the games when Moses Malone was bad, when Doc was bad, when Shaq was bad, I could do that with a bunch of people, a bunch of different ones.
I'm not necessarily going to say Bron was a choker, but like I said, I'm still just going to stand on what I said earlier. Bron had some holes in his game that he had to fill, and he was still growing as a player. Worldwide Mace Television sent through $9.99 and said, just a thought, 90s and 2000s, so you think Jokic would be better as a power forward than he is as a center. I'm asking you because of his abilities and liabilities he has as a player. So Jokic in the 90s and 2000s as a power forward. Thoughts on this?
No, I don't think he'd be as effective as at the 4 spot than he would be at the 5.
Why not?
Because
Defense,
yes, especially
number one.
I think that the physicality wouldn't be a problem, Ron. I just think that those 4s, how skilled they are, like Weber and Malone and Barkley, like they dragging him out to the deep water like a crocodile, and they drowning him.
Yeah,
I mean, he already gets dragged to the deep water though and gets drowned. Like, it doesn't
That's
change.
by
It
small
does.
dudes.
Well,
That's-
I mean,
that's what that is.
here's the thing though. We know Jokic is getting fried on defense.
Right.
That's not what we're talking about. I mean, yeah, we're talking about it and it needs to be acknowledged, but where does Jokic bring all his value?
At the 5.
I think like Jokic. Imagine Jokic playing with a competent center.
Or imagine Jokic, imagine Jokic being a competent center and playing with a legit 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Weber.
Yeah, I mean,
like
Charles
KG or
Oakley.
something like that. KG or something.
I think Jokic is so good. I think he would be able to play at the 4 or 5 in the 90s or 2000s. I think Jokic could play next to another 7-footer and still make it work. I'm not saying that that's the most optimal situation, but I think he'll be all right. Anime is cool sent through $9.99 and said Kawhi honestly might have to dump his uncle as his rep. I believe all of this BS he's involved in is sullying his character. First, fake trees. Now, fake housing developments. This is nasty work.
That's how he got the extra bread, because his uncle.
It's hard to say what the heck's going on with that.
Fake housing developments. Damn. All right, Dre Knows Ball sent through another $9.99 and said, nah, we not doing this morning. I'm a remind Swipa, Kobe cooking Denver in 08, 33 points per game, had a 48-point 10-assist game, sending him home and never sniffing a ring until Jokic. Also, Kobe saved Shaq's legacy in 2000.
Did he really? Did they save each other's legacy? And can I remind you of the falters that Bryant has had? See, I'm not doing this. I'm not. No, I'm not. I will not. I'm not going to do that. Nope, I'm not.
All right, Worldwide Mace Television sent through $9.99 again and said, speaking of three-peat, what would a three-peat have done for KG, Paul, and Ray as far as all-time rankings?
I definitely think that they win it again in 2009. I do. I think that they win it again in 2009 if KG doesn't tear up his knee. 2010 is a little bit tricky. I think that they were older
Yeah.
And I don't think that they had the personnel to beat the Lakers, even though they were up. And I don't think they had the personnel to beat the Lakers. But in 2009, I definitely think that they win it again if KG didn't get hurt. I definitely think that, and I think that bolsters KG as a back-to-back NBA champ. Yeah, we talking about him way different, especially Paul Pierce too. Like nobody even better than Paul Pierce was the Finals MVP. Like we don't even talk about that.
That's
We don't
crazy.
even talk about that.
There's if you rerun that back 10 times, like those 3 years, I would probably say 3 to 4 times the Celtics three-peat. I think
it would have
it
won it in back-to-back years if KG didn't get hurt in 09. They beat Orlando in the East Finals. They beat them.
and I mean, chill though. If they go back to back in 2010, remember they were in the finals again and it went to Game 7. So like they could have three-peated. And just to answer the super chat, we talk about them so much more differently. Ray Allen is possibly top 5 shooting guard all time. Top 6, top 5 with 3 championships.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce we talk about him in a whole different light. I don't think Paul Pierce gets nearly as much disrespect as he gets if he three-peats. And then KG,
You wouldn't be able to do that with him because I mean, how many three-peats have we had? Shaq and Jordan. That's it.
Yep.
The Bulls and the Lakers. That's
yeah.
it.
And then KG, it's a lot. KG might get top 10 convos. Well, no, KG will for sure
Might?
get top 10 combos.
He's in, man.
Yes.
Well, for sure. It would be the way
he
people
did?
talk about Burden Magic. It would be the same thing with KG
So
and
KG
Duncan.
would have 3
Yeah.
straight NBA
It
championships.
should already be KG.
He got a Defensive Player of the Year. He got the league MVP, and he got the Defensive Player of the Year later on in his career. Yo, I think KG would definitely be a top
Absolutely.
10 guy.
And he probably at
No
least
doubt.
gets one of those Finals MVPs too.
One of them. I think he gets one of them.
All right, B True 23 said, I would go back to the 81 Eastern Conference Finals. If the Sixers closed the series against the Celtics, I think they would have beat Houston, and I wonder how much closer Doc would be the Bird in all-time talks for people.
They wouldn't have beat Houston. Moses. The reason why they couldn't beat the Lakers was because of Jabal. So now we're gonna have to see Moses, who also kicked Boston ass. It was just Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale and Bird was the ones who did most of the work against them. They wouldn't have beat Houston. Nah, Moses was too much. Houston would have beat them.
All right, I take no Kobe slander, sent through $4.99 and said, what is a closer matchup to be a better player in the world? Kobe and T-Mac or LeBron and KD or Clyde and Jordan? That's a good question.
What's the closer matchup? It was Clyde and Jordan because that was actually
Yeah.
going on. Like there was players in the league like Duncan. Here's why, Ron, because there was players in the league like Duncan, Shaq during the time when T-Mac was him and Kobe was a conversation. It still was Shaq. It still was Duncan. Like Garnett was still in that
diluted.
conversation, right? So same thing with James and KD. Like Curry was around and he was doing what he was doing. When in 1992, when both Jordan and Drex met in the NBA championship, this was about who is the best player on the planet. It was just them two. That includes Malone, that includes Barkley, that includes Olajuwon, all of them dudes. It was Olajuwon, it was Jordan, and it was Drex. Who was the best?
That's a good point.
Okay. All right, we got a super chat from Mo. Shout out to Mo. Mo sent through $4.99 and said, I want to go back in time to see if Wilt actually scored 100 points.
Well, we know the game happened. We know that for a fact. That's the thing that we know for a fact. We know that the game happened. So
One day we'll get this time machine and we'll all go pull up on
for
Wilt.
real.
Anthony McCall became a YouTube member. Salute to Anthony McCall. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you for joining up. Mad Links said, a great playoff series was OKC versus the Spurs in 2016 when KD dropped 41 on Mother's Day and closed out the series with 37. Aldridge was balling too.
That was a good series.
Those were some great series between San Antonio and Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
That OKC and Warriors series too. I would love to go back and watch that as well.
Yeah.
Your guy, Boss Man. Shout out my man, Boss Man. Became a YouTube member. Love the profile picture too. That's the face Marz made before I packed him up and sent him up out of here. Shout out your guy, Boss Man. The GOAT 1368 sent through $4.99 and said 2001 Lakers versus Kings or Spurs. Bean Bryant was an absolute monster. Game 4 Kings and Game 1 Spurs, 48 and then 45.
I was actually at Game 4, so yeah.
Ooh. That would have been a good one.
Best game I ever seen live.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yakman sent through $4.99 and just said, y'all hilarious.
Facts.
I guess we kind of funny. LeVar B. Ballin said, again, this jellyfish has never watched Prime Braun.
Ron swear he was there, though. Ron will tell you that he was there. Yes, he will. Ron will tell you he was there. To watch Kobe, though. He wasn't paying attention to James, though. He wasn't.
I was. I
He
just
wasn't paying no
think
attention to
he's
James.
saying this. He's saying this
Yeah.
because I think 2015
That should
Braun
speak
is.
volume.
He's saying that because I think 2015 Braun's better than 09, and he was a more complete player.
Yeah.
Ram, chill. Who you got? You got 09 or 15?
09 or 15.
Braun.
James?
Yeah.
I think 15 James was a better player.
And like Marz will always say that he had a down year, and a couple other people were
Even if he did have a down
co-signed.
year, that don't mean he wasn't a better player.
I-
Yeah, he was a better player.
I don't remember Braun having a down year.
He had a back issue. He wasn't as athletic as he was in 15 as he was in 09. But as a player, I think he was better.
Man, that man was still hooping. Rambo E sent through $5 and said, when it comes to Kobe slander, y'all start salivating at the mouth. Shout out Rawn for defending Kobe from all the hate he's been getting the last 26 years.
Interesting.
I agree. I think it's interesting too.
We hate Kobe Bryant up here. You're right. We can't stand him. Fuck out of here.
Glomar June sent through $4.99 and said, quote unquote, LeBron has no killer mentality is such old head talk. It became a narrative once Kobe was lapped by Bron. They were trying to grasp at something to cope.
It was going on.
The LeBron Kobe discussion, that really might, and it's been a while since we had one too. That really might be the most toxic like basketball discussion out there.
It's nasty.
That would the LeBron Kobe
You saw
one
what we
is.
just got finished doing?
Oh yeah, no, that
nasty.
was disgusting. And I'm
saw what we just got
actually
finished
It's
doing.
absolutely nasty.
chill, Duke, chat, everybody that's still here. I'm not proud of that discussion that we just had because
I'm not either.
that was disgusting. I'm about to go pray after this. I'm about to go ask God to forgive me. That was disgusting. I'm about to go take a shower, wash all of that off me. That was nasty. But I really do think the LeBron and Kobe debate, because it's been a nonstop debate since 2006, and they were actually playing during the same time.
It got louder in the mid 2010s.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
2008 from 2008 to 2010. It
No,
wasn't
but
that
still
loud.
2012 too. 2012 it was still going on.
It got louder once he started winning. That's when the debate got louder.
Yeah.
But that's been a disgusting debate since 2006. The LeBron and Jordan one, it's more so. It's still nasty. It's just not as nasty as that one because
No.
they really just didn't play
There's
with each
respect.
other.
I feel like there's respect. Like,
All right, Double Agent 003 sent through a members chat and said, "Is Kobe a better scorer than Giannis?"
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Anime is cool sent through a members chat and said, why don't y'all do throwback games on Discord like how we used to do in playback? Miss rewatching old games on the platform. Anime, we might have to do that sometime this summer. Get 2 or 3 of those in. Free Night sent through a members chat and said, so Marz, is it hate Kobe Bryant Day today?
It's interesting. Like if I would have said something, free night, you goofball, and plastic straw sipping, no washing your underwear drawers ass dude. He'll talk about me, but if it's Marz, is hate Kobe Bryant Day? Hey, get your ass out of here.
All right.
Sippy cup.
Last but not least, Mr. Sauceman123 sent through a members chat and said, salute chat, salute PC, but T-Law is better than Bo, Sam, and Justin? He's talking about Ty-Law? Oh, Trevor Lawrence. I'm tripping. He's talking about Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, okay. Better than Bo Stamp? No, he's not.
Hold on, that's Justin Herbert. Got to be Justin Herbert. Hey man, sunshine cold.
No,
He got it. He still got to show me a little something in the playoffs, but sunshine cold.
Yeah, man. I don't know about that, but
I know Bo the weakest quarterback up here. That's all I know.
facts. That's facts.
But all right, y'all, it's been a hell of a week. Before we get up out of here, next week, you guys are in for a treat. On Monday, we're going to create our all 90s team. On Tuesday, we're going to create our all 2000s team. Wednesday, all 2010s team. Thursday, all 2020s team. And then on Friday, we're going to create a 4-team playoff. And each of these teams is going to play each other. And we're going to see who actually is the best team. We'll be back on Monday. Comment, subscribe, like the video, do all of that stuff. Chill with Chill tomorrow.
12 o'clock.
Press box Sunday. We're back Monday.
Later, fellas.
Peace.
All right, y'all.